What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. I'm joined with 9 little ladies, man. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
I mean, hey, listen, if you want to get out, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome.
I asked you to stop with the question and you didn't. Do you
Get
want
out.
me to
That's
leave?
serious. Get the f*** out. Put your shoes on outside. You don't got to put them on in here.
I know the night is not as it seems. I must believe in something, so I'll make myself believe it. This time.
We are back.
All right, we're back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast After Hours Edition. It's okay, ladies. You can look at the screen now. All right, guys. So quick announcement. We get into the show. Number one, rumble.com/fresh-and-fit, guys. As you guys know, we live in a cancel culture where you can get canceled for any reason, for any type of fucking any time. So check us out on Rumble, guys, where you know you'll be always able to find us, right? Rumble.com/fresh-and-fit. Help us hit 100,000 on there so we can take over Rumble as well.
And we could be ourselves on Rumble.
Facts. Okay. Also, check us out on freshandfit.locals.com, guys. We're no longer on Patreon. If you guys want to go ahead and get behind-the-scenes content, whether it's us streaming at a club or us hanging out, double dates, whatever the hell y'all want to see.
By the way, we were at a club yesterday, Mr. Jones, to be specific, and Marion didn't want to be there. So that's what you saw on camera, but it's fine.
Yeah, that shit was. I was like, get me the fuck out
Yeah, I
of
was
here.
a whole meme, man.
Yeah,
Bro, I was trying, though. I was trying.
Yeah, I already know Fresh.
I was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Mr. Jones is good. So
See? There you
I
go.
like it.
It's great.
Deal is out.
Every now and then.
Yeah, well, I hate clubs. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, freshfit.locals.com, guys, if you guys want to see behind-the-scenes stuff for the lifestyle. Also, check us out on Megaphone, guys. If you guys want to listen to the audio version of this podcast, we got a Fresh Fit channel and a Fresh Fit After Hours channel. So check us out on Megaphone. Also, we're on Discord, discord.gg/freshfitman. Man, you want to talk to people from the community from all over the world. As you guys know, Fresh Fit is global now at this point. So go ahead and go ahead and talk to other people that are like-minded from different places. And they get their merch, freshfitpodcaststore.com, hoodies, t-shirts, all the merch you guys have come to learn and love. And then check out our other YouTube channel, Fresh to Fit Clips. Guys, we're trying to get this channel to 1 million subscribers.
Yep.
All you have to do is go to that channel, subscribe. 75% of the people that watch that channel are not subscribed, which means we got a lot of ninja watchers. We post 2 shorts, 3 clips per day. Check us out, Fresh and Fit Clips. Subscribe. It's another channel. God damn it.
And it's the best parts of the show, so you don't miss out at all.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the full-on podcast. You can just get the clips.
Yeah.
And then Fresh, go ahead.
Guys, for behind the scenes, man, took up the vlog channel. 100K on the way? No, 200K on the way. Thanks to you guys. We got our plaque today for hitting 100K subscribers. Along with Feta as well.
Yeah.
Talking to gang in the
and
house.
the vlog as well. But we're doing a live stream tomorrow with a special someone from the show for a blind date. So tune into that at 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's gonna be lit. Check it out. Let's go.
Cool. And then check me out, guys, on Feta 1811. I just broke down Victor Bout. As you guys know, we traded him for WNBA player Brittany Griner, which is probably one of the stupidest trades I've ever seen in my life. But a lot of people don't know who Victor Bout really is. So I went ahead and broke down his history, his background, how he was one of the most notorious arms traffickers in the world history, to be honest with y'all. And yeah, I did a whole breakdown on that. So if you guys like crime narratives, you like true crime, any of that stuff, go ahead and check out Fed 1811. I do serial killers, terrorism, bank robbery, pretty much any type of crime you guys could think of. I pretty much cover from my professional experience. But what about you, Chris?
And Chris?
And ladies, DM me to RNC Pucks on IG. Shout out to the ladies for sending me DMs recently. It's been a lot of girls sending me DMs and stuff like that. Ladies, please don't send me a paragraph and don't expect me to serenade you in my DMs.
Serenade?
I had one girl who was like, yo, I said, see you tomorrow at 7:45. She's like, oh, you're supposed to welcome me properly in your DMs and make sure that I'm welcome, then give me the details. I'm like, excuse me?
No.
I'm like, next. And she blocked me. So it's on her. So I don't know what it is, but shout out to you, ladies. And also, too, we're creating a page on IG for the girls for our 1 mil party. So ladies, DM that page coming up soon. I'll have details up on my stories. Make sure you DM early because only a limited spots available.
Yes, guys, our 1 million subscriber party is going to be fucking crazy. We already got it locked in, rooftop spot in Miami, overlooking the city at a certain very prestigious venue that most people can't get into. But it's going to be lit, man. It costs a lot of money, but it's going to be a good time for y'all.
And if you're VIP, you get a lunch with us. You get a private show with us as well. Not a private show, but like a on-air show.
In the studio.
And you get a yacht party with us, so it's going to be lit.
Yep. We
There you go.
Fresh went ahead and got y'all a yacht, man.
There you
So
go.
cool. All right. I guess we'll go ahead and introduce the ladies.
Yes. Ladies, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status, education level, and if you want to, of course,
Your body count.
and we'll start right here. So name, age, what you do for a living. Welcome back.
My name is Fiji.
Like the water?
Yes. I'm 22 and I'm an entrepreneur and I'm single.
What do you do for entrepreneurship?
She makes water.
Real estate. I dance. I have OnlyFans.
When you say real estate, do you own real estate?
No,
Oh, so
agent.
okay, so you're a real estate agent.
Cool.
Okay, and then you said you do what else?
Dance. And
Stripping?
yes.
Okay,
And,
and
I
then
have-
OF.
and then I also have a small business where I make like treats made out of chocolate.
Okay, so you help people get fat too. All right, so okay, and then where are you originally from?
Orlando,
Okay, and do you live here in Miami or Orlando?
Miami.
Okay, and then single relationship, sugar daddy. It's complicated.
Single.
Okay, and let's see here. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, highest education level completed.
High school.
Okay.
But I guess if you want to consider real estate, but you don't get it.
Yeah, I'll put high school. All right, cool. What about you?
My name is Am. I'm 25.
You said M?
Am?
What?
Yeah.
Like AM?
Yeah, like the morning.
Like I am a
Okay.
stalker.
That was, hold on, that wasn't your name last time.
Scammer.
That's why she said y'all had the wrong one.
And I do OnlyFans, which you can find me at Sandy Cheeks 305. That's SANDY.
Sandy Cheeks.
CHEEKS 305.
Hey.
And which you can find my
Let's
link
clap.
on my Instagram, which is
Such a good
really
resume.
Am.
All right.
Double
Hold on.
R-E-A-L-Y-N.
You're throwing a million things. All right. So Am 25 OnlyFans. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Detroit.
Okay. And you live here in Miami now?
Yeah, I'm in Miami.
Okay. Single relationship, sugar daddy. It's complicated.
I do a little bit of everything.
That's my girl.
Can you define the everything?
Sugar daddy, boyfriend, sneaky links.
Okay.
all that.
So
Side chick
translation.
shit.
All right, streets.
Well,
Cool.
that is better than last time. When she said I'd be scamming and shit. Better than last time. Way better.
Yeah.
No, she keeps telling y'all I have the wrong girl. And y'all, when she said her name, y'all.
Now the chat knows.
Yeah, the chat knows.
We never forget.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
remember.
And highest education level completed?
Masters.
That part.
Wait a minute.
Everybody like, why
Stop
that?
it. Stop the cap.
I want to know the master.
Okay. Well,
Masters in what, hon?
Business.
you have a
Well,
master's
she
degree?
knows how to do business.
Where'd you
That's
do your
right.
master's?
Michigan State University.
Everybody like pause. They don't believe it.
It's not adding up, bro.
Why?
Wait, when'd you
What
get
you
your master's?
mean?
When'd you get
I
it?
said business.
No, but when'd you get it?
When? Like 2019.
Is it real?
Yes.
Well, look, we could
I
be
mean,
wrong.
she-
She
she
could be
might
wrong.
It
But
might be fraud.
I don't know, man.
You really have a master's degree?
Yes.
Where'd you do your bachelor's? Huh?
Same place.
At Michigan State?
Yeah.
What is the color for Michigan State?
It's green and white. I would know because I'm from there.
Okay. And what's the
It's a Spartan.
She already knew what we were about to say.
I mean they're a big school, so okay, interesting.
Yo,
Okay.
somebody said masters in lion.
All right, what about you?
I'm Anais, 24. I have 2 degrees. I'm from France.
What do you do for work?
I used to be an accountant,
Okay.
but now I'm just like doing a culture exchange here in
A
the
culture
States.
exchange? Okay.
Yeah.
So you quit being an accountant?
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, I was tired with COVID. Like business was not good at all. So
Okay.
I just, took like a one-way ticket
Okay.
and live the American dream.
Okay, so you're 24 from France,
Yeah,
former
I like that.
accountant. Okay, and you said you have 2 degrees?
Yes.
And what, bachelor's degrees?
Yes. So I have a Spanish degrees and I have a foreign policy degrees.
Okay. All right, so Spanish and one in foreign policy?
Yes.
Oui.
Okay. All right. And then a single relationship, what are you?
Single.
Okay, cool.
Yo, someone in the chat said Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Stop it, bro.
All
Stop
right,
it.
what about you?
My name is Chesley. I'm
Uh-huh.
25. I'm a cosmetic tattoo artist and I day trade.
Nice.
Okay. So you said a cosmetic tattoo artist?
Yeah, so I tattoo eyebrows.
Oh, and like
Oh.
makeup on people's faces?
Yeah, so
I
do
need that.
tattoo- Yeah,
We're gonna
so
have to
hit
talk.
me up. Follow
Okay.
me at Bravo, BRO.
Don't worry, it's down below.
All right.
Okay.
Don't even worry.
And then where are you from?
Orlando.
Orlando.
That's a red flag.
Okay.
What's the red flag?
Why?
Orlando? Come on
Yeah,
now.
why?
Do you live here or are you just visiting?
I live here.
Orlando.
Okay. Well, do y'all know each other?
No.
No.
What
No.
part of Orlando are you from?
Apopka.
Girl, I'm from good.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. What's your highest education level completed?
Associates.
Associates. All right. Is it for the tattooing?
No, I was going to school for nursing, but
Wait, nurse?
that
Nursing?
ain't well.
Fair enough. And then single relationship. What
I'm
are you?
single, but mentally I'm married. Don't ask.
Married
you-
to the money.
So you have a guy, but he just doesn't want to commit.
No, I know who my husband is. That's why I said I'm single, but mentally I'm married.
Oh, in her head, she has an eye on somebody that hasn't.
Is he a traitor?
So he does. Wait, why you say is he a trader?
I have a.
You said he's day trading.
Do I have a hunch who it is?
No, but I'll plug you in. He owns a clothing brand too.
Nah,
What just happened?
I don't call no names.
Okay, that.
Go.
All right. So I'm still lost at this thing. Is he with you?
Who said no?
Like he said, it's complicated.
I'm single, but mentally I'm married.
That's so strange. So yeah. So does he know that you guys are seeing each other?
Yes.
So you guys are seeing each other.
No,
That sounds definitely
I'm
complicated.
single, but I know who I'm going to marry.
Okay, I understand that,
Yes.
but does he
They're
want to
not-
marry
Yes,
you? Is the
yes,
question.
Yes, yes.
So
he
y'all love
does.
each other.
Yes, real
How do you
bad.
know he wants to marry you?
What do you mean?
How do you know?
Because
Are you
he said it.
assuming?
No, I'm not assuming. I'm not delusional.
Okay.
Are you sure? Because
I'm positive.
you're saying you're single, but
I'm single,
guys
but
are not.
mentally I'm married.
But he would have given you the title if you wanted to get married by now.
What do you
Does he
mean?
know you?
Yes, he knows me. Oh my God, what is going
You might be
on?
referring to
What
like
is going
God. Are you
on?
married to God? Sometimes
going
people
on?
commit.
Yeah, I mean, because
Sound like God, right?
because it's kind of strange because you're saying like,
Married
yo,
to
I'm single right now, but he's gonna be my husband. That's like me
I'm
saying.
single, but I know who my husband is. I
Oh,
know
she's
who I want to
manifesting it.
marry.
She's saying, you know
No,
what, in the
I'm
future.
not
Yeah,
manifesting.
you
Why
gotta
are you
talk
guys
into the
making it seem
microphone.
like I'm delusional? Why are you guys making it
No,
seem
no,
like I'm
I'm
delusional?
just saying
We're trying to figure it
you're
out.
being optimistic. This guy that might be a
It's
No.
traitor
confusing.
in the future
He might
is.
be a traitor.
I don't
All
know.
right, go ahead,
You
explain it.
said
Because
it,
it doesn't.
confusing.
The chat's
All
even
right, so let
confused.
me-
They're saying you're delusional. So
I'm not delusional. This
Okay.
is someone that I know. She said she married to the streets. I am not. So this is someone that I know.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm not delusional. This is someone that I was with.
Are they in a situation?
Oh,
Are they in a
my
situation
drinks.
right now?
So y'all were together.
My
Can we
ex.
get
Next.
Get it spelled.
Wait.
Okay.
So wait, y'all were together,
Yes.
and who broke it off?
Him.
So you would think that if he broke it off with you, that
No. It's not like that. I was toxic. I was being toxic.
Does he have a restraining order on you?
No, I'm not crazy.
Not yet.
so
I'm
if
not
he-
crazy.
It wouldn't be fair to say that if he broke it off with you, that y'all are not going to get married.
What do you mean? I was toxic.
You're better now?
Yes, I am. I'm much better now.
Because men rarely initiate breakups. So to me, I look at it like if, as a
Yes.
girl.
I was toxic though. I was being toxic.
So if he doesn't even want to date you, what makes you think he's going to go to the
But the
next
thing is,
level
it's
and
like,
marry you?
I had, well, like, why is all the questions on me though? Aren't we gonna move around the room?
No. But your story just doesn't make sense. That's all I'm trying
Okay,
to
so-
understand here.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to understand.
Okay, so he broke it off because I was being toxic. But at the end of the day, I still have. I feel like everyone has toxic traits and characteristics about themselves, but that doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. And he understands that.
So
I'm
why
not a
y'all
bad
not
person.
Right.
Together right
And you're
now,
so in
though?
love with him that you know that one day you want to marry him, and
We're
nobody
both
else.
in love. We're going to marry each
Is
other.
he in a
Just
relationship?
need time to work
though?
No,
on
he's
yourself.
So why
Yes,
y'all not
exactly.
together?
Let me
Down,
go
I
into a
understand.
let me
I
go
think
into a
I
dream
feel-
scenario. Let's say I really like this girl, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna have sex with her. I'm gonna have sex with her, but she doesn't give me the time of day. Wouldn't I be fairly delusional for
I'm
thinking
not
going to?
delusional. I'm not delusional.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking about myself here.
Oh.
If what if I were to say, yo, I'm gonna have sex with this girl, I'm gonna have sex with this girl, but she never goes out with me. She doesn't really respond to my texts here and there, maybe. Wouldn't it be fair to say I'm kind of crazy for thinking that I'm gonna have sex with her when she's not reciprocating?
No, because
Yes,
you might
because
have to
she's
work
not even
harder.
paying.
Let her answer.
Yes,
Go ahead.
because she's not even paying you no mind. So why would you even put yourself in that position?
Well, it's kind of the same situation with you.
No, it's not.
You're single, and he's not
Yes.
committing to you.
What do you mean? What do you mean he's not communicating to me?
He just said it.
I said I'm single, but mentally I'm married. Like I already know who I'm going to marry. How does that make me delusional?
Because you're not the one that picks if you get married.
Okay,
he
so I
does.
should have said this. I'm single,
Just like I can't
but
say I'm
unavailable.
gonna have sex with this girl because
bet.
she
I
picks
should have
if I
said,
fuck or
listen,
not.
I should have said single, but I'm unavailable. That's what I should have said.
Okay. That's more relatable. But
Yes.
so wait, so you're telling me, let's say you meet a guy that's like your dream guy, that's not your ex-boyfriend. You would say no to him?
My dream guy?
He ticked all your boxes. He was tall, successful, good looking, only one of you. You tell him no?
I take it up with God.
Nigga, what? Bruh.
And this is why
All right,
we're in
man.
the problem. We have.
See, how is it when I give the same exact scenario on the guy side? I'm delusional and everyone accepts that. But when I say, okay, well, I can't pick if I'm going to have sex with this girl. She's got to allow me to have sex. Same thing with you. You can't make the guy marry you. He's got to choose if he's going to marry you.
Yeah, because you
and I would argue,
no, but
hold
the
on,
thing
stop.
is,
I would argue by his actions alone, it demonstrates he doesn't want to marry you. You're single.
Yeah, but you brought the sexual side to bring it sexually.
What?
Yeah, because you said if you want to have sex. So her in her mind, she already had sex with.
You're missing the
Hi.
point. I was giving an analogy.
Yes,
I understand the analogy, but you're saying why we
He has a
don't get
point.
it. You're saying why we don't get it. Why people don't understand it, right?
But she's committed because she
Well-
likes him, she loves him, she wants to be with him, and even though they might be working on themselves, she in her head has determined that that's the man she's going to do whatever she has to do to eventually be the wife.
it's a mutual feeling, though.
Am I wrong for that?
I'm not being delusional.
You love him enough that you know, even though you guys are together, you're
No,
single, you want him. He's your husband. He's your husband here. So you're committed to that.
Ladies, we got to have some great common
No, I
understanding here.
wrapped it up. I said I'm single but emotionally unavailable.
So
Right. You
here's
don't
how
want
it
anyone
goes. Women picks who has sex, men pick who gets relationships.
Hmm?
So if I yes, I know that
So
sounds
hold on,
crazy.
hold on.
Wait,
Let
repeat
me
that.
let me clear this up for you,
Repeat
right? Let me clear this up for you. Because you try to make it seem like I'm delusional and I'm not. I didn't say it like, oh, this is a random guy that I'm finna marry. No. I should have said I'm single but emotionally unavailable, right? Because I am single, but like you said, we're both working on ourselves. Is that a problem?
No, but it's just I just find it interesting how you're so confident he's gonna marry you when you really have no control over it.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So that makes you delusional.
I said I should have, and I corrected myself. I said I should have said I'm single but emotionally available. At the end of the day, I'm not delusional because the feeling is mutual. That doesn't make me delusional.
Okay.
That would have been me just making shit up in my head.
Okay.
If he wanted to marry you, he would have married you. Just
And
like
you're
if that
absolutely
girl
right,
wanted to
but
have sex with me,
I'm
she would have had sex with me.
I'm 25. I'm not in a rush. At the end of the day, we're working ourselves to go back together. So why would you put two people?
Do you
two
think you
toxic
have
people
more
in a
value
relationship?
now at 25 or later on after you're done growing?
After I'm done growing, I feel like I'm always evolving. I'm always gonna grow, whether I'm 25 or 26.
Okay. Do you think you have more value to men on the dating scene as at 25 right now or as you get older when you grow?
So I'm gonna ask you this.
How are you going to answer my question with a
Listen,
question?
I'm gonna ask you this. So you said, do I feel like I have enough value? Yes, I do feel like I have enough value.
Do you think your value will be higher when you get older and you grow, as you say?
Yes, because I'm constantly evolving.
Nope. Men value beauty and youth.
Men value beauty and youth.
Yes. It's been that way since the beginning of time. So you actually have more value now from a relationship perspective than later on in life.
Everyone is different.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, but everyone is different.
What?
That is a biological fact that since the beginning of time, men have always wanted younger, more attractive, firm women, fertile.
Okay.
Yes, the younger, the more like innocent, the less body count, the less experience, so they can be molded and taken care of. And people are more attracted to younger people that aren't.
Well,
really
if I can say
experienced.
something,
wanna
as a
control.
European
They want to
one,
be
this is so
controlled.
fucked up if you say that, because the bunch of guys I've met here are like you call fuck boys. Like they don't want like a girl with like a bunch of body count, and like they want to.
But you know what's funny?
They're on everything except that.
The
So
same
don't
men.
ask if
Well,
I
a
can
good man
finish.
that has a good career, good stand for himself, like good morals, doesn't want a woman who is a hoe and a whore, like 3 or 4.
But
They want somebody who has
too.
standards, low body count, a good career, good head on their shoulders, smart, intelligent, understanding, neutral.
And you all think someone young
I'm
has all
sorry,
of
it
that,
can be
though?
that.
Rich men are not going to go after women who are unclassy,
Wait, you got a point?
trashy.
Yeah, everything you just said really don't encompass a young woman.
I agree.
Okay, so what encompasses a young woman to you?
I'm not saying yes. Fact, men like something.
think older women
supple,
just have more
men like
baggage
something
still.
young. Men like something. Yeah, it keeps the spice.
Young and innocent.
But for me,
Clean,
I'm
pure.
34, and you all young
Wait,
boys
34?
love me.
Oh
Damn.
God!
Don't do
Even more
that.
delusion. Okay.
ladies,
Over there.
Yeah. Let's
But I had
all-
a question though.
No,
I wanted to say
wait.
something.
Hold on. Let's
This is a biological fact.
I didn't
Men
disagree with you.
overwhelmingly prefer young women between 18 to 24. It's been established in a bunch of different studies.
I'm not
No.
disagreeing with
It's
you,
true. I
sweetheart. I'm
agree.
really
I
not.
absolutely
I hear
agree.
you. But what I'm saying, what I have experienced
Yeah.
is that most young men like me.
So your experience trumps facts, is what you're saying.
I'm just saying I didn't say Trump's facts. I'm just saying I can't identify with that fact.
they like you for sex.
So you're not exceptional.
Yeah, and you got to remember
To
that we're
smash.
talking.
You just a
you
cougar.
you gotta remember that
No, it's Puma, darling.
just
It's
because
Puma.
you're desired as a woman is not the same as a man wanting to take you
I'm in
seriously.
a relationship though.
When a man is going to take a woman seriously, typically they look at more redeeming factors, and age tends to be one of those.
And I can agree with you there though.
So,
So
Just
what was
saying
the
my,
argument?
just
Age, you
saying
get
my
baggage.
experience, what I've been getting at. I did not disagree. I said I agree with you. I'm just saying I don't identify with that.
All right, let's first intro.
Okay,
please.
let's
Because a fact
Let's
that's
go.
why
Yeah, yeah.
I
for so long.
We got
Like,
you, we got
move
you.
on.
Yeah.
America.
you got God,
Yeah.
this is
I
gonna be
said what I
tough.
said.
What about you?
Period.
Name and
I don't know
age.
how to follow that up. I'm Mandy Milano. I'm 27.
Mhm.
I don't even remember all the questions.
What do you do for work?
OnlyFans.
Okay.
And I guess just social media in general.
And then dating status
I'm single, newly single.
and highest level of education.
I went to university, but I didn't finish any degrees.
So high
Okay.
school, and where are you originally from?
I mean, I'm from Quebec, so our education system's a little different. I technically did college, but it's more of a prerequisite to university. So I have like a college degree, but I don't
Do
think
you have a bachelor's?
No.
So you have a college degree, but you don't have a college degree.
Yeah, the education system there is a bit
Is it
backwards.
an associate's degree?
I don't know what it counts for. It's called CJEP. It's a CJEP degree, but it's like kind of like counts as, I don't know.
Like in Barbados have the upper sixes.
Yeah,
and
it's
those
just a
classes.
different
Yeah.
system. I don't know. Out there it counts for something. Out here, I don't think it really counts
Okay.
for anything.
All right.
Cool.
What about you?
Welcome.
Hey, my name is Nana.
Nah, nah.
Sorry.
How old are you?
Nah, nah.
I'm 34.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an entrepreneur. I have a concierge business. I have a staffing agency, and I flip real estate internationally.
Okay.
Okay. When you say you flip real estate internationally, what do you mean? You buy a property like overseas and then you sell it right away?
I buy, fix, and sell in Brazil.
Okay.
Shout out to Brazil.
Okay. So where are you originally from?
Jersey.
Okay.
That's a red flag.
Do you live here in Miami now, or?
Everything is a red
16 years.
flag.
Okay.
I came out here for school. I do have a bachelor's degree,
Okay.
and I studied
And what?
communications.
Okay. Where'd you get it at?
Florida Memorial University, the only HBCU in South Florida.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You said what? HBCU?
Yes, the only HBCU down here.
Historically black college.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then what's your relationship status?
Very single.
All right.
Very.
Make sure to put very in there.
Yeah, put very in there. Yeah, very.
All right. What about you?
I'm Brittany Chloe. I'm 30.
Okay.
Last time y'all said it was cap because y'all wanted to say I was lying about my age.
Okay.
But I was born in 92.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm an entrepreneur.
What do you do?
I have a lot of things. I'm a dancer. I have a business, an LLC called Aloha Vacation Services. It's based on Airbnbs. I'm a dancer, OnlyFans model. I recruit. I teach pole. I'm great on the pole. I've been dancing 12 years, and I'm a realtor as well.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So it's an entrepreneur.
Okay. And what's
Covers
your do you have what's your highest education?
I did go to college. I studied EMT and paramedics. I didn't finish. I got pregnant. I ended up losing my son. And then I was going to go back to it, but then I decided to get my real estate license.
Okay. And then single relationship, sugar daddy.
I'm very open.
Complicated.
Basically, I like men, women. I have sugar daddies. That
Alright.
part. That's okay. I don't mind.
All right. So you have everything. You have a girlfriend, boyfriend, sugar daddy. All right, cool.
Yes.
And then where are you originally from?
I was born in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay. Cool.
Red flag.
All right. What about you?
Broward
Hi, I'm
County.
Kahia. I have a bachelor's in business. I'm an entrepreneur, and I also have a 9 to 5. I'm originally from Trinidad.
Okay, so wait, you're 34, you said?
Yes, I'm 34.
34, and then you said you have what's your 9 to 5?
I work for American Express and Aetna.
Okay. And then you have a side business as well?
Yes.
Doing
I'm a mixed media artist, so I work with resin, stonework,
Okay.
concrete, a
Okay.
few other things.
So you like create furniture out of these things?
Well, I make custom tumblers, shoes. I
Okay.
do stuff on the wall, like I can build concrete and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you have a bachelor's degree in what?
Business administration,
Okay. Where'd you get it from?
Morgan State.
Okay. And then you said you're from Trinidad?
Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to all my
How long
Trinidad.
you been stateside?
Since I was 10, but I go home often.
Okay. And then single relationship, you said you're in a relationship.
I'm in a relationship.
How long y'all been together?
2 years.
Is he one of those young guys you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay. How old is he?
24.
24.
Ooh,
Yeah.
spicy.
Interesting.
Wait. How'd you meet him?
On vacation.
Not you going to
Here?
hell.
No.
Okay.
Wait, where is he now?
Wait, was he in Trinidad?
No. Right, the last one, yeah, but not the current one.
Wait, does he live in Miami?
Was he on the
No,
beach?
he does not live here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're single.
No, I'm not single. No.
She's in.
Yo,
delusion.
someone in the comments said, "Yeah, he's throwing his life away."
Damn, don't do me like that though. Like, don't do me like
He
that.
doesn't even live with her.
Damn.
So wait.
Or in the same state.
Is he in the relationship too? Or is it
Yeah.
just you?
Yeah, what's the text message?
I mean,
I'm just saying though.
yeah, so y'all are together
Yes.
officially,
Yes. Yeah, what's the messages?
and his side too.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
What does he do for you? I'm just curious.
Dick.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was obvious, but like,
But no, he's a very good individual. He helps a bit. We actually started a business.
okay,
And stuff like that too.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
We're doing well. Doing very well.
You make more money than him?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
that was
why gotta be
emphatic.
like that? It's an international country.
I mean, it's
So
emphatic.
the
I mean,
money exchange, and then I have my own, like, I have a 9 to 5 too, and then I have my business. Like, don't do him that.
Are you tripping?
I mean, I just asked the question, and then you said yes,
but
and then you went
kind
into
of sound
you're
a bit
judging.
I'm just
condescending.
asking.
Are you judging?
It's a little condescending.
How's it? I asked you a question.
The tone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, who the? Yo, hold on.
Sorry.
Whoa. Yo, don't fucking talk to me like your boyfriend. Let me make that extremely clear.
Wait. We on
Like,
shit talking.
no,
Like,
you're-
don't take it
hold on, hold
personal.
on.
You said don't take it
No,
personal.
no.
Don't take it personal.
No,
darling.
but there's ground rules here. Do not talk to me like that
But
again.
it's cool.
There is no tone and all this other stuff.
but we
Chill
were
out.
just
Hey,
chit-
I'm talking.
We should
I'm
send-
talking.
but we should
I'm
send people
talking.
links, though.
Be quiet. I'm talking.
Whoa.
Listen. Don't talk to me and address me that way ever again. Period.
But you
Don't
gotta-
forget where you're at.
Yeah, but we were just shit since I
No. That's not how this goes. That's not how this goes. I asked a question. I said, "Do you make more money than him?" Then you emphatically said yes, and then you went on to explain yourself. All I did was ask a question.
Right. And
I don't need the attitude.
That was no attitude.
No,
though.
you gave an attitude.
No, definitely didn't.
Okay.
Go love. I was laughing.
Okay, well, don't give me an attitude again.
Yeah, but I did not
on
give
this
you an
tone,
attitude.
all this other stuff.
It's
I'm
how you
not.
took it, love.
All right,
Shut up
just-
and listen to what the
just
fuck I'm saying.
relax,
I
relax.
told you.
Relax.
Don't talk to me like
It's
that.
fine.
Period.
We cool.
We done?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
cool.
just-
I'm
just-
big
So,
cool.
Trini, we're cool.
Okay. I'm not your boyfriend. Don't talk to me
Yeah,
like
but
that ever
nobody ever
again.
said he was my boyfriend.
Don't
love.
talk to me
Look
like that
how
ever
cool
again.
I am,
You're not
though.
even listening. You're just talking.
But I'm
Miss
listening.
Trini.
You're not listening. You cannot listen while simultaneously talking.
You can though.
No, you
Trini,
can't.
I'm helping
You're
you
not
out here.
listening.
Miss Trini, I'm helping you out.
You need to
all right?
relax.
I'm helping you out. Shh.
Don't forget where you're at. And if you have a problem with it, you can get the fuck out of here. I'll make that very clear. Don't disrespect me on my platform again.
But I did not love.
Don't do it again.
But
You're done. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on. What about you? What's your name?
Hey, I'm Jay, and I'm 29. Oh, sorry. I'm
Mhm.
29. I'm a nurse. From
Nurse?
Toronto.
Oh, wait, nurse?
Yeah.
Red flag, bro.
And I play video games on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty?
Yes, that's my favorite game.
You said you're actually good at it, right?
Yeah.
Warzone
All right,
2?
chat. You can let me know if that's true or not. Yeah. I don't think so,
Most
but we
girls
gonna
suck at
see.
video games, but that's a whole
We
other
can
thing.
1v1. That's fine.
If you want to lose, let's do it.
Okay. So you do Twitch. What's your highest education level completed?
College.
All right.
And I'm going to university in January.
Okay. What would you got your degree in? BA? Or you're in school?
No, I'm a nurse. I'm RPN.
No. Okay. So you
It's-
got your
I'm
bachelor's
from
degree in
Canada.
nursing?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd you go?
A college in Canada, Toronto.
What school?
Look at me.
College.
Yeah, but like, do you have any name of the college? Like,
Citizen Toronto?
we asked.
Yeah,
that,
Centennial College.
Okay.
If you guys really want to know.
All right.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
It's a very simple question. Like, what the?
Look at me
like someone asked me, "Where'd you go to school? What school here?" Blah blah blah. It's easy. All right. Single relationship. What are you?
I'm single.
Okay.
Cool.
Ladies, they're very simple questions. All right.
All right.
Hit the chats.
Some chats real quick.
All right.
Yeah, this is hilarious, by the way. The comments are hilarious.
Hey, man, it is what it is. All right. What is one skill or quality about you that would be beneficial to a relationship, and one characteristic about you that you need to work on before a relationship?
Mr. Rick.
Mr. Rick.
That's actually a pretty good one.
All right, we're going to go on the table on that one.
So, ladies, one skill or quality you need to work on to benefit a guy in your relationship. We'll start here.
Can we come back?
I have already my answer in case.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, ladies. So
we're gonna go.
This is not rocket science. We asked a question here that is going to come back this way and the other way around. Okay? Please focus and pay attention to the show. So if we ask you a question, like, it's not that hard. A little bit of critical thinking. That's all it takes. Okay? So the question is again, what is one skill or quality about you that will be beneficial to a relationship, and one characteristic about you that you need to work on before a relationship? So one thing you do good and one thing that you need to work on. Very simple.
Okay. So I'm very independent. I can do everything on my own, so I don't really need help with anything.
So that's your strength. What's your weakness?
That's also my weakness because I feel like guys don't like independent women. Facts. Yeah.
Would you say that you're more like dominant?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see how it could be like half and half, like roughly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. What about you?
Depends on the mood, you know.
What is one strength, one weakness?
Adaptive and very controlling.
You don't say.
We couldn't tell.
All right.
I have to say my strength is that I'm very motivated, determined. One weakness is that I'm very hard on myself. I'm very self-critical.
Okay.
I hold myself to more standards than most people would hold myself to me. Like,
But how does that affect your partner? Would
well,
you say?
so in a relationship,
Mhm.
I'm very critical about how I do things, how I accomplish things. I always feel like I'm never doing enough. So I'm very hard on myself. And that goes in play with my relationships. I have a lot of relationships with people. So because of that, my biggest weakness would be not feeling like I'm doing enough. I always feel like I need to do more. I always feel like I could do this and maybe that will help in the relationship, or this
Damn.
that will help in the relationship. Like always constantly thinking like I'm not doing enough.
You got a man, a girl,
But I'm very committed.
and a sugar daddy. That's a lot.
Well, committed and determined because I am very I am a good hustler. Like when I know I want something, I am focused.
Right.
And because of that, in a relationship, when I feel like my
Merch.
biggest strength is that I'll get it done, but I never feel like it's enough. I want to get this done and that done, and I want to do this for you and that for you, and almost so much like I'm a good. I give.
So is it annoying? You would say?
No, I'm not annoying. I'm a giver. I'm not a receiver. I give all day. I love people. And one thing I do is constantly see how I can give back to somebody and do for somebody. Even if it's just a little here and there, I'm constantly thinking about what I can do
Right.
in
Okay.
a relationship.
That was a lot.
But that's why a lot of people love me, and that's why I have a lot of relationships.
I'm sure you do.
Whatever we can do to benefit each other, I'm down. Let's just have a
sure you
good
do.
vibe and make it happen.
All right. What about you? One strength, one weakness in a relationship.
Strength is I would consider myself very non-judgmental and I listen. And then a weakness in a relationship would be that I'm not forgiving. So it's not a good thing. Yeah, it's just one strike and I'm done, and that's not a great thing.
What's your background?
I'm Brazilian.
Cool. Makes sense.
Mhm.
All right.
Have you lost relationships because of your like not forgiving attitude? That
Oh,
probably
yeah.
could have been salvaged.
Probably, no, for sure.
What did you not forgive him for?
Uh-oh.
I mean, it could be, especially beginning stages, it could be something really simple.
Junior, you left the door open.
No, something like flaking on a date.
Really?
Yeah, like, don't talk to me no more. You're wasting my time.
Okay.
But I thought you was non-judgmental.
That
Just
is
like
not
that.
being judgmental, though. That's protecting
Not putting with the bullshit.
a future habit.
A guy flaked on you on a first date?
Child, yes.
That means something was up.
Yeah, interesting. Men rarely
He was
flake on first
insecure,
dates.
felt like he couldn't measure up.
Nah, niggas
Probably.
trying to
No.
smash. They
It's
gonna
not
show up on time.
even-
No,
It's not even that.
she did sign to fuck it up beforehand.
It didn't even get to that point. It was like a first date. Hey, I'll pick you up at 9. Never showed. 2 weeks later, hit me up like, hey, my bad. I was in Orlando. I never responded. Like,
Oh, he probably had a better option.
Yeah.
If-
maybe so.
If,
But
if.
all right, well, effed up this one.
That's right.
Something's
On
off
to the
because
next.
men rarely, if ever, flake on dates with girls.
I get
Yeah.
flaked all the time.
You
What do
call him on the
mean?
phone, FaceTime before the
Huh?
date.
We met each other, yeah.
So he met you, and then
He probably had a better option. That's like real facts. I don't know.
was he good looking? Was he like charming? Was he like tall, successful, something?
I mean, he seemed like it. Yeah, I didn't really get to know him until that's what the date was for. But I mean, I
that nigga
guess.
just dipped. God damn.
Yeah, signs off.
Yeah.
And men rarely initiate breakups and/or flake on dates on girls. They typically girls had to do something
She
for that to
probably
happen.
saute
So.
and shit.
They didn't get there for.
Did you catfish him?
Maybe he thought
You
he
don't
was
look like your
being
pictures.
catfished.
I think I look like my pictures.
Well, no. She said they met in person first.
Yeah.
Right.
He might have been like, "Damn, this is not what I thought it was."
Where'd y'all meet?
But like
At a club or
it was
something?
he initiated like, hey, let me take you to dinner. Do you like sushi? Sure, yes. How's 9 p.m.? Okay. Came 9 p.m. I'm not finna call you and remind you either. But you wasted my time.
Damn.
Because I didn't make any other plans. Like,
okay.
It could have been on a yacht. You could have been dinner somewhere else. You could have been living life.
I probably would have been asleep, but still.
That bastard.
Okay. All right. What about you? Strength and weakness.
I feel like I'm
Merch.
extremely independent and I get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been told I apparently don't like to listen. So I guess I have to work on that.
So you're not cooperative.
I mean, I thought I was, but like I can't just be listening to just anything. You have to the person has to be a leader for you to actually want to listen to what they're telling you to do.
So your ex wasn't a leader?
I don't know.
Well, she said she just got out of a relationship.
Yeah, no
so.
comments, huh? Okay.
Yeah, all right. What about you? Strength and a weakness.
My strength is, I would say, I know how to hold my own. My weakness, I would say, I'm very short-tempered and reactive.
Toxic, to be exact.
So for you, I would put independent for your strength, and then your weakness is you said can't control your emotions.
Yeah. I'm working on it. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, you can say that you working on it, but it's already an L, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, bro. Men vote with their actions, bro. The thing about that girls don't understand is like women will curve you, right? And you'll know about it. Like, oh no, I'm good, blah blah. They'll curve you and you'll know. When men curve you, you'll never know.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
But what I've learned is the reason why I say that is I need to learn how to not react to everything. There's not to learn not to react to everything. There are certain situations where you don't need to react.
Does this dude that you're waiting on? Does he make a lot of money?
Man.
Does he make a lot of money?
Yes, he does.
He's successful.
Yes.
He's over 6 feet tall.
Yes.
And you think he's gonna sit? And you think he's gonna wait for you?
Here we go.
Wait. Hold on. Does he
Why
trade?
y'all? Huh?
Does he trade stocks?
Why are you still on this trade?
Because I think I know who it is.
Oh, he knows.
But I don't think you know me.
No, but I know him. So if I know him,
Who do you think you know?
that's what I'm saying. Like, does he trade?
Yeah, Fresh knows people. So
I'm just
No,
curious.
He doesn't trade currently, no.
Okay, well then I don't know.
Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Well, I might know him, but I don't know. Okay.
All I'm saying is like, I mean, just you got to use a little bit, like just some logic, right? So like, if you're only losing value as you get older, why wouldn't he consolidate you when you're at your peak? Versus he's gonna wait around until you figure out how to control your emotions.
But wait, who said I was losing value?
Oh God.
That was the consensus
Statistics.
earlier that men like young and
No, but he was
supple.
directing the question at me though.
Yeah, I'm just being realistic here. Men that have money and status and power typically go for more younger, more attractive women. So if you're gonna only get older and lose value, and from a dating marketplace, that doesn't mean your personal value as a human being. It means your dating value. His is going to continue to accrue and go up as he gets older and makes money. Yours is going to go down. It would be foolish of him to consolidate you on later on in life when your value's down, right?
I'm gonna give it to you because I'm not gonna go back and forth with you.
It's not about giving it to me. It's about that. This is just facts. This is how men mate select.
I think that's sad,
Life is sad.
to be honest. Yes, it really is.
I mean, let me
It
ask
really
you a
is
question.
sad.
Is it sad that women want guys that are 6 feet tall?
Oh shit.
Is it sad that women want men that make 52% more money than they do? Is it sad that women want men that are leaders? That's I when it comes to what women want, but what men want, oh, that's sad. I don't like this.
Agree with that.
No one is dismissing what men want though.
You're doing it right now.
How?
Majority of people.
I quite literally told you what men want. You said that's sad. That's dismissive.
I said it shouldn't be like that though.
Well, we can
Is what
operate
I'm
on
saying.
should,
Like,
could, and
it
would.
shouldn't it shouldn't be like that. I
Okay.
just feel like
Well, that's the problem. You're starting the sentence with I feel like. We don't
Or we
operate
shouldn't
on
have so
should.
much crime in America.
We
but we
shouldn't
do.
operate on should, could, and would. It's what is.
But he's right though. Men
I
men
wish
feel-
women would date guys that were 5'3", but they don't. I wish women would take a guy that was broke and build him up, but they typically don't.
That's sad, Myron.
and it's sad. That's what I'm
Or
saying.
give it
It's
to me.
sad. It shouldn't be like
Yeah,
that,
life
but
is
it
so
is.
sad, right?
It shouldn't be like that, but it is. And that's just
That's
honest
crazy.
truth.
Yeah, I know.
It
So
is
now
what
that
it
you know the
is.
truth,
It
are
is
you
what
going to
it
sit around
is.
and wait, or are you going to just get another
No one
guy
is
that might
saying.
accept
No one
you?
is saying that I'm sitting around and waiting.
You just said you're not
I'm
available.
not sitting around and waiting.
Bruh, I'm
I
confused.
am emotionally available. I'm single, but unemotionally committed. But that doesn't necessarily mean like 5 years later down the line, oh, I'm still waiting for him. No,
But he
not
asked you
doing
that earlier. He asked you if you got the perfect guy, checked everything on your box, and you said you.
And it was a joke, and I
take it up.
said,
Oh,
I mentioned like
you said you
if
take it
God
up with
said,
God.
yes, exactly. It was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Bruh.
It was a joke. I'll take it up with
All
God.
right, so now I'm
No one is saying that I'm gonna sit around and wait. Any woman that will sit around for years and wait for a man, like,
But that's what most
I
do,
wouldn't
though.
say.
So are you
That's
fucking with
what
other
most
people?
do. I would not recommend. Why would you do that? Because at the end of the day, a man is not gonna sit around and wait for you.
Well, let's
Now
say
it's a
that's how
joke.
we took it, though.
Yeah, now I'm
No,
gonna call you
I
a joke.
said. Who said I was a joke?
No, I'm gonna think you're a joke. No,
I'm not a joke.
so you're not delusional. You're not a joke. Gotcha.
Exactly.
We asked you a pretty straightforward question earlier,
And
you're
I
just
answered
like,
it. So how did we get here? It seemed like you're only asking the elaborate questions with me. How did we get here?
Cause you be confusing as hell.
No,
Yeah, 'cause
I
you don't-
didn't. I said I know how to hold my own, but I'm very. My weakness is I'm reactive. And he said, "So you're emotional." I said, "Yes."
Okay, next, please.
No, but
Exactly. Next. Because how did we
but-
get here?
No, but I mean, you just don't like that I'm just hitting you with the truth.
No,
like,
I don't mind. I
like-
don't mind.
Like I'm just telling you how guys that make money think. Like they're just they vote with their actions. They
And I
just
didn't
won't-
oppose against you. I said that's how it is, but it's sad. But that's just the honest truth. I didn't go against what you said at
No,
all.
You're like it's sad and you don't like it or whatever. But I mean,
Exactly,
hey, you
because
could-
it's sad. Like why women won't date men that are shorter than them and make less
they
money?
don't.
than
You know
them.
what?
We're not
It's
here to
sad,
cry
but
about it.
that's just what it
Perfect example.
is. It's
Why don't
sad,
you
but
make
that's
the-
just what
you
it
make the
is.
change and you start doing that then. Date guys that are short and broke. Please do it for the culture. Will you?
Why me?
Okay, bro. Move on.
Why
Move on, man.
me? It's sad, but it's
Okay.
true.
Miss Fuckboys. What about you, Miss Fuckboys? Oui, oui.
Oui, oui, baguette.
Thank you.
I love it.
I would say I'm loyal.
that's your strength.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very loyal. Like nothing can push me like to answer a text message to a guy or like to go to a really weird situation because
Loyal
I'm
to what
pissed.
though?
Sorry, what?
Loyal to what or whom?
To your guy?
To the guy, to
Oh, okay.
the home we could have, like all the talk we have. I would never like betray like something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, and I would say I don't know how to express how I feel. That's something I have to work on. Like I could for a day like give you a look in that face and you're gonna ask me like what's going on. And it's like
You expect them to be a mind reader?
Yeah, I'm like, it's
yeah,
fine.
Like it's really yeah.
It's okay.
But it's really hard for me like to express like I'm trying but I don't know how to say it. Like
Question. You said earlier that guys that care about body counts are fuckboys?
I wouldn't say that. I would say like the ones lying, like they told you like they expect to have something serious, particularly in this country, I would say it. But like when it's time to meet each other, like the only thing they want is to have sex with you. And that's it. Like nothing's more than this.
Wait, how do you know this? But from experience?
Yes, actually, yes. And I'm not ashamed about it because I know what I want. And most of the time I express what I needed and what I wanted. And I learn and I can tell you a bunch of states, like it's the same thing. Like they just want to sex with you and like they're like, oh, I'm lost. No, I'm not sure. No, I think we're good like that. And I'm like, I prefer someone telling me the truth. Like maybe I'm gonna still say yes to have sex with you, to someone like lying to me and like playing with my feelings and what I want. Because right now what's going on is like I don't trust anyone.
But realistically speaking, if they told you I just want to have sex, you wouldn't give them a chance.
To be honest,
You would not.
some of them I say yes.
Some.
What are you lying? Like, you know, like I feel if you are attractive and like we have a good vibe, when I'm gonna say no. Like
Okay. So what's the likelihood that you would say yes then?
Use a condom.
Excuse me, what?
What's the likelihood you would say yes out of 100%?
To have sex with the person?
Yes.
Like
What's the likelihood?
Without being committed to them.
10%?
I would say it really depend on the vibe. Like I'm not
Oh god.
yeah. Like if you feel good in conversation, like hey, let's do it.
The vibe.
The vibe or attractiveness? The vibe or attractiveness?
I think vibe type.
No, the
like
vibe.
tops
I'm really not so
Yeah,
really
forget
not-
what they look like. If you got a good connection and you can have a good
That's more important.
conversation,
Yes,
that's,
connection is so important.
that's what really matters. You know what?
Like Wi-Fi
What's
connection,
that word for somebody who's attracted
cable
to somebody
connection.
who has a good energy, good
Chemistry.
I think you should
No,
come
but
to
there's a
Europe
word
to
for
feel
it that
this
when you're
more than
sexually
physical.
attracted to somebody by their vibe, their energy,
Yes.
who they are.
Ethernet.
No, it's
Adapter.
no,
Cable.
there's a word for it. I can't think of it. It's a type of sexual attraction to somebody.
It's sapiosexual.
Yes,
That's
part.
reading. That's
Sapiosexual.
about intelligence. Like having a
Yes, like you
conversation.
like somebody who's smart, and you know a good conversation brings out intelligence. in people.
All right. Okay, what about you? What is your strength and your weakness in a relationship?
For strength, I'm really supportive and loyal too. Like you had said, I'm pretty loyal. And also,
But didn't you say you have a bunch of
You're
different
loyal?
suitors?
Sneaky links and back doors and
That's the definition of not being loyal.
what the fuck is that?
Look, we're talking different.
She's loyal to those side people.
Wait,
Or sneaky links.
how is it?
So I show like loyalty, but I also love hard, and that like I notice it plays a factor back as a weakness. Like sometimes I'll push somebody away when I like love hard, or like when I'm constantly like texting and like trying to show all my love and appreciation, and then like it pushes them away. So I realize like when I back off, like it's better.
Okay, so you're supportive. All right.
Yeah.
But not really, because you back off when you like them.
Well, when I notice that showing over support like makes them get dry and like not talk as much.
Don't you get dry?
No, like when I show a lot of love and support and like when I'm constantly texting showing effort, then they back off.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay.
But isn't it better that way?
No, because then when I flip the role and do that, then they come back.
But do you get more satisfaction from a guy that you pursue or a guy that pursues you?
Like it's like I pursue to the point that I lose them. So when I back off, it's like they.
Do you
always
think
come running
pursuing them
back,
is what
like,
made you lose them, or maybe other behaviors?
probably being like overly like
Needy.
not even just like clingy, like texting a lot, like always showing that they're my top priority when I'm probably not their top priority. Yeah.
All right. So your strength is you're supportive.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your weakness?
I guess like overly showing love to the point that like
Clingy.
yeah, probably yeah. 'Cause they get like annoyed and smothered, so they like I'm gonna back off.
Yeah. Yeah, where you at?
Okay.
Where you at,
4 a.m.
nigga?
It's 4 a.m. in the morning,
nigga.
What about you? What's your strength and weakness?
I would say my strength is that I'm very nurturing and caring, and I can't think of a weakness.
Oh, you're just perfect, huh?
I can think of past weaknesses, but like from long time ago.
You've evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Let's say you had a guy in front of you. What do you think he would think? What would you're telling me you don't have any weaknesses?
I can't think of any. I'm not.
Narcissist.
No. I just said I'm very nurturing and caring.
All right. What about if I told you that a lot of guys would have an issue with the fact that you strip?
I'll tell them that I'm not for you.
That part.
But wouldn't that be considered like a weakness? I'm just giving you an example.
Oh, then you can use that as my weakness.
I'm giving y'all like I'm saying like what do you think would be a weakness to a man?
Oh, in a
is the
relationship.
question. Well, yeah, that's what it's about.
It can be.
Wait, what
I get
would
that
be
a
a
lot.
weakness to a man?
Yeah.
What would make him like not want to be with me?
Yes.
Oh, then, yeah.
That is
that
what the question was.
Oh, okay. Then, because the fact that I dance, yeah.
I'm right there with you. I feel that part because I've been dancing 12 years and I feel like it has ruined all my serious relationships. Not ruined, but like it makes it hard to have a serious relationship because the biggest downfall of being a dancer is that people see you with men all day long. You're showing your body, dance in front of people. A committed guy doesn't want that.
So would you really say you loved him though?
What?
Would you say you really loved him though?
Love who?
To stop the dancing. Like if you
I've been
really
dancing
committed-
12 years. This is what paid all my bills as a single mom, put me through real estate school, everything. So I'm not going to stop because somebody else. But if a man did come along and value me enough and say, hey, I'm going to take care of you, you don't have to dance no more, then yeah, but I'm out here going to get it myself. So in the day, yeah, I don't have serious relationships. And the serious relationships I do have, either one, you got to accept what I do or move on.
So is it an equal
Like she said,
playing field?
anybody that doesn't like it is not for her.
Okay.
Anybody that's with me that I deal with, that I have a relationship with, accepts it. They have to.
All right, let me ask you ladies this, and we'll start here and then work our way. Should your past matter when you deal with a guy?
Yeah.
You think it should matter?
To an extent.
What
I
is that
mean,
extent?
I feel like it's important for you and your partner to share your past so they know what you come from.
All right, let me
or
make this
maybe-
very clear. Should your sexual past matter?
Sexual or profession?
I don't know.
I feel
Let me
like
make it
this
clear.
question.
Let's say you had a son, and he
Okay.
was looking to get married, and you find out that his girl
is a stripper,
does OnlyFans, and has you find out she has 100 bodies. Would you let her marry? Would you let him marry that girl? And your
She
son
ain't
makes
sitting home being broke.
your son makes $300,000 a year. He's a catch. Would you let him get married?
With no kids?
Yes or no?
I want my son to do what makes him happy. But also, I have to say, I respect the hustle because I come from the hustle. I'm not just going to judge somebody. I don't know what that girl had to do to pay her bills. I don't know who she had. Maybe she had nobody, and that's why she had to do what she did.
Okay, but this is your son we're talking about. Would you allow him to get into that relationship?
How
Would
can
you let
I?
him?
I can't choose what my son does.
Well, he cares a lot about what you think. He's asking you,
He
Mom,
wants
what
your
do you
opi-
think about her?
He wants your
Okay.
opinion.
He wants your take on
Your
it.
one and only son.
From a personal standard, no, I don't care. But we, as a society, yeah, we care.
So you wouldn't care?
No.
You would let him get married to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
May
What
I
about
say
you?
If
something?
she's a good person, I don't care what she does or did.
Okay.
There's a lot of girls who have 9 to 5s who are more of a hoe or have more bodies or do
Facts.
whatever than dancers.
Oh no, we agree, but they're not out there publicly.
So it's that's what I'm saying. It's like a society thing.
Okay.
May I make a statement?
So you would say, well, we'll get to you.
We'll
We're
come
going
back.
around. All right. What about you?
Oh, does your past matter?
Does your sexual past matter, and would you allow your son to marry a girl that you found out was doing certain activities in her past? Maybe she has a 100 body count.
I would say no, it doesn't matter because
Would you let your son marry that chick?
I would say what you don't know doesn't hurt you.
That's a good point, though.
Like it just doesn't matter because what they did before.
Well, what hurts
that,
more, a
before
punch that
they
you didn't
met
see
you.
coming, or a punch that you saw coming?
A punch that you saw coming. No, one that you didn't see coming. No, one that you-
Okay. So wouldn't it be fair to say that it'd be better for him to kind of know what's going on versus not know?
No, because what you don't know, like you could be a reinvented whole new person after whatever you did in your past. Like it doesn't matter.
You think so?
So yeah, if you could change into a whole new person, then like.
Do you think a girl with a 100 body count can become a good wife?
Yeah, of course. Why not? That shouldn't mean anything.
What if I told you there's a bunch of studies that show that once a woman hits a certain body count, her ability to stay in a long-term marriage goes down dramatically?
But that's because she's admitting to that. Like, don't admit to like whatever.
Then that would make her a good wife.
Yeah, this is coming from I scam and shit.
All right. Okay. All right. So it doesn't matter. So you would let your husband get with her?
Yeah, why not?
Well, son.
Yeah, son. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
My
Go
bad.
ahead, have fun.
Okay. What about you?
I would say, yeah, like the 6 past really count for me. If you talk about my son, I would be the worst mother-in-law because
So you would tell him no, don't get with her?
yes, and
Why not?
like if she wanted to like really be in the family, like she's gonna have to prove me a bunch of things about like the fact is it's real, like you really like want him and know what he had, and like you know, and to be sure like they're really into this love. I don't want to judge anyone here, but I'm really like I feel like if you're on this world, what you want to like come to my son who's really successful and like he has everything for him, and he could find someone really better, if I can say that. And like you're gonna find someone like was dancing, doing some show, like why? So she's gonna have.
So the answer is no.
Yes, but she's
And
gonna
you
have.
would be rude to her and you would screen her for a while.
I'm gonna be so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Would you allow your son to get married to a girl that has a 100 body count and comes from maybe questionable professions?
Oof.
No,
Why not?
because I feel like yes, people can change, but personally, my son, no, because at the end of the day, if that's what you chose to do in your past, then who says that later on down the line you won't switch up and start adding to your body count while you dating my son?
That's a good point. So let's put it back on you now.
Why y'all doing this? What I did to you?
I'm just messing with you. No, I'm just kidding. So you said earlier that you're gonna change for your ex because you leveled up, right? So you're no longer toxic. So what's to say you might not go back to those same traits when he takes you back? Oh shit! Got him.
Because this is where it comes that you have respect for someone and you value someone, you will
Mm.
change for that person.
Okay, so let her marry.
But personally, me, of course, like at the end of the day, I will have a say, but I will not force my son to not marry someone that he loves. At the end of the day, I don't share the emotion that he shares with that individual. But me, if you ask me, if my son come to me and be like, hey, mom, like, you know, she used to be a stripper, 100 bodies. And again, I'm not judging the people that are here, but personally, me, if my son comes to me like, hey, mom, you know, she used to be a stripper, she got 100 bodies, I'm gonna be like, me, no, but if that's what you want to do, then proceed.
That's fair.
And at the end of the day, as a mother, I'm going to watch this woman and I'm gonna let him know, like, hey, like, she moving a certain type of way and I'm not cool with that. I'm just letting you know. But at the end of the day, my son will decide.
I like
All
that.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
What about you? Would you let your son marry a girl like that?
I find this a really hard question to answer because like I do what I do so that my kids won't have to be involved in that world. But
Yep.
at the same time, like I don't know if I could really be mad if they dated into that. Like
How many kids do you want?
I don't know, maybe like 2.
2? Do you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Yes. A little bit.
Do you ever like think about if your kids might see your content?
I do think about it a lot. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean,
It's because so if your son is gonna go ahead and marry the same girl, will not come with problems, you think?
I just want my kids to be happy. That's it. You know, everything I do, like everything in my life right now is just so that they could have a good life and like I don't know, it's so much deeper than profession and stuff. But I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't even have kids at all to know like, am I gonna be I don't know.
Yeah. So what? I mean, if you had to say yes or no, like, would you? He comes to your mom. I want to marry this girl. You find out her past. What are you doing?
I mean, at that point, once you're already coming to me about the girl, you already feel a type of way about her. Like I'll just accept my kid, but at the same
He
time,
wants your
like,
opinion, though. He wants your honest opinion on her. 100 bodies. Maybe did porn in the past. Who fucking knows? But what would you do? What would you say?
I mean, I think I would have to allow it because, like, I just think it would be hypocritical not to.
Mom, she fucked Jamal and Tyrone on OnlyFans, but I love her, mom.
That's the thing. Like, all I can do is try to like guide my kids in a direction that they might not want to be in all that. But if that's what it is, then that's what it is.
Mom.
So you would let your son make a bad decision because you don't want to be a hypocrite?
No, it's not that. It's just again, like if they're with that person probably makes them happy. Like I
Jay-Z
think, like,
famously said, Hov went through that, so you don't have to do that. You know what I mean? And I think there's nothing wrong with, people have said before, like, hey, do as I say, not as I do. And sometimes you have to do stupid shit to make money. And then you got to, tell the people that come after you, hey, you probably don't want to go down this road. So wouldn't it be kind of, I mean, you obviously as you get older, you get some wisdom, etc. Would you want to tell your son, like, hey, man, listen, mom did this, but you don't want to deal with a girl like this in the future? Or is it that you're kind of ego invested and you don't want to tell your son, hey, people like mommy aren't necessarily the best wives?
I that's the thing. Like I've seen both sides of this world. Like I've seen some women who are in these industries and
Yeah.
are like horrible people, and I've seen some women who are in these industries and are actually like way better women than some people who just had a typical 9 to 5 or even have degrees and got good jobs.
Yep.
So I just feel like in general, like I don't know, you have to guide your kids to have that type of judgment because sometimes people have a good job and whatever, but they're actually will lead you into making your life hell. So I don't know. I just think it's like
Okay. So you just don't know. You wouldn't.
to be honest, I really don't know. Like that's something I'm gonna have to deal with one day. I don't know like how it's
That's why fathers are so important.
yeah.
Are you hold on? Are you on a diet?
Am I on a diet?
Yeah.
I was. Why?
That was a lot of word salad.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
What about
okay.
you? What would you tell your son?
I think I would be okay with it.
You'd be okay with him getting with a girl like that?
Not every part that you said. Uh,
What part would you not be okay with then?
the body count, I don't think I'd have a problem with it. The stripped in the past, I don't think I'd have a problem with it.
So what
But
is the issue then?
You mentioned something like if she did porn in the past, that might be like a lot.
Okay, so you have an issue with her doing it on camera, not necessarily doing it behind closed
Well,
doors.
just for the fact that my grandkids, it's something that's always online and they'll be able to see. But again, if this is in this person's past and if at the point that my son is telling me about this person, they're completely like in love, this is who they choose, and this person makes them happy, my whole thing is going to be like, does she love you? Do you truly believe she loves you? And let's pray for the best.
Okay. Leave up the chance.
All
Got
right.
you.
What about you?
Okay, I picked this topic very strongly. It does have a lot of value to me because, one, I am a mom of twin boys that are 9 years old. I am a dancer, OnlyFans model. So, yes, of course, we always think about Mike and my son had a lady who did exactly what I was doing. Honestly, I would be accepting of it because how could I look at somebody else that's doing exactly what I'm doing and look at them in any negative way and down them or look at them bad? Another thing is that I do also do porn. I have some porn videos. My OnlyFans has amateur porn. I help other girls. I recruit them. I teach them. At the end of the day, if my son were to try to get with somebody, first off, it's none of my business who his girl's body count is or any of that. And that's just what I feel like. At the end of the day, as my son has a right to keep certain information to himself. If he gets a girl, wants to marry a girl, and she used to be a stripper, she used to be a porn star, I would just hope that when they're getting together that she's gone past that. In my personal experience, the reason why I do what I do is because I'm a single mom and I have to get it how I got to get it for me and my bills and my finances. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give crap about who judges me because I'm going to pay my bills no matter what. And at the end of the day, yes, my kids need to be taken care of. I got 2 twin boys. Fucking January is their birthday, so I get slammed in the holiday. So at the end of the day, I'm a be a stripper. I will show my ass if I got to put the food on the table. So I know that I will actually respect even more so. Listen, I don't want my son to date anybody that doesn't have no money, that's not doing shit, sitting home being a fat, lazy bitch. Sorry. So at least she's doing something. And you know what? If she's going to marry my son, or if I get with somebody and their mother wants to judge me, guess what? Every man I ever got really serious with in the past, I would tell you their mother knew what I did and they respected me more because I'm not no broke ass hoe.
I got a question for you. Would you prefer your son get with a girl that was a dancer and made her own money over a girl that was a virgin but grew up with her family?
You have a good point. Actually, it doesn't
Which
matter
of the
to
two
me.
would you prefer for your son to get
I
with?
don't care to know, so I don't care what my son does. As long as he's in love and he wants to make it work, make it work.
Yeah, but let's
Y'all
say
make it work. It's not my problem.
Yeah, but let's say there was an option between the two. Everything was equal between them besides their life experiences.
Mhm.
Would you prefer him to get with the girl that comes from the dancing background or the girl that comes from the household, the stable household?
As far as looking out and what society teaches us that we want or should have, yes, everybody wants to have a woman who's pure, clean, hasn't experienced that.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, hopefully, anybody that I would to get serious with would accept me, and their mother would accept me in the same form for what I've done, and know
But
that
this
I
isn't
do what
about
I
you. This is
do.
about your son and being
You're
able to
right.
find
I'm
a
looking at it as
beautiful
like-
wife. So what do you think would be a better bet? A woman that has her own money
Absolutely.
that got it through that means, or a girl that
Mhm.
has no money but comes from a stable family? Which of the two?
Well, is the girl that's coming from the stable family having all her family taken care of her because she got no money? Then no.
Well, I mean, she has no money, so she went to school or whatever, but her parents took care of everything because
No, I
she
would
lives with her
like
dad
for
and her
my
mom.
son to. I would prefer my son to be with somebody who's independent and will get it themselves. However, they got to get it.
Okay, so all right. What about you?
I would say no, but I can't pick for my child. So whatever makes him happy, and I'm here to support him with whatever happens after.
Okay. So you said no.
So you would let him get with the girl that has the.
Well, I can't stop him. I can give him. I said no. You can.
Oh,
do
you wouldn't
better."
want him to
I
get
wouldn't
with-
want him
Okay.
to, but I can support him because that's his decision and that's what he's in love with, and whatever comes after, I'm
Right.
there for
You
him.
may not agree, but you can support him back.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, to be honest, like I feel like
Merch.
everyone, everyone makes their own decisions, and you can't really judge people for what they do because they do what they do for whatever reason they have to. So I feel like I don't know. I just don't care what other people do. So,
But it's your son.
It's your son, though.
oh, I don't have kids.
No.
I mean,
And I don't want kids, so I don't care.
It's hypothetical.
Let's say you had
Okay.
a son.
Yeah, I would be okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you don't think that people should, because you're saying like, hey, it doesn't matter. We shouldn't judge people on their background, whatever. You don't think people should deal with consequences of their decisions?
No, you should. Like, if you're doing something bad and trying to like hurt other people, then you should. But like, if you're doing what you have to do to like get through in life, like,
What about Hitler?
I have no idea what he does.
May I make a statement?
Wait, what?
I would like to
Sorry.
say something.
You said don't judge people, so I'm like, okay.
Well, she's saying because you don't hurt people or whatever.
Oh.
But I mean, let me ask you a question. Let's say you don't pay your bills on time. You don't hurt anybody, but you try to go to the bank and get a loan. Do you think they're going to give it to you?
No.
Your credit score is at 400?
Yeah. Well, I just feel like people do, like, they can do what they want to do. Like, I don't really care.
I get that, but shouldn't there be consequences if you do certain things?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that if a girl does certain things in her past, it might hurt her ability to lock something in the future?
Yeah.
So,
It does. It really does. But you know what? Hopefully that you've worked and used that to your advantage. Like for me, I'm not just a stripper. So we can't be just judged on that. I'm also a realtor. I have a business. So at the end of the day, that is also what matters too. And I would hope that my son or my sons, because I got two, I've got twin boys. So I would hope that one day when they get married that or decide to, get serious with a woman. And even if she was a stripper or if she did porn, that at the point in which they're getting married, that she's past that or she used that to her advantage to get onto something else. For me, as a single mom, I would have never became a realtor if it wasn't for the fact that I was a stripper. No one else was paying that shit for me. I was.
let me ask you a question. Do you think men in general, and I'll go around the table on this, do you think men would prefer a woman that has a career and money, but a body count, or a girl that doesn't have a career, but no body count?
That's a good
We'll start here. What do you think men prefer in general? If I line up 100 guys, would they prefer the girl that has a high body count, but a career in a past, or a girl with no money, but no body count?
Probably the second one, because like even like I said before, it meant like women that aren't really independent because they feel like they need someone that like
You got to speak up a
relies
little
on them.
bit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So you said men don't like women that are independent?
Yeah, I feel like most don't because like some people are more insecure. And like if a woman has like everything, then they feel like they can like up and leave and do their own thing,
I have a question for you. Let's say you dated a guy and he had a really nice shoe collection.
Yeah.
And he had some really nice Gucci wallets and purses and stuff like that. He was more on fleek than you. Would that make right? He was well dressed, etc. He had a better wardrobe than you.
Okay.
And you said, oh well, would you care about his clothes?
Not really.
Okay. Would it be fair for me to say that you're insecure because you don't care about his clothes and everything else? Be foolish, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So why do women say it's insecure when a man says he doesn't care about a woman's money?
I don't know.
See what I did there?
Yeah, that's good.
Gotcha, bitch. Because girls like to throw around independent. I'm independent, and guys are insecure about that. It's not that men are insecure about it; it's that we don't care.
Yeah.
Just like if I told you I have an amazing wallet collection of Gucci and Louis, you'd be like, I don't give a fuck. But it wouldn't be because you're insecure that I have a better wardrobe than you. It's because you don't care. It doesn't benefit you.
Okay.
So an independent woman doesn't benefit a man.
Yeah, I just feel like the
Merch.
second one's better because like no one likes high body counts, like
Okay.
everyone.
So you think most guys would opt for this girl that with no money and less of a body count?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I agree.
You think so too?
Yes.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
I think, you know what? You got a high body count. You got experience. Let me show you something.
So you think most guys would take the body count and the
You know
experience?
what? No, actually, I feel like a lot of guys, I think it's neutral because I meet a lot of guys and a lot of guys really don't care. And it's the ones that don't care that want to fuck. The ones that do care are looking for serious relationships.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
I'm
yes,
talking
a
about the
serious
latter.
relationship standpoint, yes, they don't want to know you've had a high body count. At the end of the day, I'm always real with everybody. I'll tell them, listen, I don't fucking know what it is. I'm sorry. You can either take it or leave it. Take it or leave it because I'm going to be real. I'm not, who's keeping count? Who knows their actual body count? Any of y'all?
Okay. Most of the girls know.
What is it?
At the table.
If you don't know, that's,
Honestly, I'm not counting. I'm not counting. Are we counting women too?
that
We
says
counting
more
men
than
too?
knowing the actual number.
I go to trapeze, so tell me then, how do you keep track of that?
So the question, once again, because you went there on a little bit of a tangent, the question is, do you think men would care more about the girl that has her career and money with the body count, or a girl that has no money, broke, but has no body count? Which one do you think men would prefer?
Prefer a woman with money. Nobody wants a broke
Okay.
bitch.
All right. What about you?
Men
With
love
the body
broke
count.
bitches.
Oh, yes, they can control them, that part.
No,
Okay.
I don't agree with that at all.
Sometimes people think they got money, they can tell them what to do.
Y'all are thinking about little
Or that
boys
they're
with
superior.
money and not men.
You just got to find a woman that has her own money for herself.
Yeah, no, the thing is, you can have money and you can deal with a man with money, but you got to know your place in certain things. Let the man be a man. Y'all got to understand, you have to stroke a man's ego. Not necessarily stroking, but he
I
has
have
to
a feeling.
feel like he's
Stroke
needed.
ego.
I have a feeling men like women
yeah.
with high body counts because they're experienced and they can treat them real good in the bed.
No, because you can teach a woman those things. Just like you can teach a man how to, please you as well.
If you don't have a high body count, how do you know exactly what you're doing?
without the experience.
Because you can feel it. You
But
can
men
feel
would
it.
like the latter.
What
Then
pleases
they
you-
must have a high body count. If they're teaching you something, they know something. They must have been with enough people to know something
It don't
themselves that they
necessarily
learned
have to
from.
be a high body count to know those things, you know. You have to know what your body likes.
you
If you're in
watch
tune with yourself, you will know.
So just because you know what you like doesn't mean that that's somebody else that
And
you're
then
with
you
is going to
teach him
please you
that
like
that
you like.
point. That's when you teach someone.
I mean, it's not hard to make someone come, a man come.
You know what? You know how many times a man has told me how many women cannot suck their dick till they come? And you know what?
Yeah, but sometimes
And
just
you
snap
fell for
out.
it?
Don't need to.
No, there's guys that have said the majority of women they've been with
Let me
cannot make
show
them
you
come
how
on sucking their dick.
Just so you know, that's a finesse because we say that so you can try to make
To
this
work
come.
harder. To work harder. I knew it. They always trying to get me out here. Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, oh God, that's
All
funny.
right, so you think that they prefer? Okay, you think they prefer the body count? You prefer what? You said men love broke bitches, but what do you think they would prefer?
Men are shallow. They for sure would prefer the low body count or no body count at all.
What
over
makes them
money.
shallow exactly?
It's gonna go back to insecurity.
But why?
Insecure and how so?
Because men want the low body count or no body count to make them feel like they're the only ones that been there. This is my property. This woman has only been like this for me. Okay, big guy, sure. And like you said, money's not doing nothing for a guy. Like he don't care about that. That's not stroking his ego. That's not making him feel like the bigger man either. So the latter for sure.
Why could be not about trust?
So you think they're insecure for caring about that?
It's okay, but yes, it's an insecurity.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let's go into a dream scenario. Let's say you go to a car dealership and you've been saving up a lot of money. You finally, you're an entrepreneur. You flip houses in Brazil. You make your own money, etc. You finally save up that money to buy. What's your dream car?
Mercedes.
Right now?
G-Wagon.
Right now, G-Wagon. Yeah.
G-Wagon. All right, you
Anyway.
save up the $250,000, $300K to buy one, right? And you go there, and it's right there. It looks amazing. Dealer tells you, hey, it's fucking impeccable. It's beautiful. It's this color that you've been wanting. You've been dreaming about it, etc. And all right, price tag is $250,000. All right, you're like, okay, cool. So full price. I got the money. Fuck it, I'll do it. And you buy it, but then you find out on the odometer that there's 100,000 miles on it.
I knew you was gonna say that.
How'd that make you feel? Would you be insecure to not be happy about the fact that you paid full price for a used
That's a
vehicle?
terrible analogy.
Hold on.
Okay.
How would that make you feel?
It's bullshit.
You would feel duped, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Because other people drove the vehicle around and didn't pay as much as you did, right?
No, because that car about to break down.
Oh, okay. If you want to take it that step.
They're halfway there.
Yeah. So the thing that women fail to realize is that same gut feeling of feeling like you got duped or finessed or whatever, paying full price for a vehicle, that's how men look at marriage and relationships with women. Because men don't ask for much from women. All you have to do is bring some beauty, some cooperativeness, etc. And most importantly, not be a hoe, which I find funny because women are in control of that. So why is it that men are insecure on a woman's body count, but if you were to buy a brand new car, aka marriage, and that car was used, you would feel duped?
You want to hear the crazy part?
So you're
Sure.
just trying to find a virgin. So you're saying.
I don't disagree.
Not necessarily that, but
because I might be the same kind of shallow. I don't want a man that done been with everybody either. I'm disgusted.
yeah.
So,
But
and
the
I'm not-
difference is you can't compare the two, because for a man to be with a lot of women, he has to bring value. When a woman's with a lot of men, she loses value.
he don't bring value to me. So, I'm turned off. Like, if I know he done effed half Miami, like, I don't want him.
Stop the
That's
cap.
everybody dick. I don't want no community dick. Like, that's a turn off. But some people like that. I don't.
But the difference is that if he had a high body count, it wouldn't disqualify him from a relationship with you. That's the difference. Versus if he knew you had a high body count and he had some status and some ability to replace you, he would definitely get rid of you. See the difference here?
So
a high body count
I just
doesn't
don't want to know about
disqualify
it.
a man from a relationship, but a high body count will definitely disqualify a woman from a relationship.
It's with some people. I mean, you see people getting wifed up all the time. That's like, oh, couldn't be me, but
And then they
Here
break
and there,
up.
here and there,
Yeah,
they,
they never
there's
last.
accepting.
Yeah, it
but you
breaks
know,
up.
it's almost becoming accepting when you have turned past it. Like you stop being that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a point where you enjoy your youth or whatever, but then you get to an age that you're like, you know what? Maybe I need to slow down. Maybe it's not like I'm not for everybody. You know, there comes a point where people actually change, and then they get serious with somebody. They say, hey, listen, I was a hoe.
But you can't roll the
I'm
odometer
trying
back.
You're right. You can't go
You
back
can't
on
roll
what
the
you changed.
odometer
But if
back.
somebody's willing to say, hey, please forgive me.
And
I was a hoe.
there's
But
habits,
I
though.
was having fun, and just
So-
know I'm
so
here now, and I'm willing to move forward
that's
and change.
fine.
The only
but-
people that are going to buy a vehicle with an odometer that, you know, is high like that typically are people with what? Bad credit,
Bad credit.
and inability to buy a nice car, and they don't have
So
a choice.
settling for what you got.
Settling for where they stand socioeconomically, and that's how it kind of works with cars and women.
Well,
It's the same thing. I know you
can't
guys
always
say
make matches.
that's so fucked up, but the reality is, if you have the money, the status, and the ability to buy a car with 0 mileage, you will. And that's how men look at relationships with women.
You're
So
right.
guys that have money and options are typically going to go with a girl that's younger, more fertile, and
Mm.
doesn't come with a past. Why are they going to pay full price, i.e., marriage, for a used vehicle?
Exactly. So if you know that your worth is capable of getting a girl who is virgin-like, very, very low body count, very simple, very not experienced.
You don't have to put on every single turn here.
This is a real question. I feel like it's very serious information.
So
though.
with that, so do you see how the concept of a man is insecure about caring about a woman's past is kind of strange?
I think it would make a woman insecure about it too, though.
It works
It's-
both ways.
The difference is that it's not going to disqualify him from a relationship. That's the biggest point you're missing. A man's
If
sexual
I know
past,
about it, it does disqualify you. Like if I know about it, I'm disgusted.
But
I'm
you-
not
you don't ask
sexually
men for
attracted.
the body count.
ask and you don't care.
But
you
it-
want a guy with experience. But
I
you
get
don't,
what
you,
you're
but you don't want to
saying.
know what he did or what he did.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but there's some men, especially here in Miami, everybody know they're a bird. They done fucked everybody. We know those men. I'm personally not attracted to that. And some women are okay with it. Good luck to them, but it's just not me.
But what they're saying is they're not going to disqualify him from a relationship is what they're
Just
saying.
with me, it is.
So altogether, if you met a
That's
guy
cap,
and he
bro.
said, "Hey, I have a body
That's
count
cap.
of
Child,
this
I
high,"
agree with you. I
off
agree
rip,
with
he's
you.
automatically disqualified.
if you met your dream guy and you didn't know what his body count was, and then for some strange reason you guys are about to get married, you guys are on vacation somewhere, you know, magical, right? Like maybe fucking Turks and Caicos and shit. Y'all been together for 5-10 years, and you guys were anniversary, and then you find out that he was doing porn and he fucked 7 girls on set, and you find out the day before, the day after he proposes to you. You're not calling off the wedding, dude. You're not.
No.
You're gonna get married to that man. Okay, fuck bitches 10 years ago.
Oh, this
Who
is me
cares?
contradicting my non-judgmental because that would turn me off so bad.
Wait, but
You're-
y'all about to get married. Why didn't you know this before?
Hold on. How old are you?
I'm 34.
All right, at 34. You gonna say no? Keep it up.
Come on.
You gonna say
First
no?
of all, I'm one of those people that like it's not my goal to get married. So,
This is your one shot.
oh,
I'm not funny, nigga.
This is cap, bro.
You're
Like, yo,
funny.
girls aren't gonna disqualify a dude from a relationship for having sex, and they've done studies on this where they've literally done it with chimpanzees, which are the closest to human beings, by the way. When a male chimpanzee is by himself, the female chimpanzees don't give a fuck. When he has a female chimpanzee by him, the females are attracted. This has been proven
Y'all the
throughout
same
time
way.
that having women makes you more attractive, and the ability to attract and have sex with a lot of women makes you attractive.
bro, y'all are the same way though. Like,
What?
so I used to be a relationship girl. Let me tell you,
Wait, what do you mean by we're the same way? I'm confused.
y'all are more attractive when y'all like a woman has more value when you see she's with somebody else. I think
What?
this from experience.
So it doesn't
No,
work both ways.
I don't
is
think
what they're
this
saying.
see more values. They want to
Men-
see if they could pull you from your guy. It's like
Maybe,
Mr.
I
Steven
don't
Girl
know.
type
Challenge.
status. It's not necessarily saying
I
they
mean-
want you. They want to see if they can still get you. They want to see if you're still dumb.
They want to fuck
probably is
you.
the game.
Yeah.
They,
pretty
like
much.
they don't want to wife you up. What? See, this is another mistake that modern women make. You guys think desire is the same as him wanting to take you serious.
Lust
Just
and
because he
love.
desires you sexually doesn't mean he wants to wife you up or take you seriously.
Correct.
He trying to smash.
There's a box. Just like you have a guy that's put in a friend zone, right? Because he's like not attractive or he's just kind of a simp. Same thing with men. There's a sex only category they put you in. Like, I'll never wife this chick. She gives good head though, and I'll have sex with her and I'll play the game and I'll keep her on a string. Like, oh yeah, I care about you. Kind of like what that dude did with you before. Like, oh yeah, no. They dangle the carrot of a relationship, but they never commit.
I do that to people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fucked
Gotta
up, man.
categorize people where they
Well,
stand,
yeah,
what,
yeah, so-
what their past is.
I
That's
don't
why you
think-
single,
what
nigga.
they are.
I don't think that's what he's
Yeah.
saying. He's just saying that men are that's how they are. Not saying
Yeah.
that vice versa. Yes, we know women can. do
You
it
you
too.
put guys in the friend zone and guys put you in the sex zone.
No, guys be friend zoning me. It's so crazy.
You mean sex zone?
No, friend zone me. It's so crazy.
I see why.
They friend zone like
All
they
the
don't want to
time.
have sex with you.
No, it's so crazy.
With those big titties, what?
Listen,
I'll
not
suck them, baby.
oh Lord.
I'm just come up.
So you're telling me that guys put you in the friend zone and they don't want to have sex with
Obviously
you,
not everybody, but it's happened more than I'd like. Like I have
and you like them and they don't like you.
yo, that's crazy, right?
Who do you like? You
Huh?
like guys who are 6 foot tall with abs?
Oh, I have a list.
And they have girls,
okay.
What's your type?
What do you mean?
and they these guys have girls.
Like at the time?
Do they have girlfriends? Yeah.
No.
So they're single and they don't want to fuck with you?
Bro, is that wrong?
Then you probably do
what
something.
he's
You probably do something. You be fucking
You
up.
must
then.
turn them off.
Yeah, you're doing something wrong, man. Because guys rarely, if ever, decline sex from a girl that's like trying to fuck with them. Like they don't. You're doing something
When
crazy.
guys go on dates, they're trying to smash. So if you turn them off, something you did was wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but
Yeah, that's a big red flag. Because men rarely, if ever, don't decline sex from a girl. And you're not ugly, so something's off.
I mean,
what?
Don't even.
I'm messing with you.
Oh, he's funny.
I'm messing with you.
I mean, to a general guy, like
yeah,
general
yeah,
guy will
yeah.
tap that bro for sex. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So the sun's off, man. Maybe you're trying to punch out of your league. I don't know. Maybe the guys are dealing with
That
it.
might be what it is. I don't know.
She like the basketball players.
No, yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Sun off. Okay.
Yeah, you're beautiful. You get anybody you want.
I don't
I got-
even remember the full
I got
question
sidetracked.
now.
The question
was something about body count.
But I don't know.
Oh yeah. Do you think Do you think a man would prefer a strong, independent woman that makes
Yeah.
her own money that has a body count, or a girl that has no money at all,
career,
no career, but low body count?
I think that depends on the man. Like if a man has money, has everything going for him,
Yeah.
you know, did everything right, like he probably would aim for the girl that has a lower body count because he
Okay.
doesn't need her money. But you know, a lot of partners pick a partner that's more ideal for them. So someone who maybe like needs more help in life will gravitate more towards a person that could help them more.
Okay, so you're saying a more desirable man would opt for the girl with the lower body count.
I would think
A more
overall.
valuable
It
man that
depends on
has
the
more going
situation,
Pretty
but
much.
overall, yeah, like,
yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the guy of lower status would prefer the girl that has the body count?
yeah, like it just you need a partner that's gonna help you more in life.
Sounds shockingly resembling to the a car analogy. Interesting.
I mean,
What about you?
Speaking of money.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of money, real
Speaking of money,
quick.
guys. One from our sponsor, Ridge Wallet.
Ridge Wallet.
Guys, this wallet is dynamic. It is easy to use. It's thin. Can fit in your pocket. And look, you know, I lose my wallet all the time, but it actually clips to your pants as well. So it's a pretty good wallet. And we have a word from our sponsor here, Ridge Wallet. Shout out to them for supporting us on Fresh and Fit.
Damn, you guys sprung it right up on me. Hold on, give me
We
one
did.
sec, gentlemen.
And it comes in different colors. They have gold, they have red, black, camel, all the
Fresh,
different
where's the
colors.
black one, man? You stole a black one from me.
I know, I took it home. I love it.
Come on, man.
Kind of.
Yeah, so guys, it holds up to 12. It holds up to 12 cards. A store room for your cash. There's over 30 colors, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. The wallets have 50,000 5-star reviews. They're durable material, which means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. The Ridge team is so confident that they'll let you test drive it for 99 days. Okay, not a used car, a Ridge wallet. You can send it back for a full refund if you don't love it. And it's made of RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpocketers. As you guys know, scamming is a real thing. Someone on the panel. So if you guys want to go ahead and be able to protect your credit card information, your debit card information, etc., from scammers, grab yourself a Ridge wallet. And it's nice thin profile, man, so it's not going to bulge out and be all weird and shit like that with all your stuff. So yeah, fits right into your pocket. You can put it in the front small pocket in your jeans. So
and it also holds cash as well.
Yes, it does.
There you go.
And 12 credit cards. So all right, cool. Back to
Doesn't
regular
look like
schedule
it holds a
programming. Link is below, guys, and get a discount until December 22nd, 40% off.
Boom.
Link below. All right, cool. So we were talking about we're on you. Okay.
What'd you prefer?
What'd you prefer? Girl high body count but a career and money, independent, or girl with no body count with lower body count but no money, broke. As a
Lower
guy.
body count, no money, broke.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
Same as her.
You agree? You think the guy would prefer? All right. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, the lower body count because guys like to know like that they could control that or like they like to provide. So her being broke but like low body count, they're gonna like that because like yeah.
It's not even about control. It's just as a man, they don't want a woman that many men have touched.
Right.
And that's just a man. It has nothing to do with control.
They like to
it's
provide
everything to
though,
do with
so she's
control.
broke.
It has
like,
nothing to do with control.
Okay.
Depending on what man that you're speaking of, but I don't think the whole control thing, that's just in regards to a man ego. Like as a man, you don't want a woman that a man can come up to you and be like, yo, like, you know, I've been with, you know, your girl. Like no man wants that.
Right.
Imagine you walk into a room, right? Your girl's been with all the guys that you know. That's just weird.
What about you?
It's awkward.
What do you think men prefer? The girl with the low body count but broke, or the girl with the higher body count but a career and some money?
Low body
Experience.
count.
Okay. Quick question for y'all. Do you think an average guy that lives with his mom deserves a bad bitch or two? Maybe 3? And he's kind of
He lives with his mama.
Yeah, do you think?
Get the fuck out of here.
No? No?
I love a mama's boy.
Even though he has a dad bod, maybe 30,
no.
40K per year.
Today's
No?
day.
You
That
don't
is
deserve a
not
bad
my-
bitch or not a
that's not
couple of
my
them?
bracket.
No? Okay, fair enough. What about you?
I mean, if he a lame, he trying to get a bad bitch. Like he tricking.
But he doesn't have the money to trick. Does he deserve one though?
No,
Okay. Why not?
because he's broke.
Okay, fair enough. What about you? Do you think a man that's more average, maybe 5'8", 30K, 40K per year, loses his mom, do you think he deserves a bad bitch or a couple of them?
It's not about deserving. I mean, he can be broke today, but tomorrow, like, he can like open a business and be super rich. And
Yeah,
you're
but
like,
he's broke
oh, I
right now.
fucked up.
Can he, do you think he deserves, and he doesn't just
It's
want
not-
one, he
for
wants
me,
a
it's
couple of
not-
them.
For me, it's not about deserving. Like, since when love is about deserving? Like, I feel it's like, no, maybe one time you're going to be the lucky one to find the one who really loves you for who you are.
Yeah, but he
and
just wants
that's
hot
what-
chicks
So
too.
what if he wants you?
Why not?
He's at home with his mom,
Well-
smoking weed all day.
No, I'm not people
No?
smoking, so no. But
Well,
like,
okay, let's say he doesn't smoke weed. He's just home all day with his mom.
No ambition.
But he loves you.
I mean, we can talk about it and figure out what's the plan. No,
Maybe you can make him change his
You
life and
can't
get a job.
negotiate desire.
I'm not here like to change your life to someone, but like I'm gonna expose what I need and what I want. And if we're not on the same page, like it's not gonna be like because you're broke, but because we're not on the same page on life. And that's
That's
it.
the same thing. He can't support you.
That's what I'm telling you. Like if we're not like, it's not about supporting. Like if we don't have like kind of the same
Drive.
objective and goal in life, it's not because he's broke or not.
Nope.
Like just what I'm gonna be with you.
He's
She
not,
can't love
he's not up to
somebody
your
who's
standard.
not
That's
The
all.
answer is no.
motivated. No.
What about you?
No.
Does he deserve a bad bitch or a couple? He wants a
No.
couple? No?
At
Okay,
this point,
fair
you're
enough.
worried about the wrong thing. You're broke.
Interesting. All right, what about you?
I mean, deserve? I guess not. No.
No? Okay.
see what
Do you
you're
think
doing
he'll be
right
able to pull him?
I feel like a lot of broke men pull bad bitches. Like it's
Really?
just, yes, because when you
Multiple of them too?
yes, broke men have the best dick. That's all I have to say.
Yo,
I have to say it. I have to say
I keep
it.
hearing that, right? And
I know.
Because they're
I
home
get
all
what you're saying,
day.
but like rich niggas too, though.
Mm.
Some of them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like when sometimes that's all they could offer, they just make it work, and they just they make it work.
Man, have you
Perfect
fucked a
what
broke
they
guy
can
before?
offer.
Yeah, I have, of course.
Where's he at now?
Same place as where I left them.
Fantastic. All right, what about you?
No.
You don't think he deserves a bad bitch or a couple?
Mm.
Why not?
Where's it gonna go? It just doesn't align.
Interesting.
To his house.
Where
the
is the
mama's garage.
relationship gonna go? It's
basement.
just there's no
basement.
future to it.
Okay.
All right. What about you? Do you think a man that's kind of dad bod, 30 years old, 30K per year, lives with his mom, does he deserve a bad bitch or a couple of them?
Well, who's to say that because he's living with mom that he's not doing other things on the side to make a better person himself? Just because somebody makes 30K and living at home with mom, his mom might be elderly and need some help. You don't know what the situation is, but that's why you find out. Then that's when it makes a difference.
His mom is
Absolutely
completely
don't wanna
able-bodied. He just wants to live at home with his mom.
Yeah.
He might be paying his mama's bills. She might be on social security, disability. You never
He
know.
doesn't want to
She
pay a
can get her
mortgage.
own house.
He's
Do
trying to say
what?
he poor.
He doesn't want to pay a mortgage.
He doesn't want to pay the mortgage.
No. And he
Well,
wants
what
to
if
play
he's
video
paying her
games.
mortgage for her?
He's not.
Okay, so let's say he's not.
He's not.
Let's say he's not, and he's just living at home, living off mama,
Freeloader.
freeloading.
Yeah,
Then in that
no,
case, no.
I think
I mean, don't
we're-
get me wrong, I love me a mama's boy, but if you're that old and you're still, yeah, pass.
Glad that you won't ask questions.
You don't
though.
deserve a bad bitch.
What about you?
Well, there's a definition to what broke is, but based on what you're saying, not doing anything at his mama's house, not doing no, he needs
Just
to be
chilling.
focused on bettering himself first.
All right. What about you?
Well, if he's a baddie, he deserves a baddie.
Okay. You think he's a what? A baddie?
Yeah, if he's a baddie, he deserves a baddie.
But he's not.
Living at mama's house don't
Just
make you a
'cause you're broke
baddie.
doesn't
I
mean
just said he's a
you're-
fatty.
Unless you're taking
not a
care of
baddie.
him.
Fatty, not
But
fatty.
He said
daddies are
have a dad
baddies
bod.
too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's I'm
true.
a fatty.
He better not be a daddy.
I
You
don't know.
date
I
fat
feel like
guys?
it's all about the personality. Like
It's all about the
so-
I like a
personality?
dad bod.
Yeah.
I love it.
You've dated ugly guys and fat guys
too.
before?
Oh, I have. Yeah.
You have? Where are they at now?
Oh, he's married.
He's
He's married. to me.
married, man.
He's the one that got
So-
me into Call of Duty. So.
So he didn't pick you.
Oh no, I broke up with him.
You broke up with him.
Yeah.
Why?
I was 15.
Whoa. Okay. Too much TMI.
Okay,
Yeah.
next
Cool.
question.
Moving on.
Interesting. Okay.
Allegedly.
All right. So it seems like most of you guys here say a guy that's broke or not that attractive doesn't deserve a bad bitch. Do you think a hoe deserves to be married?
Sure. If you're married to a hoe.
If you want to be.
So you two hoes together?
Yeah, they could get married.
Like two females?
No, men, women.
Men aren't
or
homemakers.
women.
Sorry, men aren't hoes. They're homemakers.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
They might
Yes.
be a hoe themselves though, and we could all be hoes
What would be
together.
your definition of a homemaker?
A man whore.
A man that's promiscuous is not the same as a woman that's promiscuous.
No,
It's because
but it's
they people look at
I
it.
mean, from a
different.
biological sense, like it's not the same at all.
It's not.
It's
I think women get more accepted when they're more like promiscuous than if a man was
No,
At the end of the
I
day,
feel they're
men-
easier and they get more
not accepted from a guy as a relationship, but accepted in society. Society has
All right,
put
let's just stick to
women.
the question real quick. Do you think a hoe deserves to be married to her dream man
If they retired.
if they're retired? Okay. Do you think a hoe deserves to
Right.
get married?
I
to
don't
her
know how
dream
to
man?
answer that question.
Why not?
I
You had no problem saying a broke dude doesn't deserve a bad bitch.
Yeah, that too. You're right. You're right.
Okay,
You're
the
right.
retirement
But
home.
Interesting. What about you? Do you think a hoe deserves to get married?
If she's a hoe because she just wants to fuck everybody, she's never going to change. So a hoe don't need to get married. No, a hoe doesn't believe, that is commitment,
Or
and that's what
promiscuous
marriage
woman?
is.
Either way, whatever you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
define it.
So a marriage is committed relationship. If you're a hoe, you're a hoe, and you're always going to be a hoe. But like she said, if you want to change, if you're looking at yourself as a hoe because of whatever you're doing, like for example, a lot of people want to call me a hoe because I do OnlyFans, I'm a stripper, but
Really?
yes,
Call you one?
that's hoish.
No
So
way.
to a lot of people, society thinks that is
So you're
a little-
saying a hoe doesn't deserve to get
So
married?
let me ask you a question. What is your definition of a hoe? What makes somebody a hoe?
I mean, the
Fucking a bunch of
definition
people,
is a
right?
promiscuous woman.
Right. So people think I'm promiscuous because I dance fully nude in front of people.
No way. That's
Yes,
wild.
they call me a hoe because of it.
I can't believe that.
What?
These
Yeah, don't act
bastards.
surprised. So,
And or engaging
so
in hoe
actually,
activity as
I
well,
don't care because
but-
I'm not looking to get married. I'm looking for good relationships and good people around me and people that I could benefit and benefit me, vice versa.
I'm sure.
So
The question wasn't
hoes
about you.
Do not deserve.
They don't deserve to get
Yes,
married.
hoes do not deserve to
Thank
be
you.
married because they're
Thank
always
you.
going to be a
Thank you.
hoe.
Thank you.
Like I
Thank
said.
But
Short
when we
and
asked
sweet.
you earlier about your son, you said he should get married to a hoe.
That's like said. She said, "Remember when she said, oh well, if you're retired, what makes you a hoe? Does being in a business like dancing make you a hoe?" Or are you a hoe because you fuck a bunch of people? You don't have to be a dancer or promiscuous.
that's what
you can still be a hoe and be a cheater all the time,
That's
and you will
true.
never change.
Then she's
But
not-
if you're a hoe because of your
But
job,
then
like me,
she's not a hoe then.
yeah, because she's not permitted.
so I wouldn't be considered a hoe because of what I
No,
do for
you're
my
a
job.
hoe.
Oh god damn.
No, you're a hoe. But
See, I told you everybody wants to think I'm a hoe.
No. Not because of your job. You admitted on air that you fuck guys. So you're a hoe. But what we're saying is a girl who's
I mean, I
actual
fuck guys
hoe-
and girls. I mean, y'all fuck guys too, right? What is that? What does fucking guy make me a hoe? Or you
No.
mean a lot of guys?
What a definition of hoe is fucking. So if you're a dancer,
Fucking a lot of people.
Look, listen. If you're a dancer and you don't fuck, you're not a hoe.
I'm a dancer, but what does that make me? I'm a dancer, but I don't fuck people.
You fuck people. You admit it on air. You fuck
Not
people.
as a dancer. Dancing don't make me a hoe.
Yeah, but you're a hoe.
It
in
makes me a
general.
hoe because people see me naked in front of people. Is that why?
No, no one said a dancer makes you a hoe. A
Well,
hoe
that's
is a
what
hoe.
people have categorized
Okay,
a
but-
dancer as a
Well,
hoe.
most guys are going to put, if a woman is involved in any type of sex work, they're going to put that, assume she's a hoe.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They're going to assume that.
It's
They're
assumptions.
assuming that I'm a hoe because of my
It's perception.
job.
That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm not looking to get married. But yes, if you're going to be a hoe and if I continue to do what I do that makes me a hoe, then no, I wouldn't expect somebody to think, oh, I'm going to get married. I don't deserve to be married. I'm doing what I'm doing. Who's going to get married doing what I'm doing? You got to be, who's going to accept somebody like me to marry me when I'm doing what I'm doing right now? Now, like I said earlier, if I were to change my career, and that's why I'm a dancer, so I could become a realtor and have a business, right? That's what I'm doing for. Categorize me however you want.
Stop talking.
No problem.
We get you. We get
I
you.
don't think you do.
We get what you're saying. Goddamn.
All
Okay,
right.
move on.
That was a lot. So, a hoe does not deserve to get married, is what I took from
Yes.
that, unless they change their
Thank you.
lifestyle up.
You answered the question. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure y'all understood what I was saying
we-
because
we-
I
we
felt
got
like you guys didn't.
We got you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
What about you? Do hoes deserve marriage to their dream man?
If they're still hoeing on,
Okay,
Hell
so if
no.
they stop it,
To the hell no.
then anything is possible. They might be happy. She might never cheat on him.
Oh shit.
But if she's still got them hoe tendencies, they will come out.
so wouldn't it be fair to just like not take your chances and get with a girl that isn't a hoe then instead?
I mean, that's what I would do as a guy.
But when we asked you earlier about your son, you said that you would let him take the risk.
He loves the woman. Like, he believes this woman is in love with him.
I mean, I'm just calling out y'all contradictions. That's all. I've been paying attention.
No, I would support my son. Like, if he loves her and he feels like he's happy, I'm all for happiness of my child. That's not going to change.
That's why fathers are so important, bro.
Very.
Yeah. All right. What about you?
So I kind of agree with her in the sense of like it also depends on like why you're referring to them as a hoe. If they're a hoe
Thank you.
because they just like have no control over their sexual desires and they're running around like and
You can't change that.
yeah, so like those women obviously do not deserve to be like wife, but at the same time, if you're a hoe because it was your industry and for whatever reason you had to take that, if you're a hoe by definition because of like, you know, your profession, I think there's a lot of women who end up in these industries for reasons that people don't realize, and there's a lot of solid women, but it's obviously not for
But wouldn't it
everyone.
be fair to say that you made that conscious decision to get into that industry and you
Not
could have done
everyone
something
does.
else?
Not everyone does. There's a lot. There's levels to that. There's like
Or put people putting guns to your
If
head
you're
saying
trying
you
to-
need to get
yeah,
on
if you're trying to
OnlyFans?
put food on the table.
You don't know. Like I've heard some crazy stories. Like there is some stuff. There's a lot of things that happen to people behind the scenes that a lot of people don't talk about. So
Okay, but I mean,
think there's some solid women. There's a lot of trauma in them, but there's a lot of solid
let's
women.
be honest
that
here.
are
They're
in the
still
sex
making the
industry.
conscious decision to get into that industry most of the time, though.
Well, once you're in it, it's hard to get out because it's like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like
you're used
like
to the fast
once
money.
you're out there, you're out there,
Mhm.
and it's not even about the fast money as much as like, for example, OnlyFans. Like your face is on the internet for life. Like
Yeah.
there's
But under a different name.
you have one way
but
to
you
choose
you
choose
made
the
the
name.
decision to get on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
If anything, that proves even more so that no one put a gun in your head because you made an account, put your personal information in there, linked your bank account to make
Right,
content.
right. But people
So I
don't
would
know
argue
what,
that's even more self-imposed than anything else.
right. But there's always something that led up to something that led up to something. Like people just, you know, there's
So no personal responsibility.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can agree. Yeah, no accountability.
I mean,
So you could be a
to degree,
criminal.
we could say that.
So
but
because here's my thing. I just found it interesting because you said earlier, well, you know, yeah, if she has a bunch of sex and stuff, like no, because she's choosing to do that. But on the same side, the profession, they're choosing to do that too. They're both elective.
But one, like, there's a reason for it. There's a lot of women who are in the sex industry and actually have like more self-control around men. Like again, so I know girls who
But they're
like,
both elective is the point.
right.
And
Okay,
they
okay.
both pretty much like it's a lack of temperance on both ends. Because because one side you're actually having sex, right?
Right.
You're actually having sex and you chose to do that. Then
Right.
on the other side, you may or may not be having sex, but it creates the optics that you could potentially be doing it.
Right.
So either way, you know, you're lacking the ability to exercise some kind of temperance to understand that, okay, well, this is going to be viewed negatively no matter how I do it. Let me give you an example. Let's say I walked around in a go-go dress and heels, but then you said, hey, are you homosexual? Would I be delusional to come at, what the fuck are you talking about, homosexual? No, I'm not. I cross-dress because I wanna.
No, I definitely get it. And there's like, you know, only a select few out of.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that if you portray yourself in a certain light, people are going to perceive a certain thing about you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And
So
I think
who's-
that's fair.
and
That's
it's-
the consequences to that. But at the
Okay.
same time, does not mean that some women who are hoes are necessarily like bad women to wife.
But didn't they kind of forfeit that by choosing to go into that industry? So
Right.
therefore, they no
Yes.
longer get the privilege, which it is a privilege, of getting given, you know, the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, overall, I would agree, but like, there's so many exceptions to it that it's
Mhm.
like hard to just be like, no, you
Exceptions?
can't wipe a hoe. There's a lot of exceptions. There's
What do
a
you
lot
mean
of,
by that?
Like, I know some girls who are like, you know, they're good people or have good jobs or, you know, are not hoes by definition or don't pursue like the sex industry in any shape or form. And like, if they have a verified person in their DM messaging and they're hopping on to whatever, they don't care. They're cheating on everybody, doing all that. They're impressed by
Yep.
anything, you know? And then there's some women who like are in the sex industry and like really will never cheat on you, never do wrong by you ever. So it's like,
Well, I'm a good guy. I just like to wear heels on Saturdays. I could be a good husband.
That's fine.
They have those.
That's why you can't judge a book by its cover. Everyone has their story.
Yeah, but
Everyone has their
realistically
story.
speaking, how
And
many
there's
girls
gonna
would
be
give me?
somebody that would
How many
accept
girls
you
would
for
give me a chance
everything
if
you
I
have.
actually wore heels on Saturdays and expected to have one and take me
I
seriously?
understand the
I don't take
stereotype
it
and I agree
seriously.
with it.
I accept everybody. If I like you,
Please stop
No, but
interrupting.
I agree with the stereotype, and there's a right for there to be a stereotype, but I can't say that overall you can't ever wife a hoe because there's a lot of good hoes out there. Like
Really?
there is. I believe in it. I vouch.
Hashtag good hoes.
I mean, that's easy for you to say because that's easy for you to say because you're a woman, so therefore you take zero risk. So it's easy for you to say that.
Yeah.
Because you don't deal with hoes as a woman.
Oh, I do, but like,
You're not marrying them as a man.
no, not marrying them, but like, I don't know. I think I've just been exposed to so many different people from so many different walks of life. And I actually feel like a lot of women who are in the sex industry are like really good women behind the scenes. There's a lot of them who are not, and they're like trouble, and they're, but I've met a lot of people who've had normal careers or normal lifestyles who are actually like really scary behind the scenes. So that's
But
what
you're
I
aware
always-
of the fact that like when a woman dates a man, she's gonna put on a different like image and behave differently around a man.
Yeah, they're lying though. I watch behind the scenes, and that's why I vouch that. Like,
So
I,
by your own accord, they lie and they do this stuff. So wouldn't it behoove the man to be even more selective and careful of who
No,
he deals with?
Yeah, and I totally get that. But again, like I'm just talking from behind the scenes of what really goes on. Like a lot of men are with women who are doing them dirty behind their back, but then they're overlooking the woman who's the hoe who's actually would have been the best choice for them.
You think so?
I know so. I've seen some scariness.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Okay. What about you? Do you think was the man no. Fuck. What was it?
So the question was,
oh yeah, does a hoe deserve a high value man and or her dream man?
I thought you said the question was, does a hoe deserve to get
To get
married?
married,
The answer is
yeah.
no.
Same thing.
Same thing.
The answer is no.
No, why not?
Because if we think about the main definition of like initially, if you say a hoe is a woman that is sleeping with multiple men, that's not an individual that wants to commit. So why would she want to get married? Why do you deserve to get married if that's what you're into, if that's what you're doing? Because I feel like with the questions that I heard around the table, I'm being completely honest. Like as women, we tend to love to justify things.
Oh, really?
But if someone comes to you and be like, oh, she's a hoe, the first thing you're going to think of is an individual that fucks a lot of men. You're not going to think like, oh, well, maybe she's a hoe, but she's a good woman. You're not going to think about that. The first thing you're going to initially think is an individual that fucks a lot of people. So no, that's not someone that wants to commit.
Okay.
So why would they want to get married if that's what you're into?
I agree with that, and I would say like the past is always coming after you.
Uh-huh.
So like, okay, let's imagine you get married with someone and you decide to have some kids. What's gonna happen? Like someone can just come back to your life and like create a big mess, or like your husband like can talk about it the whole time, or you can like one time just talk with someone else like again, and like
damn,
I really feel like the past is always coming after you, even if you want to change. Like even if it's not about you, it's gonna be about the people you used to be surrounded by. So like, and I feel like your kids can find something really disgusting on social media, or someone can talk about what she did, and like, what are you gonna say?
That's a good example. Let's say you married up a hoe, right? And you're not doing your part. Maybe this week if she gets upset, goes on Facebook. Oh, Daryl from 2 years ago. Hey, stranger, what you doing? Pull up to the crib. It's done. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, access. So,
But I think that could happen with women who don't have the typical definition of a hoe either.
No.
Like I've seen it.
no, 100%. But we're just saying the likelihood is way higher because they have a past of dealing with guys, and she might be with you right now, but like you may not be her first pick. You may have been the last pick. You know.
And it's like, I'm not saying that a hoe does not deserve, like in a sense of, but the thing is,
You just
like,
said that.
no one is going to get into the technicals of, oh, if she's a hoe, she's a good woman, she deserves to get married. Like, I'm not like, I don't want to offend nobody at the table that had a different opinion
Speak
than
with
me,
your
but that's
chest.
just the
Just
reality of
say
it.
how it is, man.
Yeah, I did. I said what I said. It's just the reality of it.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say with your chest, nigga.
All right. Does a hoe deserve to get married, or her dream high value man, whatever it may be?
I would say yeah, because it's just a title and everybody deserves fair opportunity. So who cares who's putting that title on? Whatever.
So the bum
like,
doesn't deserve bad bitches, but the hoe deserves her dream man.
Of course. Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. What's worse, a self-made millionaire that decides to indulge, or a trust fund baby that wastes all their money?
Am I the self-made millionaire?
No.
Oh.
Wait, what was the question?
Yeah, repeat that.
What's worse, a trust fund baby that spends all their money, or a self-made millionaire that spends their money and indulges?
Self-made millionaire because
No, which one is worse?
Oh, probably the one that got it given to all of them because they don't like know how to work for it.
Interesting.
And, yeah.
So wouldn't it be fair to say that it's kind of weird how you're saying that the bum doesn't deserve bad bitches, but he has to work to get there, versus the girl gets her value up front and she just decides to be a hoe and lose it?
Because like that's once again like a title thing. Like we know you're a bum if you clearly don't have no bread.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that he's got to work to get his value versus the girl is giving her value up front and tarnishes it.
Yeah, because I feel like
So what's worse?
women,
You
like-
said it earlier with the trust fund baby is worse, which is the woman. It's an analogy.
because I feel like it's
Works.
about beauty, like and stuff like with women and like intelligence too. But with men, like you better bring something to the table, like bread.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
You do realize you just proved my point more, right?
I stated my opinion.
Bruh. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Can we go to Rumble so I can just let loose, bro?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Hold on. And then
all right, yo, kill the Twitch and the Facebook stream and
Yeah.
Twitter, and then we'll go to Rumble in a little bit. Yeah, guys, go ahead and kill. Yeah, Twitch. Guys, come on
Yo,
over to YouTube.
And spam the Rumble link in the chat too.
All right.
Okay. What about you? Question was: should a hoe be wiped up?
No,
Why?
because okay, so now it's like, are we gonna get into specifics? If that's her past and she's no longer a hoe, I mean, sure.
Okay. So she's got to leave the profession. She's got to leave the game.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should. I feel like if you're getting into the industry, like me personally, I went in there with a plan. The industry is just a stepping stone. I feel like if you get into the industry and you just fucking off for years, oh, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For years and years, like then that's the life you chose. And I don't think marriage is in your future. And if that's probably okay with you because that's the life you chose. But if you know that this is just what I got to do to get to where I want to be, then yeah, I feel like she deserves to be wifed.
So you came into it with a plan?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Even though I was talking so much, that's what I meant. In a shorter
So, question for you. So you think a hoe deserves to get wifed up eventually, but a bum doesn't deserve a bad bitch?
But why
No,
is
you
she a
gotta
hoe
change who
'cause
you
of her
are.
profession?
Change who you are at the
Because
moment.
it's bad optics, and that's how most men will view it.
Okay.
You might not be a hoe, but you're wearing a hoe's uniform.
Right.
So I just find it interesting how, see, most of y'all have no issue with a bum not getting no bad bitches, but when I say, all right, well, let's flip it. Does a hoe deserve her dream man?
no.
And y'all are all saying yes.
Wait,
No, she doesn't. She has to change who she is. She cannot be a married woman and be married in the form of a hoe.
What did
She
I say
has to
earlier
be
about the
different.
odometer?
I get it.
Can't roll it back, right?
No, you can't. But there'll be people that will accept you for your
There's some
past no matter
shops that
what
roll
if they
it
like
back.
you
Really?
enough. Yes. And if you're
Those
willing
are
to
illegal.
change,
But you said the bum doesn't want anything. Like,
Yeah,
he
if the
doesn't
bum
want to
ain't willing
change.
to
He's
work,
not
who's
trying to get
changing?
like
right.
bread.
If the
and
bum is going to change and move out his daddy's or mommy's house, then okay.
See, you guys are failing to miss the biggest overall arching theme here. Women are interested in future, men are interested in past. That's what
Okay.
this whole exercise was built to demonstrate. And you guys have a gross lack of knowledge on this, that men care about what you did in the past. You care about the future. That's why I said he's not going to change.
Why dwell in the past?
Right. They need to get with it.
Past, the past, you can't change what's done.
We are
Move
men.
forward.
Because men and women are different. You're interested in the future. We're interested in the past.
Why?
So
Why you
y'all
gotta be
moving
about
backwards?
What do you
past?
mean,
Why
why?
are you so stuck on the past?
Why do
Because
you
that's
have a
how men
vagina?
are.
Why do I have a dick? I mean,
Look
we're
forward.
different.
We
Look forward. Yeah,
No,
we
no, no.
are, but look forward.
We don't
Move
ask
forward.
Okay,
you
look.
why you do what you do. We just do
Yeah.
understand that. So you know
Yeah.
what? Cool. Women like this. We're just saying men like this.
It works both
You're
ways.
arguing that we shouldn't like it. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we
we
don't
do look
operate
forward.
on should, could, or would. We operate on
No.
what is. So what I'm saying is that you're interested in the future. That's why almost all of you said, "Is he going to change?" And I said, "No." It's the same thing as a woman. Even if she decides to change, it doesn't matter. She was a hoe in the past. So guys aren't going to take it seriously. Just like the odometer. You can't go into a bank with a shitty credit score and say, "Yo, I want a loan for $1 million." They're going to look at you like, no, you don't qualify."
So
See, I have a quick question for the panel, real quick. So, tell me from your experience or your opinion, something you could say that would turn a guy off, or an action like girls trip, or maybe like going to a party. Tell me. So, for example, one thing you could say to turn him off, and one thing you could do to turn him off. And we'll start right here.
Wait, one thing you can say to turn them off and one thing you can do?
Yeah.
Um,
From your experience.
Just bring the mic closer to you on the table.
um,
So you're talking to a guy. You can turn him off either by saying something or do something like hoish. Or you seen a friend do it before in the past?
I feel like being too honest sometimes.
Okay. So being
Like-
too honest.
Yeah. Like too honest about your past. Not everything you've done someone needs to know, but some people don't know how to have a filter.
Okay. For you?
Something to say, like if you ask a guy if he got a girlfriend or you bring that up, they seem to get mad.
What the
Real
fuck?
talk.
Okay. I think that's a different question, but
Are you high?
No.
Like, are you drunk or
Not at all.
you're sober right now?
Yeah.
oh my
That's
god,
real talk.
that's real talk, nigga. Okay, we gonna pass you for now. What about you?
I didn't understand the question, so I need you to like.
So
do-
one thing you can say or do to turn a guy off.
I would say like to talk about something like we already talk. Like like I would say like I'm the one like I'm gonna give an example. Like I'm gonna say, talk about like your last relationship, and the guy is gonna talk about it. And 2 days after, I'm gonna say, hey, talk about your last relationship again. Like I'm always like.
So bringing up old hoes.
Again and again and again.
I think she says being I think she means being
Yes.
repetitive in the
Like,
conversation
yeah,
and bringing up
always.
things that were already answered and being redundant. Is that
Mhm.
what it is?
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
It's basically being annoying.
Being annoying.
Yeah, annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
For you?
Asking about other females.
Okay.
Okay. For you?
Yeah, I agree. Like just like I don't know, being insecure and stuff.
This is so funny. Go ahead.
Saying I love you too early.
Shit, that's a good one.
All right.
Okay.
Expecting the man to pay for whatever it is you need or want. That's a turn off.
Okay. Well said.
$40.
Having too many male friends.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's another good
Yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah.
my problem.
I guess like talking about your ex all the time and say like, oh, my ex used to do
His
this.
dick was
or my ex
bigger.
did this."
Okay, so
All right.
we have a video that kind of explains this in detail from a funny comedian, and then we'll do chats.
Yeah. Go ahead. We got to
Cool.
play. Yeah. Roll the clip.
Let's play.
This is actually a classic from Dave Chappelle here, guys.
I think it's muted.
Yep.
There we go.
Sexual.
The craziest thing I ever did. Okay. One time I had a three-way with these two guys in college, and my sorority sisters were like cheering me on. Yeah. That was it.
What about you, sir? Craziest thing I ever did sexually? They'd probably be having sex with old gangbang here without a rubber. This shit done, man. This thing is over.
So it's apparent to me that women don't know what turns men off wholeheartedly, and they do stuff without knowing that they turn the guy off. I just find it funny because most girls can answer the question because they don't know how to turn guys off, but it happens all the time. I just find it hilarious.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I'm going to be an asshole here. Well, I'm going to just be honest, which
Got
is not
you,
being
ready?
an asshole. Yeah.
Misogyny.
I think women know. They definitely know.
They don't care.
It's just that they don't care and they expect the guy to tolerate the fuckery.
I can agree with
It's
you.
true.
That's what it is.
Yes.
You guys want to act like hoes without being held accountable for it. And my thing is like, listen, man, you could do whatever you want. Like you can do OnlyFans, you can be a stripper, you can show your ass to other random guys, you can do all that, but you can't get mad when men don't take you seriously. And that's what happens a lot of times with girls that are involved in any type of sex work. Like you might get a guy DMing you, you might get people willing to fly you out, whatever. And I always say, and you might make a lot of money, but fast money typically comes with slow problems. And the other thing too, I wanted to say, which is why I asked you guys, if you found out a girl had 100 body count, would you allow your son to marry? And all of you guys were saying, yeah, I mean, well, some of you said no, some of you said yeah, but most of you said yeah. I wouldn't care too much. They've done studies and they found that like once a girl has sex with 6 partners or more, her ability to be in a marriage or a long-term relationship drops off like significantly. The divorce rates go up like dramatically.
Yeah.
So now that you know that, would you still allow your son to get married to a girl that has a high body count?
Statistically, no.
I would say yeah, because people could still lie about their numbers.
No,
but it's over 6. She has a high body count, so it's way over.
So what? As long as she clean.
All right. What about you? What about you? Now that you know the numbers, would you still allow your son to get married to that chick?
God.
And he makes all the money? 300,000, like we said before?
To be honest, it's gonna depend on the number. Like if you tell me like 10, I'm okay. If you tell me like 50, I'm gonna be damn.
Well, we said 100 earlier.
Well, no.
No?
No.
Well, you said no before anyway. What about you? You said you don't care.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be a hypocrite.
No, I still have the same like. the
You wouldn't
same
care?
opinion. I mean, I prefer not to, but like it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. What about you?
I'm okay with it.
You'd still be okay with it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. So you don't change. Okay.
My answer is still no, but
Okay. Even more no now, or
yeah,
now you know?
it's a full no for me. But I can't choose for my son. He's
Mhm.
gonna want what he wants. So
Right.
Yeah, I feel like some people just have to go through it and like.
I'd
deal
always
with the
accept my son and who he
consequences later,
loves.
You know,
You let him take the L and get divorced?
he can get a
Divorce is
prenup.
a thing that happens all the time. You know how many marriages turn into divorce?
Yeah.
You're
What's the
making their
statistic
point,
on
though.
that?
You're
I feel
making
like
their
you can't
point.
stop
Oh, well,
people from
I
doing what they
never
wanna
thought
do,
you'd ask.
so.
Women initiate 80% of the divorces.
Okay, well, either way, somehow it's still divorce is happening. So, how many marriages happen and how many of them turn into a divorce? And how soon do they turn divorce? Because they say, like, within the first 5 years, it's more likely to have a divorce, right?
Within the first 7 to 9.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. And women initiate 80% of them.
I believe that.
So, and again, the likelihood of her initiating that divorce goes up as her body count goes up. So, statistically speaking, it's not in a man's interest to wife up a girl that's promiscuous because the likelihood of divorce is very high. And men get destroyed in divorce way more than women because most of the time men make more money than the girl. She gets child support, alimony, the house. The guy loses everything.
Yeah, they do favor the women usually in divorces.
So why should a guy get married?
I could
Sorry,
I could
to,
see that.
No, he shouldn't. I don't believe in
Did you
marriage.
finish?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Because she's interrupted again.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I
we got
have a
some
lot to
chats here,
say.
bro.
My bad.
Yeah, I realize.
Well, anything else before we go to? You said you were trying to say something. Go ahead.
I could see
About
why
the
that
divorce.
statistic is true. My own example, I was in a very long-term relationship.
Yeah.
And I thought he was popping. Like, I thought he was the best man ever. I thought the sex was wonderful.
Mhm.
And
TMI.
child, when we broke up, that was the worst sex I ever had. Like that, it was terrible. I just didn't know that because
Wait, I'm confused.
What part?
So you said the sex was great when you guys were together, and then you broke up.
I didn't know any better
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I
because
see where
that's
she's going
all
with this.
I knew.
So she enjoyed the sex because she didn't know anything else.
I didn't know any better.
Then she got more experience. Then she realized what good sex was.
Yeah.
And the level of horrible is like, oh my God.
Get it? Horrible?
Horrible. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
So I get why. So a woman like has had 100 partners. She's just like, oh no, this could be better. This could be better. There's way more opportunity that she can see. So I can see why that statistic is true.
True.
Yes, because women typically are imprinted by the men that they deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get with a guy and he doesn't measure up to someone in your past, you're always going to remember that other guy. And then girls typically tend to look at the grass is always greener on the other side. I'm attractive. I can get another guy. Why am I settling for this bozo?
Yeah. And I used to wonder why do girls say all the time after they break up with a guy, oh, the thing was small. Sometimes it's out of spite. Sometimes it's like, oh shit,
sometimes
that's
it
all they
was.
knew. So
And non-surprisingly, women that have the highest retention rates in marriage typically and/or are virgins and/or only had one sexual partner.
Poor kid.
You're probably right because they don't.
Better.
Listen, a lot of
Dang,
people.
like,
They just don't know better. That's it.
That's
it would
right.
have been so
They don't
sad
know
if I
better.
got married to that.
They're
like,
just scared to leave.
oh my God.
I don't know because
I
if
mean,
that is
if
you
all
didn't
you
know,
knew
you
and that
wouldn't know
was
you're missing out.
enjoyable for you,
Thank
like y'all
God.
said earlier, what you don't know don't hurt you. So if that's all that you enjoyed and that was enjoyable, it had to be something else that took away that joy. So I don't know.
That's
Y'all
like-
gotta see the
Well, you got to
other
ask
side of
yourself the
that
question.
coin.
Well, since you want to go down this road, it would be sad of her to not know other guys out there that she could get with. Well, you got to ask yourself the real question. Do women derive more pleasure from career and being independent or from having a family and children?
I think family and children.
Okay, so I'm glad that you said that.
You triggered my trap
So if a woman derives more pleasure from
got
children and a family, does it really matter having that FOMO with, career and everything else like that when that's going to typically lead you to being more depressed?
Gotcha, bitch. So
There's more women now on antidepressants than ever before. As women have become more and more liberated and earned more and more money and become more free than they've ever been, the prescriptions for anti-depression and anti-anxiety have gone up alongside it.
a loneliness comes with it.
Yeah.
It is very hard to find that balance and have both.
What if I told you can't?
You don't think a woman could have a career and a family?
Virtually no.
You're looking at one right here. I have a career, a family, and
I think
You have children and you're
I
single.
do.
There's a difference.
I have children, but my children are taken care of. They're my family.
You don't have a husband though.
No.
A nuclear family.
Never been married.
Okay, a nuclear family.
So what does being married have to do with anything? Being a good being a good woman that has a career
that is the definition
and
of a
kids
nuclear family.
and all
As
that.
a nuclear family is a mother, a father, and children. Maybe a dog.
I grew up in a household that had a mother, a father, and had me and my sisters. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that's what this world is coming to now. Nowadays, we got more people that are separated, that are you have 4 or 5 fucking people that they're seeing. There's no more. Nowadays, you can't find commitment. And you can't find people that are truth and
Emotional damage. Okay, that's great.
I
that
am.
you're
I'm
saying that.
traumatized by relationships. But you know what? I'm a lover, and there's a lot of reasons why I give a lot of love to everybody.
You do realize that single mother households is one of the biggest precipitators of someone being a criminal, a degenerate, a rapist, a violent felon, etc., drug addict, alcoholic.
My kids have their dad. He's involved with his wife, his girl. So they spend time with me. They spend
I'm
time
not
with
talking
him.
about you. I'm talking about
I'm
broken
just saying in general.
households.
I know, and I'm
broken
using my
households.
experience to tell you how I feel about
Okay,
it.
but your experience and how you feel, unfortunately, is irrelevant
And
to
I'm
reality.
a very rare one. And you even said that last time I'm here. I'm an exception to the, what did you say last time? Do you remember that?
Rule.
To the rule. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We just try to make you stop talk less.
Yeah. The point
I'm
is.
sorry
is
you
that,
don't like that. I talk a lot. I have a lot to say.
Well,
I have a lot of
she was
experiences.
speaking before. So anyway, going back to what I was saying. So knowing that like women typically derive more pleasure from family and children, I mean, wouldn't it be better to just get with a guy, even if he, you know, you have a lower body count, you don't know what's out there, but wouldn't it be in your best interest for overall long-term happiness?
Well, we didn't break up because of that. We broke up because he was treating me like shit. So I decided to go elsewhere, and then I found that out. I would have never knew. Like,
So you broke up with him?
oh, he actually broke up with me.
He broke up with you?
He broke up with me and then lingered around, and then I had to like cut it away.
Why did he leave you? It's rare when men leave.
Man, she's something's wrong with her. I don't know what it is, man. She don't want to tell nobody.
He said, so his reason for the breakup is he said he had always been in a relationship. He never experienced being single, and that's what he wanted to do. Basically, we got together when he didn't have a lot of money, and then we built together. And when he was balling, he like left me.
Did he leave you, or did he just want to have other girls and you wouldn't want to be a part of that?
No, he like completely broke up with me. Like,
You know
it was like a divorce.
You know what that means, right? He used your ass, nigga.
For
a meal ticket.
All right.
Maybe.
And anything
Oh, we
else?
got some chats in the room
Okay,
because
all right. I'll hit the
we
chats
never
real
do,
fast.
actually.
All right, cool. We got here free Tory Lanez. Shout out to Tory's lawyers for dropping a bomb and Juice opening statement. Yeah, man. I told y'all, man. I broke that story. I told you that fucking. He didn't shoot her. She cut her feet with glass. If you're a man who gives off the alpha aura, she shall charm your cobra. Remember, your girl already has a cat. Don't be another one, Kings. That's
Camp 2 times.
Camp 2 times. I hate my job, Mark. Congrats on the 3.2 out of 10 score on grilling. That means you did well. Can we get the edited version on Rumble? They cut all the good parts. We'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
First, can you read this?
We're gonna react to it on Wednesday, guys, on the channel. Fresh is BB. Oh God. Fresh, what the fuck we were dabbling in the last night. Anyway, it's right next to us. I know it's the day after Sunday, but that doesn't mean we can't still be blessed. In fact, Fresh knows 17 different ways to baptize a woman. Take it away, Fresh. Dude, I don't know who you are, bro.
All right. Those ad readings, Myron, does sound like he's being held hostage. Yes, I am, Venom. $10 from Feral Vibes. Myron, big W on the grilling episode. Shine was constantly trying to discard logic and reason for feelings in 3 or 4 months. Incredible how much shaming language she used. You held frame and kept your cool. Yeah, man, it is what it is. I didn't go there today. I went there to debate. For ladies, that's the most important aspect in a relationship. If it's not respect, trust is overrated. Trust is the ultimate. It's easy to lie, but hard to diss in someone's face without them knowing.
Eric Castro, I don't know what you said, bro. Jamal Adam
goes, ladies, can you give one lesson your father gave you and one lesson your mother gave you in dealing with guys relationship-wise?
We'll do it on Rumble.
Okay. Hey, yo, Fresh, hit Shorty next to Myra with the want to meet my dog and bring her to the crib. She can pick up and hug me real tight. That's from Fresh's dog. Okay. The Kashmir Thinker goes, Myron, y'all should discuss Derek Jackson filed for divorce. The viral pic of his wife fully clothed in a pool and with him with another chick with less clothes on and see what the women say. I mean, bro, Derek Jackson's the biggest capper ever, man. I've always said that men are only faithful as their options. Sahil Shera. Ladies, welcome to FNF. Can you tell the lady next to you something that she can improve on visually? Shout out to Big Mo. Oh, shit.
No down Rumble.
Rumble? Okay. Myron's alter ego. My black queen looking extra good in all black. We're going to Netflix and chill tonight for sure.
That's crazy.
The fuck? $20 from Officer Ricky goes, ladies, one advice you were given as a little girl that you found out was a lie later on as a woman. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, we're done, Rumble.
Okay. And then where we at, Chris? Chris, what you been doing all the time, man?
No, but I'm saying supporters. So if you want to read these two, that's fine. But if not, that's cool.
All right. Question to the OF ladies: what value do you really bring to the world if to a man if your OF fails when it stops? Bro, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
For the Michigan State girl, what city is Michigan State in? What is the city that is just a few miles east of it?
It's in Lansing. He's talking about Detroit.
He said, what is the city a few miles east of it?
Lansing and Detroit's east of it.
You really got a master's degree from Michigan State?
Yes.
It's not real.
Yeah, we need proof, nigga.
Yeah, we need proof, bro. I did this one a few times.
To bring my degree.
Yeah, book sense. Now come on.
We need your teacher.
It's Dantes Akram. I'm already knowing who she's talking about. Okay. Jesus, my man found the bottom of that one for sure. She can't live without it.
Josu Arenas?
I'm lost. Hey, ladies. Well, these chats came in way before.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, ladies, guess the body count of the 304 next to you.
Tower Sync.
Tower Sync. You know what? That's actually fucking funny.
No, we'll do it on Rumble.
On Rumble?
We're past time.
All right. Tonight's rating starts from fit. Oh, shit. Okay.
4.
No, he's giving her. He's gave you a whale emoji. He gave you a whale emoji. He gave you a 4.
Oh, I'm baby elephant.
A 5. A 5. A 3. 5, 5, 7. Anybody have anything they want to respond?
He is 0.
I'm a baby elephant. Get it right.
You said what, an elephant?
I'm a baby elephant.
At least my rating was better than last
I mean, that's
time.
pretty big still.
Yeah, listen, I don't care. No, I love my size, Alan. Yeah, that don't bother me.
Okay.
All right. 2 down for Myron should focus on hunting spawn instead of running her mouth. What?
Oh, Jesus.
Nothing like some Chipotle and a nice Frank Castle. Okay,
I
that's from I
definitely have a
definitely have a
They were
master's
talking about me running my mouth.
No, they're making fun of her. I definitely have a master's degree. All right, MK. Chick sitting next to Fresh is not from Orlando. She's from Minnesota and went to my high school. These 3 or 4s be big capping.
I did live in Minnesota, but I moved to Florida when I was 14.
Whoa, what the fuck?
They called you out.
That's for you, ladies. Your past matters. Yo, niggas coming out with receipts.
Minnesota? Orlando, Minnesota.
What the fuck?
I claim Orlando more than Minnesota.
Oh,
you claim it.
I mean, that's where I was raised.
No, you're 14 though.
I mean,
I was a child in Minnesota. I wasn't doing shit.
You were still born there, though.
Yeah, you were still.
Okay, I'm from Minnesota.
That's like me saying I'm from Miami. I'm from Barbados. I was born in Barbados.
Okay, when did you move to Miami?
I was like 21.
Okay, you was grown by then.
Nigga, you're 14.
No, that's different.
All right, I'm just crazy at like how they did the research, man. Check this out, fucking chat. Trinidad chick, she thought she was talking to that 24-year-old boy with that reality check salute. Yeah,
the huggy packy.
That was definitely not that way.
Let's switch it up. Can any girl name all 5 oceans?
Atlantic, Pacific.
Okay. Real quick.
No, we should say 3 countries. Keep it simple.
3 countries.
Yeah, because 5. Come on, I guess.
Okay.
That's an L. 5 countries. Go ahead. Or no, sorry, 3 countries
outside the U.S.
And you can't name Canada.
Okay. England,
or the United States.
Germany, Jamaica.
Okay.
Cool. What about you?
Ecuador, Tanzania, South Africa.
All right.
South America.
That's a continent.
I don't care. I don't care about my geometry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Isn't that geometry? No, it's not.
Okay, you got 2 more.
Whatever. The earth. Listen, I live here. I love it here. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't care. We all live on this earth. Why does it matter?
But geometry is math.
No, Chris, let her finish, bro. Respect her, bro. So
whatever. Listen, I don't
South
care.
America, you got 2 more. 2 more.
I never paid attention in. I apologize. And
geography.
You got 2 more.
Geography. I said geometry. I meant geography. I apologize.
You got 2 more.
I'm not giving no more. I don't even know them. Fuck that. They already said half of them.
This is somebody's mother. Okay.
I am 3 different people's names.
Lovely.
Ireland.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
Northern
a
Ireland,
against
Scotland.
Wait, Ireland, Scotland, and where?
Northern Ireland. 2 different countries.
What is the point of this? What does this have anything to do with what we're talking about?
Can you stop talking, please?
Just because you want to see who's smart and who's not, right?
No.
You want to weed out people who are
I want to
stupid.
see you shut the fuck up for at least 5 minutes while someone's talking. That's what I
I
wanna
am
see right
not
now.
going to shut the
Because
fuck up.
the show-
I'm here in a podcast where we talk. What are you
Listen,
talking about?
talk when it's your turn, okay?
I didn't know we had turns.
I
We're all
told you the
talking.
rules. I said one mic at a time, and you just keep going. What the fuck?
I'm out of here.
All right, please leave.
All right. Is that a Chris Castle?
Yeah, Chris Castle. Let's go. Let's go.
Disrespect me, but not like
I
it
don't
works
care,
both ways.
leave.
I'm respecting y'all. I've not been
No, you're
disrespectful.
not.
You're not, because they're talking and you keep over talking them. Like you
I have a
gotta.
lot to say, and I apologize. First off, I apologize that I did have a lot to say. Everybody has opinions, and I have a lot to say about people's opinions, and I do have.
But the point is that you got to speak when it's your turn to speak, not when everyone else is
I
speaking.
didn't mean to interrupt anybody. I apologize. Y'all have a good night.
All right, just grab your stuff and make this quick, please, if you're gonna leave. Yo, Don DeMarco for fucking Chris, bro. This nigga, man. This nigga was like, yo, Chris Castle in effect. That was hilarious. I know a lot of y'all are signing a breath of relief right now, but okay.
Oh God. Do I go? Do I wait?
Huh?
Do I go? Do I wait?
Wait for what?
I think it was my turn to answer. but
Oh.
I don't know what's going on right now. We're all a little bit confused, but I'll wait.
Yo. Yeah, just give it a second. Yeah, just make it quick so that we can get back to the show.
Well, that
Not the
escalated
recording.
quickly.
Yeah, just if you're gonna leave, you gotta like just walk out quick. Make it nice and
Spicy
efficient.
over there.
You made your decision. You want to dip. That's fine. But now you're interrupting, so you just gotta like go out quick. Yeah, she's still going, guys. She's like the Energizer Bunny. She just keeps talking, bro. She's still talking now.
Super charged up.
Bro, you're still talking. Yo, podcast is over. Okay, put your shoes on outside. Put your shoes on outside. What you think doesn't matter anymore. Put your shoes on outside. No, man, you talk too much. You're interrupting the show now. This is fucking comedy. You know, you could tell when a girl's never been told to shut up before, when they just keep talking after you tell them, like, what the fuck? This is probably one of the few times where she's been told, yo, you talk too much, stop.
I don't think it's the first
I
time.
think I have hypertension.
I don't know
right
about
now.
that, because whenever you talk that much, bro, like, you could tell, like, just dudes don't tell her to shut up. She's still going. Yo,
Did
this
she
is
show up
incredible.
in her underwear. I'm dead.
Determined.
Niggas in the chat said she does drugs for sure.
Ooh.
Probably.
Zena, what? Oh my God. I'm really drunk.
This is hilarious. All right.
She's determined and motivated. Aaron.
She's still going?
She's determined and motivated.
Yo, just put your shoes on outside. You do realize the longer you stay here, the more foolish you look. You're giving us content. Bro, we're not even asking for the content. We just want you to go home, bro. Just go home.
They said I'm
You're a
not cracking
mom.
when I see it.
Be an adult. Elevators to the left. Please leave. Please leave, bro. Holy.
Move on. Next
This is some
question.
fucking clown world shit. Yo, she's still going. Y'all want respect. Guys, freshandfit.locals.com to see the kick out. Yo, she's still talking?
Oh my God. They said back to the motel.
There she go.
All right, she's gone. All right, she's out of here. All right, that took long enough. Holy shit. All right, fantastic. That was all right. So where were we? We were reading the chats.
Yeah, I was. God,
What did she interrupt again on this one?
The countries.
Oh yeah, the 3 countries. Yeah.
I kind of lost track.
All
of
right,
which
go ahead.
ones
3
have been
countries. You have
named.
plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, I
said
don't remember what's been
England,
named, but
Germany, Jamaica.
Whoa. You can't give them.
yeah,
the thing.
I'll just name
Go
them
ahead.
if they've been
No,
named.
sure.
I'll name another one.
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
It's gonna take
Name
too
3
long.
countries.
Italy, Switzerland, France. I don't
All right,
think those
cool.
have been used.
Go ahead.
DR, Haiti, and Trinidad.
Go.
Russia, China, India.
All right.
Ireland, Iceland.
Someone said Ireland.
Greenland, Iceland.
Greenland?
Yeah, that's a country.
Okay.
That's a country, nigga.
Puerto Rico.
Okay. Your turn.
Panama, Russia, and Thailand.
Somebody said Russia?
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One more. You got this.
Norway. Did somebody say that?
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Puerto Rico is the United States.
Someone said Puerto Rico. That's hilarious.
All right. Okay. So where we at? That was fucking hilarious. So with she said, I don't know geometry.
Yo. Chris was so nice too. He just said, "Shut the fuck up." That's all he said. Goddamn.
Well, I guess he got annoyed.
Yeah.
All right.
I was too, bro. No cap.
Yeah. No, it was ridiculous. But yeah, she said she really did say geometry.
It's geography. Thank you.
Prince of Persia. It was a joke. Cool. Ladies, name the 7 continents. Nah, man, we ain't doing that
bro.
again.
Massium.
Goes, always hilarious seeing the looks on these women's old and ran through faces when you tell them men prefer women that are young and haven't been ran through. Yeah, that girl's definitely been through it. You could tell. Like the damn video, Big Mo gave me an ow. Why do we eat spinach and kale?
Ow! Just so I can tell these bitches go to hell.
Fantastic. Holden Two Cocks goes, all right, I see what you did there, sir. Restaurants and fast food places in America are trash. From the cook to the server to the management, from the food to the old rusty ass equipment. But I'm hungry though. Okay. What the fuck? That's strange. All right. 3 down for fresh look like Kenny G. If Sassy Brother hasn't been canceled yet, ask her how much her 24-year-old weighs, and where he lives. Black Queen in the black with the imaginary relationship is delusional as hell. All right. So he wants to know, how tall is your guy? Wait, where does he live in the United States?
No.
He lives in Trinidad?
No.
Where do you live?
Jamaica.
Oh, he's in. Okay,
he's a Jamaican.
Okay,
Yes.
and what? And he wants to know. Well, you said he makes less money than you, right?
Yeah.
Does he make 6 figures?
No.
Okay, there you go. My
Wait,
friend.
hold on. Do you meet him on the beach?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a beach bum.
And are you guys monogamous since you guys don't live in the same country?
I would hope so.
He's smashing right now.
You understand?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, smashing right now.
I can't control a man, period.
No, it's true.
You get what I'm saying? So I could, like I said, I can hope so.
So you're single. By definition.
If he has sex with another girl, are you gonna be mad? You'll accept it?
She said the game's good, so I guess not.
I guess you'll accept it. All right.
Rise.
That's a smart thing to do, actually.
With her.
Wait. Can we backpedal? Fresh said, what about Hitler? And some girl said, I don't know what he does.
I just don't want to get into it.
Do you know what Hitler did?
Fucked up shit.
What did he do in particular? It's okay. You could say it. What did he do?
Are we really doing this?
We're just asking you. What did he do? They want to know.
Oh, I don't care. Like, I really don't know.
You really don't?
Did he kill people? I don't fucking know.
He was a dictator, and he
Actually, he swam from Africa to
Girl,
Japan.
he's lying. Don't listen to him.
Bruh.
So wait, you really don't know what Hitler did?
I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know?
I think I learned about it in like elementary school, like ages ago, but I just like don't care enough to.
What
like,
do you recall?
I don't know. I don't care.
All right.
Stupid.
All right. Yo, man.
Leon.
Yo, only girls get the privilege. No offense to you, but only girls get the privilege of being dumb, bro. Like as a dude, you cannot be dumb. Like if you're a dude and you're dumb, bro, you ain't gonna make it in life. If you're a girl, I'll make some money on Twitch. Fuck it.
Leon.
Yo, this is crazy shit, nigga. Wait, did you go to college too?
Yeah, but we don't learn about that in college.
But I think she went to college in Canada, though.
Yeah,
Might be a little bit different, but still.
Yeah,
you should know who it is, though.
But shit, you have a bachelor's degree too, right?
I don't. It's different in Canada than it is here. So,
Oh.
I mean, they still have degrees in Canada.
but their diploma.
Yo, I want to see Rumble chat so bad, bro.
All right, we'll keep going. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and kill it on YouTube, by the way. We'll switch over to Rumble, so come on over to Rumble right now. Rumble.com/freshfit, guys. And then I'll finish reading these chats, and then we'll turn it to the ladies. Yeah, come on over to YouTube right now. I'm sorry, Rumble, guys. Rumble.com/freshfit. Come on over. All 11,000 plus y'all.
Let's go.
And I think, how many do we got watched on Rumble? Like 20K? All right. Where we at here? Okay. With that mentality, these 3 or 4s are or will be unfit mothers. Fellas, make sure your pull-out game is strong or strap it up. God damn. The girl in the corner sounds like she chews on cigarettes. Yeah, she had a crazy voice from Nobunaga.
For real, bro.
She had that crazy voice. And then Kenny the Goat Smith, $20. Appreciate that. Like how calm Myron is today, the convo is much better. I tried, bro. And that's from I'm God Osman. And then, what do they rate themselves? What would women rate themselves with no makeup lashes, hair done, and sexy clothes. If you rate your true self as around average, why isn't an average guy good enough for you? All right, let's go ahead. Would you rate yourself 1 out of 10? You can't use the number 7. Fresh out the shower, no makeup on. Boom. Go ahead. Recipes to Kevin. Go ahead.
1 out of 10.
You know what? How about this? Hold on. You know what? No, hold on. I should have thought about this earlier. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask the question again. I'm going to have all of you close your eyes. You're going to throw up your number with your hands. That way you don't feel judged or you don't feel some kind of weird pressure that you have to give a crazy number based on what another girl said. That way you can be completely independent on what you say. I'm not going to say the number. I'm just going to write it down. So one more time. What do you rate yourself? 1 to 10 on a scale. Beauty only, not your personality or your vibe. Your beauty only, your looks. Okay? Can't use the number 7. No makeup. Fresh out the shower.
Is body as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Your looks. All vanity here. We're shallow.
Yeah, all of it.
Just like she said earlier. 1 to 10. Now I want you to all close your eyes. All of you close your eyes so you don't see each other. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Yeah, close your eyes. Yes, you too. And I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to throw that number up. One more time for y'all. 1 to 10. Can't use the number 7. Fresh out the shower, no makeup on. What do you rate yourself? Looks only, not your vibe, personality, or any of that other bullshit, or your career. Your looks only. On 3, throw your number up. You can use 1 hand or 2. Up to 10. 1, 2, 3. Throw your number up. Throw your number up. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. No, keep the number up.
Okay,
And close your
like,
dude,
I
follow
don't know.
instructions. Jesus Christ. Close your eyes and throw the number up. Keep the number up. Whatever you had before.
6.
Jesus
Like,
fucking
this is the
Christ, man.
dumbest question.
You're dumb for not listening to instructions. All right. Keep it going. Holy. All right. Almost done. Okay. Wait, hold on. One more time. Let me just make sure I got it right. Just keep them up. Keep them up one more time. Keep them up. That includes you, Miss. Don't know who Hitler is. All right.
I mean, I thought Kanye would have told everyone who he was by now, but Kanye West at least.
Okay.
Why don't we ask everyone else who he is?
Oh, they know.
I mean, if you want, we can go around the table
we
and see if
done?
they know, but
Oh.
it'll just make you look worse. All right, we're good. Go ahead. All right, I got the numbers written down. Okay, what made you give yourself that number?
I don't like to rate myself, so I just picked a random ass number. Okay. I just picked a random ass number.
What was that number based on?
I was gonna do 6.9, but then you changed it up.
So why do you give yourself a 6?
Because you said we can't do 7.
All right. Why'd you give yourself the number? Don't worry, I'm not going to blast y'all number, but why'd you give yourself that number?
Because I love me and I don't really conform to what others think.
So you dictate your own value.
For me, yes, but what other opinion is of me doesn't matter.
Okay, what if I walked around and said, I'm a billionaire and I deserve bad bitches, but I lived at home with my mom and I was 5'6" and fat?
If that's what you feel you deserve, then by all means.
But wouldn't I be delusional to give myself a score?
But you asked me what I think. I didn't give a shit what everybody else thinks.
But wouldn't common sense indicate that you don't necessarily ascribe your own value? It's the men that
You
ascribe
asked
that
me
value?
what I think. You didn't ask me what you think other people would rate me as.
So I have to specify
Yes, be specific.
that what... See, this is an interesting thing. Like, only girls, right? Like, because if I ask a guy, right, they're going to know, all right, what my income, my looks, etc. They understand, okay, what is my value based on, like, how the world sees me? Am I a winner or not? But with girls, it's like, oh, well, I feel like I'm this number because I feel like it, even though, like, reality might not necessarily dictate that.
We're held to standards of being in actual reality. Women are not.
Because you gave yourself a very high rating. This is like a model.
Shit, if you don't agree with it, that's your business. But I don't care. I get what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But you asked me what I think of me. I took it literally.
Yourself?
Right. What would I rate myself? What I rate myself, not what society would rate me. That's a whole different question.
But common sense would indicate that you
No,
would
common
know.
sense is what you asked me directly. I answered direct your question. Period.
I guess common sense isn't common anymore.
It is common. You asked me a question about what I would rate myself, not what society would rate me. I took your question literally.
Okay, let's use some common sense here.
That is common sense.
Who is the ultimate consumer? No, it's not. Because who is the ultimate consumer of female beauty?
Ourselves.
The beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Who's the beholder?
You asked me about me though.
Who is the beholder?
But you asked me about me.
Who is the beholder?
But you asked me about
Who is
me.
the beholder?
You asked me about me though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, you could take it however you want to love her, but you asked me about me. So you could tell me that I might be out of reach, but I could say for me, that's where I align with.
Who decides who is the consumer of female beauty?
In general.
Men. Men buy OnlyFans.
But that's not what you asked
Men
me
go
though,
to strip
darling.
clubs.
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't ask me that. You hear what I'm saying? You didn't ask me that. You didn't ask me that. You asked me what would I rate myself.
But okay, but in general.
What another person would say about me? Like the average guy would probably give me like a 5 or a 4 because I'm overweight.
Okay.
Why don't you give that more realistic answer?
Because that's not how I see myself. I love me. I'm not where I want to be because when I laugh, certain places jiggle that I don't want to. Yeah.
Go back to the question.
You asked me that question, what I would rate myself.
So you
admitted basically that you're fairly delusional because you rate yourself significantly higher than what
because that's
you
what
really
I see
are.
myself. They said do not what it is your representation.
Because I specifically said, what do you rate yourself? Looks only.
That's how I feel about me. Rate myself. That's
She might
me,
think
love.
she's sexy as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's her
That's my opinion. And I
that's her
answered the
rating.
question when you said, "What do you think
This
others would
exercise
think?"
proves so much.
No, it does
This
not
really
though.
does
It
prove
really
a lot.
okay. Opinion is everything.
I mean, it's. I mean, being fairly objective here, most men don't want obese women.
Right, and that's fine. That's why I did my island man who likes that. I did who likes me.
I mean, go in Africa.
Here's the thing.
They want it. What?
Men deal with obese women typically when they don't have options. And if you don't believe me, some girls say, "Oh
I'm
no,
not
that's
saying
just
no.
preference
No,
or blah blah blah."
I
No,
hear you
that's cap.
wholeheartedly, hon.
That's cap because if I took a guy that likes big women, I gave him a blue check on Instagram, $3 million, a couple sports cars, he would be fucking models the next day, and he would never go back to fucking fat girls.
And that's fine, love.
So,
and that's
the
fine.
truth.
And that's fine, but that doesn't boost
Maybe
my
some
ego.
strange here and there, but he's not wifing no fat girls. He's not gonna be caught dead with no fat girls because now his image matters.
Okay, and that's how you feel, hon. And if you're saying that's what statistic is, that's what statistic is, and that's not for everyone.
Well, majority of guys.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna date those guys who don't like me.
That's fair. I mean, they wouldn't.
I'm
date
not gonna put myself in a situation for a guy not to like me or to use, "Oh, you're a fat ass bitch." I know I'm fat.
Yeah, but they wouldn't date you.
And I wouldn't date them because they're not for me.
Okay.
You gotta understand that. You gotta have a conversation around these things.
Well, at least you know.
Yeah, I'm not delusional when it comes to I'm a big
But you
bitch.
gave
That's why I call
yourself an
myself a baby elephant because I gave
You said
myself
baby
that.
elephant.
I said that earlier when the guy said I'm a
Yeah.
whale. I'm a baby elephant. You
Remember-
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get-
so
Well,
I see myself
at
in a
least
different light.
She knows, but you're still
Yeah.
delusional because you said 8. But we get it.
I'm not delusional because you might not see me as an 8, but that's how I see me. He asked me about me.
Yeah,
he did not
but-
ask me about society.
Yeah, it's fine. The question, you heard it wrong.
You took it.
No, I did not hear it wrong. Yes, I took it literal. I took for what the question was,
because
which is
the
common
rating-
sense. He asked me a specific question,
Yes.
and I answered
Y'all
that
should
specific.
reread the question.
I
Reread
get
the
what you're
question,
saying. You
please.
took it literal, but
Yeah.
the-
That's
with
how
me
I
in
grew
general.
up, though. Answer the question asked.
Okay,
Can
I
y'all
know, I know,
reread the
I know.
question?
Okay, here's the thing.
Reread the question.
You cannot sit there and give yourself a random number and say, "This is what I think about myself." Like, bro, that's just not realistic. Like, if I was to run around and say I'm a billionaire, that wouldn't make sense because the market judges what I am. If I gotta be real to what I am, I can't run around, "I'm a trillionaire, I'm a billionaire." It's not true. It's not true. So for a woman to give herself a random number, you don't dictate your value. The market dictates your value, and the market is men. Okay, that is where your beauty comes from. Men are the ones that
Yeah,
ascribe
but
your
you
value
play in
as
the
far as
market
beauty.
that you could win at, though, right? When you're investing, you invest in where you plan on winning. Correct?
Y'all should have specified the question. She's answering.
Yeah,
the
but that's what
literal
I'm
question.
saying.
No, but what Myron is saying is this: it's like, if someone's giving you a rating, and it's a rating based on what we think, because we're consumers, so we rate you. You don't rate yourselves. So,
But that's not what he asked me.
No,
he should have
but-
said, "What do you
but
think
that's-
others would rate you
but
as?"
that's
Not
the
what I
whole-
This
would.
exercise proves the point.
But
It proves
yeah,
the point
it
that women
does.
will arbitrarily give themselves a value significantly higher than where they really stand because they feel that way, but how they feel versus what's real are two different things.
Right, but okay. So
You are larger than 80% of men.
and that's fine though. And do you think that's gonna hurt my feeling, love? The thing is, what
I'm not
I'm
trying to
saying.
hurt you, I'm just telling you the truth.
Right. But what I'm saying is, though, you asked me about me. You said what I would rate myself. You didn't ask me what do you think other people think as me. You get what I'm saying? Just like when you said I'm a whale, and I'm like, no, I'm a baby elephant. I know I'm big.
All right. Well, we should maybe rephrase it, but
Yeah.
you've proven your point
The fact that we have to even specify is scary in itself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess.
You should like, what the, like, yo, what? All right.
Okay.
Why'd you give yourself your rating?
Because I think it's true.
You gave yourself damn near perfect.
I gave myself a 9.
That's damn near
I would have
perfect.
did that if everybody's eyes was open. Like
You said you would have given that, or
if everybody's eyes was open, like I would have still gave that number. Like
so? Do you think men would consider you a 9 in general?
you said, fresh out the shower. I think that's when I look my best.
Wait, niggas be flaking on 9s?
I know.
Yeah, and on
What rules?
10s
Dudes don't
too.
flake on 9s.
Where we live at?
I think it's crazy too. It's crazy, right?
You a 9?
Shit,
All right.
okay.
Shit, 9 out of 20.
Crazy, right?
All right. Why'd you give yourself your number?
I feel like
Merch.
I don't know. I wanted to use 7, but it wasn't available, so I just went to 6. I feel like
So you think you're a little above average?
yeah, like I don't know. Like I look pretty similar with or without makeup, but I feel like if I have makeup and I'm done up, I'll give myself like an 8. So like I can't give myself that exact mark when I'm not done up, but I couldn't use 7, so I went with 6.
All right. Why'd you give yourself your number?
Because that's just what it is.
Do you think you have anything to improve on?
In regards to my looks,
Yeah.
no.
So you're
I'm perfectly and wonderfully made,
you're flawless
flawless.
because you gave yourself a 10.
Because you said
Hold on.
in regards to looks, I'm flawless.
Eyelashes. Your eyelashes?
No, my eyelashes are not real.
So you're not perfectly wonderfully made then? You're not made 100%.
He said, he asked, what is my rating fresh out the shower? I said a 10 out of 10. I'm perfectly and wonderfully made. Just because I have lashes on doesn't mean anything right now.
Okay, so out of the shower, you're a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Don't you think if you were a 10 out of 10, you'd be like a cover of some kind of magazine that we've probably heard of?
Just because I'm a 10 out of 10, I would be on the cover of a magazine.
Yes, you would quite literally be
I
one
mean,
of the
I'm
most
not like
attractive women on
known.
earth. If you were
I'm
10
not
out of 10.
known. So, I'm not known. Like, what I appreciate is your chaos. Like, your chaos makes a podcast. So I don't get offensive with what you're saying. But you saying if I was a 10 out of 10, I would be like, now you're trying to redirect something else. Like, I'm not famous. I'm not known. I'm not an influencer. Like, of course,
You have
I
an
wouldn't.
Instagram, right?
At the end of the day, if I'm a 10 out of 10, like, at the end of the day,
But you
if
have an
you're trying-
Instagram, right?
I do.
You got a decent amount of followers?
I would say, like, for an average person, yeah.
How many you got?
How many do I have?
Over 10K?
No, not over 10K.
Over 5?
I think I have, like, I can't remember on the top of my head, honestly. I think it's like 1,000 and something.
You do realize that girls that are like 10 out of 10s will get discovered, and even with like
And that's
500
fine.
followers.
That's fine. That's them. That's someone that is catering themselves to social media and being influencers. That's fine.
Shots 1.4.
If
Just because I'm rating myself 10 out of 10 has
Bruh,
nothing
if
to
you
do
were
with
10
my
out of 10,
Instagram.
you'd be on the cover of a magazine somewhere is what I'm
I
trying to say.
love your chaos. I
It's
hope
not
you know
chaos.
that.
It's just like
it is chaos.
you-
Like you're trying to make me contradict what I'm saying to myself,
It
and
just
it's
doesn't
not
make
working.
sense.
To you, doesn't make sense to you.
Objectively speaking, if you were perfect and you were a 10 out of 10 in looks, you would be on the cover of a magazine somewhere. You'd be flying around the world getting paid just to show up on red carpets. You'd probably be dating a
There's
soccer
a
star,
lot
or
of
football
women
star
that
or
are
something.
walking around that are 10 out of 10 that are not on magazines.
Really?
Like who?
Yes. The influencers that you're referring to that have 10,000 and something followers, they're not on magazines. They're not on Vogues. They're not. So what are you really saying?
They're sponsored though.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's them. They want to influence themselves and monetize their Instagram. That's them.
They wouldn't be dreaming of marrying a guy that doesn't want them.
I'm not delusional. I said it once and I'll say it again. It is what it is. I said what I said, and I always stand on what I say.
Okay. But you do realize that you can be delusional in what you say, right?
I'm not delusional.
Okay.
It might,
she's a 10
like
out
I
of 10.
said, it might not make sense to you. That's fine.
All right.
But I'm not delusional.
Why'd
And
you
I
give
stand
yourself
that.
your rating?
I give myself a 9, and not about like social media, but because on the street, like I don't wear fake eyelashes, I don't do my nails, I don't have all those things, and I'm really like okay with myself on the street, like to have my regular like outfit and like doing my hair. I know, and you know what?
What did you say?
Well, most of them told me I was Mr. Bean, but I feel, you know what? I mean, why not? Plus, to be wealthy is like really funny, so I'm taking it.
All right. So you're a 9.
You savage, you.
What about you? Why'd you give yourself your rating?
I think you should have a mentality like to always think high of yourself. You're always gonna elevate, so you might as well.
Do you have anything to self-improve on?
Of course.
So how are you a 10?
So I can't. Like what?
Nigga, she on
I
cloud.
already said you have to have
She on
that.
cloud
You
9.
have to have that
She elevated right now. She high as hell right
If you're
now.
a 10 out of 10, that by
I'm
definition
definitely
means you're
not
perfect.
high.
She thinks high of herself. Get it?
I ain't say nobody perfect. We all have imperfections, but you could
A 10 out of
always-
10 is perfect.
That's what you said.
You put up 10 fingers.
I did.
Do you not see the disconnect here?
I'm not saying I'm perfect. Yes, I
You
do
quite
have
literally did, though, with 10
always-
fingers.
I didn't know a 10 equaled perfection.
And you have a master's degree?
Yes, I do.
All right, what about you? Why'd you rate yourself what you rated yourself?
Why not? I
What
gave
can you
myself a 10.
What can you self-improve on?
Honestly, I don't want to do it. I've never gotten any work done. I barely wear makeup. I feel like
The question was, what do you need to work on your looks?
Nothing?
Narcissist.
I'm not a narcissist. I need to work on.
They're trying to trick you. Don't answer the question. You say you're a 10 out of 10. You're perfect. Don't answer the question.
Like physically, what do I need to work on?
Well, that's you gave yourself a 10 out of 10.
I could have a fatter ass.
So what did that mean? You're not a 10 out of 10?
No, I still am a 10 out of 10.
This exercise.
I said I could have a fatter ass. I don't need one.
I love doing this exercise because it literally proves that women are delusional, bro. Like, no offense, ladies, but all of you guys gave far-fetched answers that don't necessarily reflect reality. If y'all were as high as you guys, the only girl that gave an accurate, real assessment is like her. Like, that was fairly humble, that's to some degree of reality. But like, if any of y'all were 8s, 9s, and 10s, like you guys said, you would be flying around on boats with multimillionaires, billionaires. You'd know some famous people. You'd be on a red carpet somewhere with some athlete. Like, bruh.
Who says I won't be? I'm 22.
Okay, let me ask you: are you in your peak right now or later on?
I would say in about 2 years I'll be in my peak.
You're at your peak right now.
Yeah.
I'm just figuring out life.
Well,
I don't think that's my peak.
Do you think figuring out life makes you more valuable as a woman to men?
So you think 25? That's old.
I'm not saying that, but do you think figuring out life increases your value in the dating game to men?
Yeah.
The answer is no. You care about a man's competence. Men don't necessarily care about a woman's competence.
Just looks.
Yeah.
And somewhat feminine.
It's really that simple, ladies. I mean, you care about a dude being able to make money and be confident and ambitious, but dudes don't really care about that shit.
Yo, you know what we should do?
What?
Is have the girls rate the girl next to them what they can improve on. Since you're perfect and she's perfect, you guys could co-mingle. So what can she work on as a 10 out of 10?
I'm pretty sure we didn't think 10 meant perfect. Like,
That's what 10 means.
That's what it means.
1 out of 10.
I do think I'm perfect.
Okay, you do think you're perfect.
Yes.
This is incredible.
Okay, you know what? 1 out of 10, right? Sorry, 10 out of 10.
Yo, put the Rumble chat up, Chris.
Yeah. Rate her on what she could improve on since you're a 10. And then we'll do it all around the panel. So you tell her what she can improve on looks wise.
I'm not gonna tell her what she can improve on looks wise.
Why not?
Because that's degrading. Like I'm not gonna come here and degrade other
help her
women.
out. Help her out.
No, don't worry. Everyone's gonna rate it. Everyone's gonna do it.
Help
She's
her out.
gonna, and then she got you. Don't worry. Canada over here.
we have a
She got you.
wise, like only, like it's gotta be appearance.
Me personally, I'm not a fan of big lashes. I feel like you would look better with some classic, like
Appreciate it.
little petite lashes.
Appreciate
Okay.
it.
Cool.
That's honest. Cool. Help her out.
Thank
All right, so
you.
now rate her what she can improve on.
Yep. And then it's gonna go around the circle.
Appearance. It has
Yep.
to be
Yeah,
appearance.
parents.
That's mean. Like, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
go ahead.
Like, what?
I'm really good with myself. Go ahead.
Tell her. Help her
Oh
out.
my gosh.
So out of pocket.
I'm not gonna be offended.
I love like your natural look, like because that's beautiful, But you could always like experiment with makeup and find what you like. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hear that.
It's not about if she can hear. It's about the audience. So like, you can move the mic.
It's because you do that.
Oh, because I was talking to you.
Yeah, but the audience.
You got to move the mic. Remember how we told you that at the top of the show? Move the
you
mic
can
if you
grab
need
it.
to.
If you need it.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Stupid.
All right, what about you?
So about what you said, I know how I look like with makeup, but I'm good like that.
Right.
You're a real 10. Like, I think you're really pretty as fuck. So
Thank you.
yeah, I have no doubt about it.
Don't lie
Like
to
I
her.
told you when I've seen her at the entrance. So
Don't lie to her.
Yeah, you got to get one critique
Hater.
though. One thing she can improve on. Go ahead.
I have nothing. Like I've seen her
Bruh.
like, and I tell her.
all said it.
Hater.
You got to do it. Come on, one thing.
Just one thing.
Yo, this exercise proves so much about female
No.
nature.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but we've been like kind of playing a game here, and you guys have just been like consistently
Perfectly.
proving our stereotypes about women correct every single time and again.
I'm not gonna switch anything that I said to her. Like she knows exactly what I think to her. Like she's
Therefore,
like,
proving the stereotype more.
if you want, but I'm not gonna blame it like that girl. Like I'm not gonna find something like I don't think she has actually.
So she's 100% flawless.
Like for me, yes. Like for real. Like yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just say she's too old for braces. Some, I don't know.
What did he say?
Said she's too old for braces.
Like say something like that. It's fine.
At the end of the day, I'm fixing my teeth. That's all that matters.
fine.
I said,
That's
instead of
fine.
people walking around with fat ass veneers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, but that inherently means that
You're not
there's a
perfect.
flaw because you're fixing
Yeah.
it.
I'm not even gonna get into it
no,
with
it's
you
okay.
because
Issues.
you're chaos. You
Everyone
are
has
chaos.
issues. I'm not chaos,
You,
it's just that-
you know what I
Here's the
realized?
thing,
Like
you don't like-
you
you don't like
answer,
that
you
you
ask
contradict
questions
yourself.
that try to contradict people. That's what you try to do.
I don't contradict. You contradict yourself.
What do you mean?
I ask an open-ended question. You answer. Then I come back later on and bring up, hey, well, you said this earlier.
And you also asked me what would I improve on myself, and I said nothing because at the end of the day, I said I stand on me being a 10 out of 10. So no, I did not contradict myself.
You have braces in your mouth right now, which is inherently self-improving.
You asked me what would I want to improve in myself. Like, don't try to contradict me. Like, at the end of the day, I don't have no problem with my
You
teeth.
said earlier, I'll just shower you 10 out of 10. Why you
10
go-
out of 10.
No,
No makeup.
Why you wear lashes then?
No lashes. You asked me a question. 10 out of 10. I wear lashes because I like lashes.
I got you. You just said earlier, I'll just shower you 10 out of 10. So why you wear lashes then?
Because I like lashes.
Nah.
I like how they look on me. I like the fact that it dramatizes your
Then
face.
you're
It
not
brings
10
out your eyes
Then
more.
guess what? You are not a 10 out of 10.
You asked me what I am out the shower. I said I am a 10 out of 10. You asked me what I'm out the shower with no makeup, no nothing. I
Yeah.
said a 10 out of 10.
So do you
like
shower-
you're trying to contradict me
No,
with what I'm saying.
you-
At the end of the
you
day,
did earlier.
At the end of the day, I stand on what I said. I'm a 10 out of 10. Next question. I'm like,
Am I going crazy
like
right now? Here's the thing.
no,
We're
you're not
creating-
crazy.
we're not
I'm not
creating
gonna
chaos.
flip back on my answer.
It's chaos because you're not used to saying something. Some saying, "Whoa, hold on, that doesn't make sense," and then calling you on your contradiction.
Because it
That's
doesn't
what
make
you're.
sense to
that's what,
you.
No, it
No,
doesn't
no.
make sense to 20,000 plus people watching us. You've been contradicting yourself all night.
Yeah.
The thing is this: women kind of go around life and say whatever they want to say. Guys never tell them anything. No one ever checks them on their stupidity. No one ever calls them out. Blah blah blah. We do it. Oh my God. Blah blah blah. This has been a very uncomfortable conversation for a lot of y'all because most of you guys have probably not heard the truth from a man before.
Yeah.
And we're telling y'all this is what it is.
Keeping 1,000. And actually, one more thing.
Mhm.
Do you shower with? Actually, sorry. Let me be a little bit nicer. Is that your hair?
No, this is a wig.
Okay. So nope. You're a 10 out of 10. Yet you wear a wig and lashes. Make that make sense for me. Make that make sense for me.
Tens can't enhance themselves?
But then that's
But that inherently means that you're not perfect.
Okay, all the women that are on magazines or whatever, they can do their makeup, they get shit, they get work done. They like
Photoshop for magazines.
I feel like this is just weird because, like, how are you supposed to tell someone, oh, this is what you could do to be a 10? What is a 10? Apparently, they say Bella Hadid is the most beautiful woman. I completely disagree with that. So I feel like
here's the thing. You got to take accountability for your answer. You gave the answer. We're just checking you on it. Like, okay, are you really a 10? And we start asking questions. You guys don't like the fact that we're holding you to the fire. You say some delusional shit. We go ask questions. I'm a 10. Really? Okay. The thing is, women don't like to be uncomfortably told the truth, bro. That's what it
I
is. This
agree.
exercise proves that.
I agree.
That's why a lot of y'all like, oh, you got your arms folded. You're chaos, blah, blah, blah. It's not chaos.
Because like a lot of people, because the thing is like
we're
I've
bringing y'all
listened
back
to
to
this.
fucking reality,
I've
bro.
listened to this podcast
We're
before.
bringing you women back to reality, bro.
I've listened to this podcast before, and honestly, like
And
you're
you
not
should've known
everybody's
that.
favorite. You're not everybody's favorite. That's why I'm not
They
offended
need to
by
write
the question you're
themselves.
asking me because I know your tactics already. But at the end of the
Bruh.
day, if I was to take at the end of the day, like somebody said, you're telling me a 10 out of 10 can't enhance themselves. At the end of the day, if I take the wig off, my hair is naturally like I'm not.
Stop the cap.
Please,
Listen.
I'll show you a picture right
Listen,
now without the lashes.
We're not saying that you're not pretty. We're just saying if you said 10 out of 10, we're gonna ask you, okay, hold on. 10 out of 10 means you're perfect, which means by example, you can't have anything to enhance you because you're perfect. So we're just saying we're checking you on that. That's
y'all
it.
are y'all are taking away from the fact that I said that because I have braces.
No, we're just
because
saying
of what he said. He was like, "Oh, but you're too old to have braces."
you
And
are
then you
a
are saying,
good-looking woman. We're just saying if you're 10 out of 10, why were all the enhancements? For what?
because a 10 out of 10 can enhance themselves even more if they
Bruh.
want to. Because that's what I like to do. I like wearing wigs.
She was coming to be on camera. What you expected her to be fresh out the shower coming here?
I mean,
Coming anytime. At the end of the day, you're showing up to be presentable.
No,
you're showing up to be presentable, and you hold yourself in a
out the shower.
certain
I'm
way.
10 out of 10 out the shower.
Period. And I stand on it. Like I said.
Bruh.
You guys
Somebody
don't see,
said take off the
Hold on,
horse
hold on.
hair.
There's a bigger thing here. Y'all don't see an
Remove the wig
issue
now.
with saying that you're a 10 out of 10 and you're perfect. Do you guys not see like the fucking crazy narcissism, solipsism that goes into that?
Can anybody
from your
you're
point
missing,
of
you're
view?
missing the bigger picture here. Y'all are quite literally saying I'm flawless.
Flawless diamonds.
Point out my flaws
Beyonce.
then. I do think I'm flawless.
Delusion is a flaw, I would say, of yours.
Your voice was
Okay.
Like, I would say you're fairly delusional is a flaw. Like,
What else?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
bro.
thought we were talking about physical.
Oh, physical?
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
let me see.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm not here to
well, I
tell
don't
you.
really know because I don't
But-
see what's underneath the hoodie. But the thing is that you're not a 10, bro. You're not a 10. Like nobody at this table is a 10.
But beauty
All right.
standards around the world is different, though.
What?
Beauty standards around the world is different.
Like
We live in America.
who's a 10? Give me an example.
Right, but
Man, what do you rate yourself?
Island
Bro.
people different, darling. You know that.
Okay. No. What is a 10 to you?
Right,
That's
who's
what
a
we should
10?
be talking. What's a 10 to you? What is a 10 to
It
the
honestly
man
doesn't
standards?
really
Okay.
exist. It doesn't really
Since we're
exist.
talking about the general,
It doesn't really exist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
It
a
doesn't-
strong 9?
Nobody at the table.
No,
Nobody
to
at the
you,
table's a
we're
strong nine.
asking about to
What's
you,
your
like to
example
you,
of a
what's a
10?
strong 9 to you? That's what they're asking.
That's irrelevant. I mean, what I would rate. I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and give my personal
From a
rating,
male
but,
standpoint,
but
what's a
objectively
strong 9?
speaking, if any of y'all were a 9 at the table, you guys would be on the cover of a magazine somewhere. You guys
That's
would be a
not what we're asking
supermodel.
you.
So give us what is an example to you of a 10?
You would be getting paid off of strictly your looks and nothing else, and you'd be dating some rapper or athlete or some shit. Someone would know who you were.
Fresh to you, what is a 9?
Yeah, fresh,
What's
that's
a
a
9 to you? To your preference, what is a 9? Or if you don't want to speak in regards to
wanna
you
hear
as an
his
individual,
opinion.
as a man,
Yeah.
what is a 9 to you?
So, to be quite honest with you, right? I look at the woman and I say to myself, okay, cool. Is she attractive? Is she good looking? Especially with no makeup on.
When you say attractive,
Now-
what are you looking at? What are you looking for? What are you looking
talking
at?
about natural look without makeup. Now, to give her a number, I won't do that because as a man of God, I don't want to judge anybody. So I'm just saying, like, respectfully, 10 out of 10 is cap. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all we're saying. Is
Respectfully.
like y'all grossly overrated yourselves.
Yeah.
We
Significantly.
can't have high self-esteem.
I said, what is a 9 to you, Fresh? That's what I asked you. What is
Oh,
a
to
9
me?
to you? Like, if you was to look at a woman and rate her a 9, what is it that you're looking at? What made
what
you rate
quality
her
does
a
she
9?
have?
When I see it, I'll tell you,
Okay.
but I haven't seen it yet.
So you're saying in general, you've been in Miami this whole, like, for all the time. You said you never noticed a 9?
No, I might have seen her, but I forgot what she looked like.
You forgot what she looked like, but
Yeah.
she was a 9?
Yeah.
Well, not fresh out the shower.
Yo, you guys not
That's not
get
what
that
I'm
like
No, I get what you're saying,
nines,
but
like,
I just
these
wanted
women
to ask
aren't
him a
common,
question.
bro. Like
I
they're
just
not
wanted to
common.
ask him a question.
They're like the 1 percentile. You don't run into them often. They're
like
extremely
They're like
rare.
on a yacht in Russia or like
Yeah, like-
freaking Dubai or something like that. Like they're not like here chilling.
And they're not natural.
Or it's
Uh,
Photoshop.
I agree
Like,
to disagree because
stuff
I've
you see on
seen some
Instagram.
Ethiopian women.
Been there,
Jesus
did that.
Lord.
Yeah,
Instagram be Photoshop. That's fake.
All right.
Okay.
This was a very telling exercise.
Y'all are
Did we
so
gotta
funny.
keep going with that criticizing?
Yeah.
All right. Criticize her. Go ahead.
You're not safe.
One critique.
One thing she can work on.
She is 6, so you could go ahead and there's a couple things.
5
You
hours
can, I'm
later.
sure that you can.
7 hours later.
Be quiet.
Focusing.
Right. I'm just trying to find it.
Don't worry, ladies. We'll let you guys ask us a question after.
Yeah.
We'll let y'all. We'll turn it to y'all to
You
go
can-
ahead
you
and
can
ask
grill
us. So come up with a good question. All right. So because you guys clearly don't like getting grilled here, so we'll let you guys go ahead and grill us.
10 hours later.
I have thick skin, don't worry.
I don't matter.
I would say the texture of your skin, like your skincare routine.
Okay.
I would say that, honestly.
Okay.
Looking at her, I would say that.
So she needs to do better skin routines.
I've been to Miami a few days. Like,
Okay. And for her?
I don't like this exercise. Like you're beautiful.
Listen, help your sister out. Let her know what she's
she's
going on.
beautiful.
Go ahead.
Just one thing.
One thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Be honest. Could be her
I
nails.
find this no, but this. Let me see your nails.
Could be her
Her
hair.
nails are cute. Her
Could be
hair's
her nose.
cute. Like
This is simple, man.
That's not something they can help.
It's not simple
Huh?
because
That's
like
not something they can help. That's like telling, oh, you should get surgery. Like that's,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Goes to, hold on, goes to
I
all the
think she's
time.
beautiful.
BBLs and nose jobs and lip fillers and stuff. One
I
thing.
don't know. I find she's beautiful. She's a 10 to me. Like I am not good
Bruh.
at judging. I don't understand like other people's like beauty standards. So to
So
me,
she's
like
perfect to you.
I look at her, she's gorgeous. Wouldn't change anything. That's it. I stand by that.
I mean, find something if you want.
Damn, like how? Okay.
I'll find it for you if you.
Chris. Chris.
Go ahead.
No,
Like
no,
I'm,
no,
I,
go ahead.
I, to me, like I'm someone who's like not good at naming certain stuff.
All right,
'cause I
chat
just-
said
I don't
help
know.
her out.
Okay.
All right, you got bags on their eyes. There you go. Crow's eyes. There you go.
Okay.
Is that crow's eye? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
Okay, Chris helped you out there. Okay, so
I
right
don't
here.
agree.
One thing she can work on. And be honest.
You know what the funny part is? Each girl knows what another's flaws. They just don't want to say it.
They don't want to say it. Yeah.
But it's cool.
She called it. She's overweight. I think she has a really pretty face.
Okay.
She's overweight. If she lost weight, she'd be even better.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
One thing for her.
Yep. And it can't be that she doesn't know what Hitler did.
Don't cap. Keep it 1,000. Shimona.
This is
Let's hear it.
awkward.
This is so awkward.
Um,
10 hours later.
This is incredible.
We're waiting.
I
This is really
personally,
incredible.
I'm not a fan of the lip filler thing, so I would say the lips.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. You knew that from before. You just did it. Just wanted to feel it out.
And then.
And what would you critique her since she's perfect?
Yeah.
I think she's beautiful, but the only thing I like is dark eyes. So, and I know you can't change your eye color. So,
Now she can get contacts.
Something that she can actually improve on, man. That was gay.
She can get contacts.
Yeah,
That's kind of dumb though, but.
maybe your hair.
Okay. Well, what about her?
What's wrong with her?
Nothing.
You look
can't
like a
even
child.
see
That's
my
what
hair.
she's trying to tell you, bro. You look like a fucking child. What's the word with the two weird braids? All right. All right. That's what she don't want to say. But okay. Let's see
Some
here.
Rumble chats.
Rumble chats. We're gonna turn it to
They
them,
have a
right?
question for us or comment or.
Watch them have nothing. All right. Let's. Okay. Hit share. Okay. Tree X goes. He said, "Rate yourself honestly." That wasn't and being honest rating B. Okay. If you're 8 to 9s, fresh faced out the shower, where do you with makeup then? 10? Why even wear makeup if you're already perfect?
And
Facts.
11, bish.
Okay. 1 out of 10 though.
All right. Mine, the elephant had a point. Although what woman calls herself an elephant and also raised himself an ace, she found a loophole in the question to not feel stupid. She's still stupid.
Nah, no sir.
Stupid.
Never that. I was
10
not
out of 10, but
loophole,
needs
it's
braces? What the fuck is this? Brazilian girl
Yo.
sounds like a black girl. If you close your eyes, found the problem, Myron. This nigga, bro.
I am black.
What?
You black?
I'm black and white. Yes, I'm mixed race.
That's common in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there's some African American Brazilians. Okay,
cool.
Try X goes. He said, rate yourself honestly. That was no, we read that one before. Bigum Claren goes, the chick in white next to Fresh talks slow like Forrest Gump. Lives like a box of chocolates. Yeah. And somebody here makes chocolates, right? Who makes chocolates here?
Can't make this shit up, bro. Can't make this shit up.
Can the girls name the planets in the solar system also girl next to Fresh? Can you do a twirl in the chat?
Oh,
Nigga,
shit.
we are not going to have them name the planets of the solar system.
Wait, they might know because of star signs. Do you guys know? Because like science, like
Who believes in astrology and science? Raise your hands. Okay. Who else?
A little bit.
Okay, so she definitely does.
It
Okay.
depends to what degree. Yeah.
Would you disqualify a guy because you didn't meet your star sign?
No.
Would you?
No.
So do you really believe in it then?
I do, but like, I'm not gonna. I feel like it gives me an indication of who you are, but I'm not gonna base your whole being off of your zodiac sign.
okay, what sign is he? Keep it 1,000.
I feel like
I could guess.
Merch.
he's either like a Scorpio or a Leo.
Damn, how'd you know?
Or Aries.
Damn.
Or Taurus.
How'd you know?
Which one is
Or Gemini.
Wait,
He's being funny. That's
you
a
don't
boy.
know?
Or Aquarius.
He can say Virgo or Cancer energy.
It must be a Virgo.
Virgo or Cancer.
Because he has a big nose. That's why he's Virgo.
Thanks, man.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
another point proven.
Okay. Macchiato with mocha goes. What?
You read
Oh
that
no, I
one.
read that one. Okay. Big man Tingya goes. Frenchie, you sound like a dog with peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. What the fuck? You have anything you want to say back to Big Man Ting?
Well, I'm allergic to peanuts, so I'm not gonna answer this.
Maybe
And
almond butter.
What the fuck, bro?
this is stupid.
Yo,
All right.
Sound like a
ruthless,
dog with
bro.
peanut butter on the roof.
Junior goes. Marin, interview on Standout TV was too easy. He made the girl look like the rest. He even wore his nice outfit. Shout out to the book Chukka Boots. I got you, bro. KM goes, the fact that these women couldn't just come out and say no to their son with a whore is why fathers make better parents. Men will tell their daughters to stay away from shitty men, including them. That's true.
That's true.
I said no.
What was that?
Yeah, you said no.
I said no.
Please.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah. So you guys did.
These girls are satanic. Girls like these create the environment of school shooters. They teach them morality, just be happy despite the consequences of society. Hope they all have happy kids on drugs. God damn, nigga.
What the fuck?
All right. Rain Clouds goes, Myron showing monk level patience tonight. Yeah, bro. That's why I lose hair. Whoa, looks like the blabbing hoe is taking the lead in who's most likely to get castle race. Well, she castled herself. Waiter, that was from the girl before. Inside Myron's head is like, I wish little Hitler grow us faster so I don't have to deal with these 304s. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Call her a stupid bitch. Who are you talking about? And then, huh?
The stripper that just left.
Oh, the girl that we kicked out. Okay, well, that Chris kicked out.
Yeah.
Where little Hitler at? Send these 304s to concentration camp. Where are they
Oh my
not listening?
God.
God damn, nigga. Do you know what a concentration camp is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a place where like they put people and like keep them held captive for Did you hear me?
That's
Yeah.
somewhat the definition, yeah.
Depends on the situation, I guess.
But it's specific to a group.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll let her live.
All right.
So
Okay.
ladies,
So yeah, we're gonna
leave a
turn it to y'all.
question, comment.
You get a chance to go ahead and grill us.
Anything you want to
You
ask
just
us?
stare at me. Give me that death stare. All right. So we'll start. Who wants to go first? Who had a question, disagreement,
comment.
whatever it may be? This is your chance to talk shit back. So
Or
go ahead.
I
last
got a
thoughts on the
question
show.
for you.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead.
Are you in a relationship?
Here we go.
Ooh.
You know, I love this question.
It's a straight answer. It's a yes or no.
Yes,
Okay. How long?
a few,
What is a few?
a few relationships.
A few relationships. So you're not in a committed relationship with one individual.
No, he's committed to the few.
Oh my God.
To the
And
view.
can I ask, why do you feel the need to do that? Like, why do you feel the need to be in a relationship with?
Because he
multiple people?
wants to.
I'm not asking you. Who's saying that behind the mic?
Because monogamy is stupid.
Well, that wasn't
Why
me.
do you feel like that? It's an honest question.
Because
For
it's
you,
not,
why do you feel like
it's
that?
not a man's. I could speak for all men, and it's not a man's best. It's not men. It's not natural for men to be monogamous to one woman. Most guys don't want that. Most guys
And-
want to have multiple partners, just that they can't
Okay.
because their girl won't allow it.
And the next question I have for you, those multiple individuals that you're in a relationship, do they all know about each other? Like, do they know that you're in communication with multiple other women?
I
Do
don't
they
lie.
know?
I keep it real. I tell them up straight up.
They
what
know
it
and
is.
they're okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So another question that I have for you.
Damn, how many you got?
Just two.
Okay, I got a question for you. Okay, you know what? Ask your last one, and then because
Let
I
me
want to ask why you asked that, but I already know why you asked it. But it's interesting.
why I have another question for you.
Yeah, sure.
So I feel like
Merch.
oh, get closer. My phone. So these women, these multiple women that you're with, do you feel like in the status that you're in, do you feel like all those women would still entertain you? Like strip away the money, strip away what you do for a living, strip away the lifestyle that you may have. Do you feel like those women would still involve themselves with you?
No.
Whether it be individually or just all those multiple women all at once. Like just strip away the lifestyle, strip away how much you make. Do you feel like those women will still involve themselves with you?
See, the difference between me and you is I'm not delusional. They absolutely.
not the question that I
hold on,
asked
I'm going to answer it
you.
right now.
I'm
The
not
difference between me and
delusional.
you is I accept reality. Women are with me because of my status and what I built up. That's how it goes. That's the world we live in. Women love opportunistically. I acknowledge, and I accept that. That's
So
how
the
it goes.
answer is no.
Yeah, absolutely no.
Okay, yeah, that's all I was
Girls,
asking
here's the
you.
thing: women will only tolerate you having options and doing whatever it is when you're of higher status and higher value.
And I completely agree.
Women will share a winner only, but the thing is that being a winner is contingent upon your work. So you cannot be a bum and be able to do that. So, but my thing is, so because I always find it interesting when girls ask me this question. I know where it's coming from, but why did you ask me if I'm in a relationship?
Here we go.
I asked you because I really genuinely wanted to ask you.
No,
like, because I feel like, what do you mean?
You can't believe
Why
it.
wouldn't I believe it?
You don't.
I feel like he has very valid points. It's just in the matter that he
Delivers
the
them?
tone. Yes, the way he
The
delivers
delivery.
it. Yes, the delivery.
Oh my
he
goodness.
has valid points. What you said is very valid. What you said, but it's just the way he delivers it that people may think like, oh my god, he's an asshole.
But let me ask
Which is
you
why I
this.
said like you're chaos, and I feel like your chaos makes a podcast
If-
because you
if
answer
a
you
fact
ask
is
the questions
stated-
that technically people don't want to answer.
Well, let me ask you this: if a fact is stated, does it? If I say 1 + 1 is 2, or the sky is fucking blue, does it change the fact that it's still a fact?
It's not, but at the end of the day, we're
Hold on, whoa,
all emotional human beings. So the way that you deliver it, whether someone agrees, that will take within themselves whether to oppose whether or not they agree with you, just because we're emotional. We're
Okay,
emotional
well,
human
whose fault is that?
Yeah, facts and feelings don't mix.
The emotional person, right? Because
Yes.
aren't you supposed to be in control of your emotions?
Oh shit.
Most definitely.
Okay, so whose fault is it really?
The person that is taking on the emotion that's being
Okay.
emotional.
So if a fact is stated, it doesn't matter who said it or how they said it. It was stated.
It was very true, but like I said, there are people that are emotional. The people that do call you an asshole just based on your delivery, but that doesn't take away from the fact that the things that you say are straight facts.
All right, so I, because you asked if I'm in a relationship, and I find that very interesting. What if I were to ask you, would it make sense for me to ask you, are you going out and having sex with guys?
Am I going out and having sex with guys?
Yeah, would that be?
I mean, in regards to the sex conversation, that's TMI.
It'd be kind of dumb for me to ask that, right?
It's TMI.
Yeah, but it's a stupid question. And the reason why is because it's easy for you to go out and get sex, correct?
As a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, because men are easy.
Thank you.
Men are easy.
You triggered my trap card.
Men are easy. Men are easy.
Yeah. So that doesn't change the fact that like you're still attractive and you can go ahead and get sex, right?
Oh, that doesn't change the fact.
Yeah. So when a girl asks me, "Are you in a relationship?" It's always funny because they're trying to be like, "Oh, well, do you even qualify to be giving advice?" And the reality is that girls want the relationship. I'm the one that gives out the relationship. Just like you're the one that gives out sex. Do you see what the dynamic here? What I'm
I
trying to go
understand
at?
what you're saying, but that's not the nature of why I asked the question.
No,
why I
100%
asked you
is
the question.
because your thing is like, no, there's no way this guy's saying all this shit. There's no way he has a girl, whatever. And my thing is, let's say I was single, it wouldn't matter. Well, I kind of am, but let's say I do what the fuck I want to do. But let's say I was single, right, 100%, and I didn't have no girl that I dealt with at all, and I was just 1,000% single. It would be irrelevant because I'm the one that picks out relationships, just like you pick who fucks.
Like I said, that's not.
Which is why I was
the
making fun of you
context
earlier,
why I
because
asked you the question.
You
though.
don't decide like that guy before. Like you were saying, oh yeah, in my head I'm like committed to this guy, but the reality is he picks you, you don't pick him.
Yeah, you can say that, but that's like I said, that's not the nature of why I asked the question. That's not the context of why I asked.
Why'd you
the
ask the question then?
I asked the question because I was genuinely like wanting to know, like, is he in a relationship with someone else?
But why?
Why?
Because of the way that you're like, in regards to like your
You're trying to
demeanor.
disqualify my advice. That's
exactly.
No,
that's why.
like I said, I agree with everything you said. It would have been different if I would have opposed and like completely disagree with what he said. With everything with what
See,
he
if
said.
I said I was single, you would be like, you don't even gotta go.
Yeah.
That's what you
I
would have
wouldn't
said.
say that. I would have been like, okay,
all right.
but you want to be right and impose that on me, but that's not why I asked you the question.
I'm just saying it's a nonsensical point because I'm the one who dictates relationships because I am the man. The women want to get
And I
with
did
me.
not disagree with you.
Just like you pick who you fuck. I'd
I
be
did
stupid
not-
to say, yo, can you even get laid? That'd be foolish for me to say that because you're a woman. You
But
pick who
listen,
fucks.
I did not disagree with you.
All right.
I didn't disagree with
Bro,
you.
you been going in circles, man.
I wanted to ask the same question, but it's more so
Sure.
because of his standards of what he was relaying back in the conversation. So it would be for me like, is this holy grail of a woman who captured this being? You get what I'm saying? In that sense of me asking why you would be in a relationship, not the sense of you're disqualifying your advice, but based on your response to the conversation, I would have think like, damn, he really found this unicorn that he's looking for based on how I took your responses is what I would say.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Anybody else? Disagreement? Something?
Somebody asked him a question.
Okay.
Yeah, I still wanna-
Go ahead.
Do y'all consider yourselves high value men?
He definitely does. He
Strip
definitely
away
does.
the money.
I mean, that term is so
what do you think?
Obscure, but
You know the answer. No?
He
Okay.
definitely does.
So ask me. So let me ask you this: What would make a high value guy in your eyes?
You want me to be fully honest?
Go ahead.
He
Keep it
wouldn't
1,000.
be on a podcast doing this. I honestly think this is like, I mean, it pays the bills, but I don't think he'll be here doing this.
Okay, no. What should he do then?
Well, I would say I have dated high value men, and they would think what y'all do is weird.
Okay,
But
that's,
what is a
that's
high
perfect.
value
But hold
man?
on, where are they now?
At home.
And you're single?
I'm not really single, but
So you knowing what a guy you're dating at home thinks, you came here still on the podcast with weird niggas. Made that make sense to me.
I could say, you know why I came here? I think it's very obvious. Exposure. I'm on OnlyFans. I'm getting paid.
Oh, so you get
Essentially,
paid.
the last time I came here, I got paid. This time, I'm gonna get paid.
So let me get this straight. So these guys on a podcast that are weird shouldn't be doing this because you think they're not high value.
No, like I said, it pays the bills.
So can you define what a high value man is in your eyes then?
One, a man who's not interested in multiple women. Two, what's funny about that? Okay, how old are y'all?
Continue on. No, keep going.
How old are y'all?
No, keep going. I don't want to interrupt you. Keep going.
How old are y'all?
Keep going.
Go ahead.
Keep going.
How old are y'all?
I have a question.
I am 30 years old.
Okay, and how old are you?
I don't understand what that has to do with the question.
Because, okay, so not only, I'm very I date older men. So I'll say I date men who live their life and they done everything they wanted to do. Y'all are still young. Y'all are just touching money. I fuck with men who been touching money, who been fucked every bitch they wanted to fuck.
Okay, so you think a high value guy doesn't have multiple women. Okay, what else?
That's not what I said. But a high
literally
value
just said
man
that.
would, no.
Are y'all on the same podcast as me?
No, you did. You said a guy that's not interested in multiple women.
You did say that, sis.
Okay, not all high value men, but the ones who are serious and
Take us through what a high value man is. Go ahead.
You said what?
Take us through what a high value man is. Go ahead.
In my opinion,
In your opinion.
a high value man is one who knows what he wants in life, as in he wants a woman, a marriage, to have a family.
Okay.
And he's about his business, so he gets money. He looks good. He values his health and going to the gym. And has a good relationship with his family. I'll say that's a high value man.
So is Nick Cannon high value or no?
Lord. No,
Why?
because he's got 20 baby mamas.
Okay. By your definition. Okay.
You do realize that high value men since the beginning of time have always had multiple women, right?
Yeah. Kings.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the indicators that a guy is of higher status because he's able to attract multiple women.
And breed.
Okay, but that's younger men. Older men are tired of that.
Really?
From the men that I have been with, yes.
So that's what you did they tell you that?
Yeah.
Yo, and y'all thought I was, bro.
I have a question for you, Rich. I have
You know
a
what's funny
question
about
for
this,
you.
right? Niggas will say whatever they need to say to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Them niggas fucking. Guarantee you.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Guarantee you.
And you fell for it.
You're here right now. What are they doing? You don't even know.
Yeah, you don't even know.
You would never know.
I'm not worried about what my man's doing. I trust him.
So you do have a man now because you said before you were single.
Yeah,
I said that for a reason.
It's too funny.
Oh, so you don't even claim him?
No, I do. I'm on a damn podcast. He don't care about this. This is not real life. As soon as I leave this podcast, I'm gonna go home and go back to my normal life.
And he claims you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And you think he's not having sex with other girls and he's a high value guy like you say?
Yes.
What does he do?
He owns 5 businesses.
Okay. And you think he's just having sex with you?
I know he is.
Really?
Yes.
But you're a dancer on your own OnlyFans?
Mm-hmm.
And he's okay with that?
He understands that I got to do what I got to do to get to where I want to go.
So if he's high status, wouldn't he support you so that you don't have to do that?
Yeah.
We've only been together for 3 months. I don't expect some man to just take care of me.
Yo, he's selling a dream, bro. He's selling a dream.
6 months.
He's smart. You know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, if he's selling a dream, then why would he take me back home with his family on Thanksgiving to go meet his mother?
Because it looks good.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah.
Makes you feel like you're concrete,
Yeah,
even
I
though
mean,
you're probably the third girl that freaking year.
I'm pretty sure last year,
it's like
he asked mother girl too last year, probably.
Yeah.
You don't even know that
Like
shit.
you've been with him for 3 months, bro. Like, and you think he got money, status, he has all these things, and he's just gonna fuck you?
Yeah.
When you go get a girl that's not on OnlyFans, not a stripper, not doing all that stuff that could.
He comes from the hustle just like me. He gets like, I don't need to explain this to y'all because I wouldn't fuck with y'all and y'all wouldn't fuck with me. So that's fine.
But I'm trying to explain that most guys wouldn't fuck with a girl like you, to be honest.
And I don't fuck with most guys.
From a relationship standpoint.
I mean, they'll
from a
smash.
relationship standpoint,
Yeah,
they'll
they'll
fuck and shit, but like,
And I don't
to
fuck with
call-
most guys.
that's irrelevant because the guys that you want to fuck with, I'm trying to say is like they wouldn't take you serious.
Okay.
They'll lie to you.
They'll lie to you.
Sure.
They'll sell you a dream. Maybe bring you out to Thanksgiving. Like, bruh.
yo,
hook, line, and
hold on.
sinker, bro.
Stop your turkey. No. At 22, I get it. She thinks the world's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
it's going smooth. But I'm telling you right now, reality's gonna come up to you eventually and say, you know what? Damn, these niggas are spitting in the studio. These weird niggas.
Yeah,
we're just telling you the truth, like 100%. Because we're not,
Y'all don't know my relationship. Y'all don't even know this man.
bro.
So how are you gonna sit here and tell me?
Niggas that got money fuck bitches, bro.
Yeah,
like you don't do you not?
Okay,
yo,
can I say his age? Because maybe that might help y'all understand. He's
No,
37.
No.
That doesn't change nothing.
That's even worse. That nigga has experience. He's been fucking hoes for a minute.
Oh, 22-year-old girl?
Lord.
He got you.
That nigga got options.
He's 37 and he got you. Imagine what he's doing when you're not here.
Same how he got you. He
Yeah,
can
he's
get her.
fucking.
He can get her. He can get her.
Any girl he wants.
You know what?
man.
I'm bored today. She's at work. Bet.
But you're only 3 months in.
Yo, you're a stripper, so you already know how many rich niggas come in the club and cheat
I
on their
can
girl.
FaceTime my man at any time when I'm at work and he's gonna pick up.
Yeah, sure.
There's never been a time that he don't answer. Me and her
Bruh.
in communication at all
Your
times.
entire industry makes money off of dudes like him that go in and cheat on their girls and fucking want to have other women. Bro, men are only as faithful as their options. We say negative things about women and men.
So you don't think that a man with money can be faithful?
Ever?
It's even harder if you think about it.
Like
I mean,
ever?
like, hold on. How many guys have you dated, roughly?
Serious relationship?
Serious.
4.
Have they cheated on you?
Yes.
I don't want to go for any further, bro. I'm like, it's just normal. It's
Not
normal.
all
A
of
guy
them.
with money, right, has options, is probably gonna cheat for the most part.
Y'all never even answer my question.
I got cheated on by a broke man.
If y'all think that y'all are high value men.
I mean, you
we don't have
answered
to,
it.
we don't have to answer it because you're on our podcast, right?
So now you don't want to answer my question.
Your actions demonstrate the question. You're on our podcast because we have influence, which
For
means we
clout.
need to reach an audience. You're cloud jacking us. We have influence and power to influence what people do. So therefore, we.
I mean,
have,
I feel
we
like
have
a high value
status.
man in real life compared to a high value man on the internet, like
But the internet is real life.
no, it's
But
not.
This is a two-hour show, and then we're out of here.
Your OnlyFans is
Back
the
to life.
internet, right?
Like, this is just a show.
Yeah, and that's all.
Hold on. You think this is what we only do?
No,
So then why are you saying that?
saying what?
See, so since you don't know what actually defines a higher status guy, it's income, the ability to influence others, being respected by your peers, right? Having people respecting you in general, being in shape. These are all things that come into it. Being a man is a multivaried analysis, but influence is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your actions in itself already kind of prove where we stand. You're on our podcast. It's not the other way around. And you're on it for a reason.
And you made money.
And you even said it, like, you just by you showing up,
yeah,
you're able to boost up your influence and get some money. So what does that tell you?
I don't think the internet is real. So I feel like once
You're
the
on
podcast
OnlyFans.
The internet is very real. You make a living off of it.
I don't make a live. I don't rely on OnlyFans to pay my bills. That's just extra money.
Okay, so then what do you do?
So is money not real now all of a sudden?
No, it's
That's
fake
not
money.
what I'm saying. But I don't need if OnlyFans were to go down tomorrow, my bills are still gonna be paid.
By who?
by myself because
But
I do multiple
what do you
things.
do though? But what do you do other than OnlyFans?
I also have my real estate license and I have a small business.
Bro, when's the last time you sold a house? Stop capping.
Yeah. Be honest.
Stop capping.
I just got my real estate license.
Okay, you ain't sold a house yet. Bro, like,
this is,
you know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
bro.
I'm done going back and forth with y'all.
It's just no. It's just like
it's funny.
It's just funny because it's like you're over here like, are y'all high value men? Bro, we don't gotta answer that. Your actions dictate what it is.
If a guy has to say what he is, he's probably not that. Like you should just know about how they move. And then for example, like
I'll
you
say
came here
too.
for clout, which means, for example, on some level, people look up to us to see either guidance or value, or maybe for entertainment. The point is that you're here for a reason. And I know you don't like the show like that.
And Monofresh.
So that proves it even more.
Yeah, it's like,
you don't even like us. You don't fuck with us, but you here.
And Monofresh.
So what does that prove?
Properties, so.
I didn't say I don't fuck with y'all.
Bruh,
I didn't say that.
you just said.
Yo, stop lying, bro.
Yeah,
like it's fine. You could just say it with your chest.
We don't care. Honestly,
we don't care. It doesn't hurt our feelings.
We're good.
But again, that proves our point even more. You don't even you've been extremely uncomfortable the entire show. You don't even really want to be here, but you're still fucking here. So if that doesn't prove,
Who said I'm uncomfortable?
bro.
We can see your face expressions.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, bro. We
can
ain't
see how
stupid.
you're sitting like.
When we're grilling you on you calling yourself a 10, whatever. This whole high value guy conversation. You trying
You
to make
me
us look
mugging him when
dumb,
we
taking
talk.
L's. Like it's cool,
I'm
man.
not me mugging nobody.
Bruh.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? Getting called out on lies. I'm single, but not really. This guy claims me. Now he does it. Like, bruh. Like,
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's 22.
Yeah, she's 22.
I get it.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
Do you have another question?
Nope.
Okay.
She could dish it, but she can't take it. Fantastic.
What
have a
would y'all
question.
rate yourselves and why?
Okay.
On what basis?
No, I have a
1
question.
to 10.
I have a
What
question.
though?
No, hold on. Chance first.
Overall.
Go ahead. So one out of 10, and then what's the rating?
Because the thing is this, like, here's the difference. What men and women are very different. Men can make up their value in different ways. Looks, income status, all that.
Overall.
So overall,
Yeah, 1 to 10. And why?
if we're gonna go overall, not looks only,
Okay, was our 1 to 10 looks only? Then yeah, we could do that.
yours was.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
I mean, it's men don't care about how much money a woman makes.
Appearance only.
Huh?
Appearance only.
Okay.
1 to 10.
Oh shit, fresh. Sorry.
You want to hit this one for it?
No, go. Damn it.
Best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Damn.
We do this all the time.
Damn it.
Dude,
I lost today.
Yo,
Damn it.
taking L's. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 1 out of 10 looks only. That's like a 6.
Come on, fresh.
What, nigga?
Stop being delusional, man. Come on.
Nigga, how you gonna rate a man? You faggot. How you rate a man? You faggot.
I thought that was on the list of no, can't
No,
say that.
we're on
Rumble. We good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I give myself like a 6.5 on looks only. 6.5, somewhere in that range.
Let's be real.
Ooh. Oh.
What?
Okay, so I have a question.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure, go ahead. Hit us with it.
So, do you all agree that there might be exceptions to these statistics that you all are talking about?
The
On some
exception
level,
doesn't make the rule.
But they're so small, it's like minute. It doesn't really matter.
It's statistically insignificant. You can't make an argument for 3%.
No, I'm not saying I'm making an argument. I just want to know if you all feel
think-
that,
It exists.
Remember,
Yeah.
this is the masses. It has to be very general because you can't say, oh, well, I know a guy that does this. Is like, what are the general stats of this? Okay, cool. That's
No,
what reality is.
The only reason I asked that is because a lot of us here talked about experiences and it was against what you all were saying. So I just wanted to get that kind of understanding where you all could say yes, that you all know there's an exception. It might not be common, but I just want that kind of.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, we take.
But you agree there's an exception, even though it's irrelevant to you.
Well,
There's
no.
always exceptions.
Okay, I just.
But exceptions
But
are irrelevant.
Here's the problem,
Like,
right? We take away our personal feelings
Okay.
towards the answer because, hey, we could be wrong. We could even say, you know what? From my own experience, this is what it is. However, the stats show it's against that. So my personal feelings are relevant.
And
The stats will show what really happens
And I
generally.
could take that response because
Yeah.
I can understand we are more emotional creatures, so that's why we will say, well, the exception. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like what she said earlier, would the girls be around if you didn't have all this other shit? And I 100% no, they would not, because women love opportunistically, and I accept, acknowledge, and adapt to that.
Would you say because of the caliber of women you like would not be with you?
No, all women are opportunistic when it comes to dealing with men. Period.
On some
So why do some women like date broke men?
Not for long.
Because there's always
if
that.
you notice,
it's
they
not for
date
long.
them for a period of time, and then they say, you know what? No more broke
Nah,
niggas.
I've seen some people been.
See, once again, you've seen from your experience, but generally speaking, most women that date guys that are broke break up and say, you know what, never again.
Look at the people who live in Broward.
The world's bigger than Broward,
But I'm
man.
just saying, it's like a lot of them.
Bro, here's the thing you got to also understand. They'll get with him, right? Hoping that he'll improve. He sells the dream. Yeah, I'm gonna improve, blah, blah, blah. Or she's ugly.
Okay, that's fair too. Like she might be like a 4 dating a 4.
Yeah, the
is
girls
okay.
in Broward aren't hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Most of the
so
girls
like
in Broward
convenience
aren't
too.
hot.
Like they're broke.
What I've come to
No
realize
shade
is
to
the more
Broward.
attractive a girl is,
Yeah.
the more she demands and the more delusional she can afford to be.
Yeah, in Broward, those girls aren't hot over there.
That's typically what it is. Like the more attractive a girl is, the more she is shielded from reality.
And we're not attractive enough for that.
Yeah, you answer too much questions now.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying some of y'all are fairly delusional, giving yourselves 10s. That's all I'm saying.
I have a question.
That's what it is. So, was somebody saying something? What
question?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in love?
Here's the thing.
There we go.
Oh my God.
I've had love for girls, but I'm not gonna fall in love.
So you haven't been in love?
No, because falling in love is what a woman's supposed to do. As a man, you can love a woman, but I'm not gonna fall in love. That's stupid.
So would you?
What's the difference to you?
When you fall in love, you lose the ability to have you're incapable of rational thought when it comes to your woman.
So have you grown in love?
What?
Grown, like you're with someone and you
Learn
you
to
didn't
love them?
fall, but
Yeah,
you grew into
no.
it.
You love them, but you understand them. That's the most important thing. You never want to fall in love with a woman. That's bad.
Well, that's more. I think what you said is more real than to fall in love with somebody. That doesn't even sound.
Well, a lot of guys fall in love with women, and those are the guys that end up killing their wives because they find out they cheat on them. They're the
don't
guys that
think-
become obsessive. Those are guys that stalk their girl, etc.
You don't think that's infatuation and not love?
It's quite literally love. It is. It's just that they can't control their emotions and they can't deal with the rejection after. So that's why I tell guys don't fall in love. Love your girl. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But falling in love is a very dangerous thing for a man.
That's why it takes vulnerability.
You should never be vulnerable with a woman.
Really?
Hell no.
Why do you think that?
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh my
Do you
God.
feel the same way,
No,
Fresh?
I agree with that.
Fresh?
What he's saying
Do you feel
right
the same
now.
way?
About what?
Like not being vulnerable with a woman.
And never falling in love.
I mean,
He
why
didn't
would
say
I?
never.
You said, why would you?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say
you
you're good
agree?
enough to manipulate.
So I'm
I-
hold on. So for example, you're saying, you know what, babe, I'm depressed. Work has been tough. I don't know what to do. Like I'm just like depressed. Or I could say, you know what, fix the problem. You know what, babe, I was a little bit stressed out. Let's go on vacation. Done. Why even bring up the problem? For what?
Because it's soothing.
Maybe
And she can
Nigga, I can go to
comfort you.
my guys and talk it out, and then like I'll be good.
Lord, y'all don't ever grow up.
Not if they have sound men around them to have that conversation.
Hold on.
with.
We went around the table. Asked you guys, what do you rate yourself? Okay.
Mhm.
All of you guys gave yourselves, not all of you, but most of you gave yourselves overinflated numbers.
Mhm.
Okay. So you don't even necessarily know where you stand in the dating marketplace. How am I going to come and give you very real world problems and tell you, yo, this is what I'm going through and expect you to be able to actually handle them? The difference is this: women get the privilege of being delusional. Men can't. If I'm a loser, I deal with the consequences of being a loser. If a woman's a loser, she doesn't. That's why all of you guys were okay with being a hoe and thinking you're still going to have a guy. You still, a lot of you girls think it's okay. I can have a certain profession and still get married at the end of the line, etc. Not you, but I'm saying in general, because a lot of girls think I shouldn't be judged on my actions. But with men, don't get that privilege. If I'm a loser, I'm fat, I live with my mom, reality smacks me in the face and I feel the brunt of that. But if a woman's a hoe, acts stupid or whatever it may be, they expect to be accepted. And a lot of the times you will be. You might get curved down the road when he finds out what the hell you used to do. But the point is that women don't deal with consequences for their actions often. So what the hell do I look like going to someone that doesn't deal with consequences, asking them for advice? Makes zero sense.
Oh, that was a real question.
I mean, being realistic. That's why men shouldn't be vulnerable with women. Y'all don't live in reality. And you don't have to if you're pretty enough.
Is what it is.
So why am I going to go on my problems and tell you, yo, I don't know where I stand with this. Oh, da, 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 da.
Wait, but do you think?
Because here's the other thing too. If I start crying to you, asking you for help, well, what does that do? That puts you in a more masculine leadership role. I'm asking you for advice. I'm supposed to be the leader.
Wait, so you could never ask your girl for advice about anything?
Fuck no. Men lead, women follow.
No, but
I could maybe take some of your
That's so
opinions
much pressure.
and put it.
How do you make a sandwich? I mean, I don't know.
Like, I mean, men are supposed to lead, women are supposed to follow. And you guys might not like me saying this. It might sound sexist and fucked up, but men are supposed to lead.
I know, honestly,
full
it makes me feel bad. That's just mentally exhausting for you.
No. You're worried about us. We're just fine. Trust
Okay.
me.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're happy, traveling, getting
Alright,
lit,
you got
fucking
this.
living life.
Because here's the thing: when women are put in masculine roles, or they got to be the breadwinner, they got to be the leader, whatever, they become terrible people. They become obnoxious, annoying, crass, loud, masculine. Nigga, you a bum, blah, blah, blah. They start to disrespect you. The man needs to be the leader every single time. And if I come to you with my problems, a lot of the times problems that you'll never deal with as a woman,
I don't think it
doesn't make sense.
demasculates you. I don't think it demasculates you. Like,
Really?
yes, really.
I've had many girls come on this show. Their guy opens up to them, maybe cries, doesn't know what they're doing. They're in a position of vulnerability, and the girl loses respect for him.
They're crying to the wrong women. They're crying to some hoes.
Here's the problem, right? You might be an exception. You can handle it, but she might not. So let's say
1,000%. I agree.
That's a problem. If I'm telling guys the best advice, why even risk it? And then you might leave. What's the point?
If we know 90% of girls are not going to like that shit, why should we make a bet for the 10% that will accept it?
It's dumb. Why would you?
The same way we risk when we trust y'all. It's a big risk.
It's different.
If you cry to me, I'm not going to lose attraction for you. If I cry to you, you're probably going to lose attraction for me.
Well, not with crying, but like we risk.
So if I can't, so you want me to open up part way?
No, I'm saying y'all already expect us to be emotional creatures.
Exactly.
So that don't even count. Like the same way money is to guys and beauty is to women, emotions could be the thing that's harder for you, but to us, something in trusting y'all would be not cheating on us.
I don't really see the connection here.
No, I don't get it.
Didn't make sense
Way
at
over
all.
there.
No.
Didn't make sense. The point is that as a man, you're supposed to be stoic and be the leader. Let's say, you know what? Let's go into a dream scenario to explain this. Let's say you're in war. Not that you guys would ever do that, right? And there's gunshots and fucking going crazy, and we're in the middle of a fucking battle with the Taliban. Life or death, okay? I'm the fucking commanding officer. And I'm crying in the fucking corner. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, fuck, shit. Ugh. And then, you know, I finally get my shit together and say, all right, let's do this. Would y'all follow me?
Huh?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to be in war. I don't like this scenario.
Please answer the
I
question.
just said no.
Okay, so why not though?
I don't know.
She's triggered. It's fine.
Yeah, she mad from before.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like lose respect for you if you open up for me. I'm gonna look at you like a simp, and then I'm probably gonna lose all attraction and move on.
Thank you.
Why would you not listen to your commanding officer that's crying in the middle of battle?
Excuse me, what?
Because you gotta pull those pants up.
Did you hear what I said before?
But I'm trying to follow all what you're saying. Like, I just have my opinion about it. But
So we're at war.
Mhm.
He's crying on the battlefield saying, oh, I don't know what to do. Maybe let's try this. Are you going to follow him all the way? Or believe in him anymore?
And he's your officer.
He's your commanding officer. You're about to die in war, probably.
Yo, this is actually even better. And yo, they don't even understand because women don't understand fucking violence. They don't understand the consequences of it. Like, oh my God, what's going on here? Like, why the hell am I going to confide in someone that doesn't understand like the uncomfortable realities of the world?
I would say no, being that you didn't
Like-
go all the way around the room.
Like, you know, I mean, I don't even have to because at this point, it's like the answers are very telling in itself. Like, men shouldn't be vulnerable women because this right here, like, you guys don't go through a man's life is way harder than a woman's life in 2022.
Yeah. And it's a gamble.
Half of the situations that guys go through, women will never experience.
Can you give an example?
You can get into a nightclub for free just for well, maybe not you, but the other women can get into nightclubs for free.
Just because I'm fat don't mean I can't get in a nightclub.
Certain clubs won't let you in.
Yeah, they won't let you in.
We did, yeah, but still, I get in free at certain places. Don't do baby elephant that.
I mean, okay, that's fine. But the point is that women get certain privileges and accesses that men will never get.
And when you
That's true.
say women, you mean a certain kind of woman. Not
So
She makes probably tens of thousands of dollars on OnlyFans with not many skill sets. Her, same thing. A guy can't do that. I can't sell feet pictures on the internet just because. I can't do that.
But y'all could get on a podcast and just express your opinions and talk shit, and they might not respect us the same way if we did it.
No, you can't.
There's Call Her Daddy. There's other podcasts as well. Like, what's the excuse?
Well, the difference is that we actually had to work and build this platform up and give value on the podcast to be able to grow the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happened overnight.
Versus being born attractive, making an OnlyFans, putting some content out, and getting simps to pay me money for feet pictures.
Right
but
now,
that's not all
you can go on
women.
Twitch.
I'm not saying
show
all
some
women, but
titties,
you still
get
have
views.
the ability to do it.
Pretty privilege. That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
Pretty privilege. I believe that's a real thing.
So therefore, you get certain opportunities that we will never get as men. Hence why a man's life is way harder than a woman's in modern day society.
Love being a woman.
There you go.
Which is why am I going to go and ask someone that isn't equipped to handle masculine problems for advice?
Cause y'all not always at war. Y'all gotta like relax sometimes. That's not psychologically healthy. Y'all carry a lot.
I love
But they're
Am I
saying like
crazy for
their
saying
role.
I just love
like,
how someone
a men's role in
that
the society
doesn't want to be married, like you said earlier.
No,
doesn't
I
want
said marriage is not the goal. I never said I'm very open to marriage. Marriage is just not my like what I aspire. Like, oh my God, I gotta get married.
But imagine that's not your goal, right?
Yeah,
You want a man to come confide in you. That's a part of being married to somebody. But at what risk? Is it worth it? Do you even know? You don't know.
What risk to whom? I'm confused. Your question.
Let's say you find a guy that wants to marry you,
Mhm.
court you, take you serious.
Mhm.
And he's constantly telling you about his problems, telling you his issues.
Mhm.
Eventually, no matter who you are as a person, it's gonna weigh on you. So as a result, like you may say, yeah, I can handle it now, but down the road, 10 years later, this nigga's annoying. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Is he nagging or is he expressing himself?
No.
That's different.
He's being vulnerable to you.
That's okay. We're gonna work through it together. This is not make-believe fairy tale. This is real life for a lot of people.
No, wait, hold on. You said that men have to relax. If we relax, who pays the bills? Who deals with day-to-day issues?
You can't.
We can't just like wake up one morning and decide not to do shit, because end of the day, you know, men can't do that shit because we have no one to really help us out. But as a woman, most women, because you know what, I don't feel like doing shit. Let me just stop being a 3 or 4 and find a man to marry, and that man will take care of your entire life. But we can't do that.
There's no
So-
safety net for men. There's a safety net for y'all. But so I tell guys, don't fuck up and be soft with your girl. Women want a leader, want a capable man, and a capable man doesn't cry to a woman who is not capable.
Well, I'm a good listener. Let me know if y'all ever want to let something off your chest. Okay.
Hey, that's you. But most girls are not okay with that shit. And I would make the argument at 34 years old, you have to accept that.
I ain't gonna judge you. Okay.
A girl that's bad, that's 21 years old, ain't gonna accept that. Just being honest. The more attractive a girl is, the less willing she's to concede on men's bullshit or inadequacies. You have less wiggle room to fuck up as a guy when you're dealing with a more attractive, more desirable woman.
Not one with substance though.
Well, I mean, she could do what she wants because she controls the market. She's at her peak. Just like a multimillionaire, high value guy, she's trying to say, thinking that they're going to be with one chick. That doesn't work that way. The higher you go up the totem pole, the less leverage you have. You want to be a successful guy that makes money? He's going to fuck other girls. You don't have power. There's plenty of 22-year-old girls like you that he can replace you with.
Can't win, huh?
Hey, man.
Tough world.
It's a tough world.
What did Future say? Cold world.
Cold world, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
We got some more chats here, and then let's wrap this up.
Modern traditionalists. This is the worst female panel ever. Their cognitive dissonance is insane. Yeah, y'all been contradicting yourselves a lot. Modern future, when girls ask about your relationship, you should say no first and then trap them so they can't bail themselves out like the black girl on All Black just did.
What?
I'm confused.
That didn't make any sense.
Go back to that one. What do you say?
Married in the future, when girls ask about your relationship, you should say no. Oh, okay. He's saying don't say that you have girls. Just say no up front and trap them later on.
Good tactic, my friend.
Yeah.
But I know why they're asking it. Dreamer5423 goes, Hitler committed genocide against a certain group of people. It's important to know who he is and what he did so no one can repeat what he did, like one to end your bloodline for stupidity. I think that was to you.
God.
No?
Yeah, cool.
I think she's out of it.
Yeah, she's just existing here. Just,
Blackest Panther.
If a woman says she likes you for you, that's a red flag. You want a woman that knows what a man of value looks like. Man that has not built himself has no value.
I
Go ahead.
wanted to say something
Go
about
ahead.
that because another thing is like asking a man like what can he offer
Yo, here, hold
to-
on, stop. She's been paying attention, being inquisitive, know what's going on. Whoever mumbled under the breath, like, oh my god, whatever. You don't have to fucking be here. You could leave. Whoever
Somebody
said
mumbled?
I said dog because I had read that.
Is that what you
It
said?
was a
Because someone was like on some shit like whatever. Because she's been paying attention. So
I don't think it was her.
Huh?
Was it?
Somebody said something under their breath, like on some bullshit.
No, she was reading the chat. That's what it was.
Oh,
and she was.
Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of y'all are fucking retarded, not even paying attention, like just dozing off and shit like that. You don't have to fucking be here.
Okay, because we're at 3 hours in anyway. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, damn, like.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, let's go ahead. His share.
No, she was saying something. Oh, no.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, like with his if he can go back, like the question was
Okay, 1 second.
if a woman loves you just for you is a red flag. If a woman says she likes you for you, that's a red flag. You want a woman that knows what a woman of value looks like.
Because it's a lie.
Because another thing, like what I wanted to ask, like when we were asking the questions, is like, if you were to ask a man, what can he provide to a woman other than financial security? As like in society, men are looked as leaders and providers and stuff like that. Outside of being a financial provider, what else can you provide? Like, let's say if you were in a committed relationship with one individual, what can you tailor to them outside of being like a provider? Like, what else are you, offering them other than being, you get what I'm saying?
No, I do, but like men offer way more utility than women do.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking.
No,
You get
and
a protector, a provider, a provisioner, a leader,
mentor.
A mentor,
Yeah.
right? Most women want a guy
Exactly.
that's more
So I'm
capable.
answering the question when they said that if a woman likes you for you, it's a red flag.
Yeah, because women only love men under the premise that they provide value.
Yep. On some level.
Yep.
The reason why you like the guy that you're with right now is because he's a successful trader and he's built up himself.
He was a trader.
Well, you said he was a trader
Anyways.
earlier, or he stopped. But the point is that he became a somebody, which is why you're attracted to him. Women don't love men idealistically like we love them.
That's true.
If not, you'd all day bumps.
Women only like you under the premise that you provide value.
That's true.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
King 7AJ.
Am looks like a crackhead version of Bad Barbie.
Bad baby.
Oh, Bad Baby. Okay. You have anything you want to say back to that?
Who the fuck
They
is
didn't even
AM?
spell the name right.
All right. If these girls start finding all the improvement will come out instantly. All right.
That's true.
Those who fail to learn history are doomed to repeat it. Men care about your past is because if you haven't learned from your mistakes, who's to say you won't fall back into old ways? These girls size each other up all day, every day. Let one of them fall out right here, right now. You'll see the improvements come out. Yeah,
That is
that's
so true,
yeah,
bro.
That's true. Yeah, that's the first
When
thing
they
girls say.
fighting?
You know what's funny too? When girls don't like each other, you fucking hoe.
You a slut.
That's the first thing I'll say. But you want to go ahead and cap and say that you let your son marry a hoe? Man, 1000% cap.
Cayenne M.
This is why so many high value black men don't date black women. Okay, look at the level of delusion we're expected to combat. It's easier to pass SEAL training. God
What?
damn.
Damn, nigga.
Hold on.
2 down from Fresh looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. Also 1 down from Myron. Low cash app. I'll cash app you 1,000 if you tell me who Hitler is right now.
Come on, girl.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
And he would do it too.
$1,000.
Try
Tell
your
me
best.
who Hitler is right
Here,
now.
anyone else? Mandy will do it.
Nah, he wants you.
Yeah, he wants you.
He tipped $1
No, but he's telling
to
you.
you.
Yeah, but he's going to send you $999 if you answer this question.
No?
No.
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Makes $1,000. Adeli Akmal.
Yo, hold on. No, I just got to ask this. Are you like acting right now, or are you like really?
Pardon?
Well, she's from
Like,
Canada.
I'm not acting. I just.
Yeah, she is.
I mean-
she's one of that.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if it's a school system like the Caribbean, we don't learn about Hitler either. I have to learn like outside. We don't learn that stuff.
No, but she's from a first world country. Like
No.
you know what I'm saying? With like a refined education system. Like that's not an excuse. I went to college with many Canadians that knew about. Like, do you seriously like?
Yeah, but I never went to school. Like, I just played video games all the time. I didn't give a fuck.
You
about
said you went to
school.
college.
Yeah, I did.
So this isn't acting. This is you. Like you legitimately don't know, or you're not.
Like, I know like bits and pieces, but not enough to like really like care to explain. Like, I don't want to like start explaining something and I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like, if you don't know something, then you start talking your ass. It's stupid.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fine, bro.
She don't want to sound stupid, so I get it.
That's crazy. All right. The education system has failed us. Question for FNF. You mentioned men's body count increase based on their increased status. Does that mean that men are the cause for women's increased body count? My friend, you're missing the point. A small minority of men are responsible for women's high body count. Majority of guys struggle. Would the girl 2 down from White from Fresh be able to read one full page of a Harry Potter book live? Shout FNF Jack Haley. I don't know at this point. And then... Well, no, she has a master's degree. She could read. They're angry because the truth you speak contradicts the lie they live. Fair enough. All right.
Okay, so ladies, thoughts on the show? Hate it, love it, honest opinions, and then we're out of here. We'll start here. You could be honest.
I know. I think, I mean, y'all have definitely made something out of it. So, I mean, pays y'all's bills. So it's good for you guys. But I feel like it is definitely problematic in some ways.
How so?
Please tell us. Maybe we can learn from you.
Nah, I'm good.
No, go ahead. Please.
The floor is yours.
Floor is yours.
Rise and shine.
I mean, I feel like
Right.
y'all can be misogynistic at times.
Okay, fair enough.
And I don't think it's fair. I feel like y'all should bring on a group of high value women, because y'all just find random ass girls off Instagram, or they find you, vice versa. And then it's like these guys just roast the fuck out of them because it's just like they think that these are all women. And it's like, this is just a small group of women who live in Miami. So I feel like y'all should definitely
They're not
bring
from
on-
Miami.
No, most of the girls don't.
Okay. Okay.
Neither is she.
Okay. A group of women who live in Miami or are currently in Miami.
Are you calling them stupid?
No.
So what are you saying?
Wait, but what you just said was finding a bunch of random.
She talking about high value.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, women who have like.
I'm not gonna lie. Just real quick. If I was a woman, I wouldn't take that. You call them stupid?
I'm not.
Yeah,
That's what I was asking. I was like, you said to find a whole bunch of random bringing high
please
value.
let her speak. Go
By
ahead.
a high value woman, I just mean like homeowner, owns property, has businesses, has degrees, has.
A couple of
I'm
women
not
here are
saying-
entrepreneurs, though.
Okay, but not the whole panel. That's what I'm saying. Y'all should have a group of women who are like.
Okay. Let me ask you a question real fast. What is the definition of misogyny?
No, I'm not about to do this with you right now.
I mean, you call this
call us
misogynistic. I'm just
misogynist.
asking, like, what is the definition of misogyny?
That's a very strong
You
word
must
to
know.
use.
If you call us the name, what it means.
The definition of misogyny.
Yes.
Oh Lord. This is good TV. Very good TV. Ratings
I
are
feel
going
like
up.
it's just when you like degrade women or say things that are offensive towards women.
I mean,
And this
It's-
whole like, oh, I could never love a woman. Like, I feel like that's just toxic. Like, I feel like it's problematic.
so what is the definition of misogyny?
I just told you.
What is it?
When you say things that negatively towards women. Maybe that's not the correct definition,
It's
but
not.
okay. Can you please tell me the
It's the
definition?
hatred of women.
Okay. I was close.
So, not really. I mean, if you report a fact that's unflattering, that doesn't mean it's misogyny. It's not misogynistic. It's realistic. There's a difference.
And if anything, we tell you the truth about men and women.
Yeah, we said negative things about men too.
If we
a lot of them.
If we hated women, we would never talk about men.
We said
Now-
men are
I'm
only
just
faithful
like,
to their
I was looking at
options,
some of the chats and it's saying like W rape. Like, what the fuck is that?
That's the chat.
I feel like that's
the
not
chat.
weird. Okay, then those are the
That's
followers
not
that y'all
us
have.
though. That's the
I-
chat.
but those are the
gonna
people
say,
who are
we warned
watching
you
you.
and told you they're gonna put shit on the internet, put shit on the chat, but like that's not us being misogynistic. We're just reporting facts.
Yeah, it's internet. We can't
Okay, I'm just
control
saying this
what
is
they
y'all's
say.
crowd. This is your
No, it's
your
not. It's our
I
crowd,
mean-
but
on the
people are
internet
random
and they're gonna
too.
talk
People say whatever they want on the internet.
They've been making fun of us too. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah,
They make fun
like,
of me. They
we got
call me a
haters.
terrorist. They make fun of him for being pitch black,
Too
saying
black.
he looks like oil.
Yeah.
Make fun of Chris for not being able to speak. I don't know if you noticed. They're making fun of us too.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, it's the internet, so.
But the context was
So okay, so you call this misogynistic, but you didn't know the
I
definition.
said y'all say things that are misogynistic.
But you didn't know the definition, so you were incorrect about that one. And then you said we bring on girls from different walks. So Mo, how many girls have we interviewed on the show right now? 17 what?
66.
Okay, and we got a couple girls on the panel right now that have college degrees. One has an advanced degree, allegedly, and and then we brought girls that are entrepreneurs, etc. We brought girls that are doctors, lawyers, whatever on the show before.
112 jobs.
Which 112 different professions?
Yes,
from different walks of life. What we've come
I'm
to realize.
saying a full panel all at once.
We have before many
Oh,
times.
We have. I mean, this is a very diverse panel right now. We bring on girls from different walks of life. So my thing is, what did Gandhi say? Be the change that you want to see in the world. Why didn't you change anything?
I'm fucking 22. What do you want me to change?
Wait, where's your podcast? Oh, that's right. You don't have one.
I don't
yet.
have one.
Oh, so you're telling us what to do with our podcast. We don't see your podcast. Damn.
Did y'all not just ask me to give my input?
I know. I'm giving you some feedback. That's it.
No, I'm just saying, like, you didn't know the definition of misogyny. Then you said bring on girls of different walks, which we do. We have a bunch of different girls here from different walks of life, doing different things, different education levels, etc. It's just that what I've come to realize is that regardless of a woman's education level or skill set or background, a lot of women tend to think fairly similar. The hardware might be different, but the software is almost always the same. A lot of girls have, because it's funny. We've asked a lot of these questions before and we get very similar answers. I'm a 10, I'm a 10. It's not just you that says that. A lot of girls say that.
Yeah, every girl says that.
You know what the funny part is? There's girls that like, the only thing that changes when a girl makes money or is more successful, she's just more delusional a lot of the time. 34 years old, 35 years old, not that attractive, fat. Oh, yo, I deserve the world. I make $200,000 a year.
And you mentioned love. Love is a feeling.
Is there an issue?
No, bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, love is a feeling. It can fade. It can go away. So to fall in love with somebody could change tomorrow like that.
Ugh,
Marry somebody today, divorce them tomorrow. That's a feeling.
that's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's life.
Anything else?
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think the podcast.
That's an
was
L for
vibing.
Good.
I think the podcast was vibing, and I appreciate the conversation and all of our opinions. And you can find me on OnlyFans.
It's down below. Stop being thirsty. It's down below. Relax. It's down below. It's down below. Jesus Christ.
They'll find you.
Look at you like, you're good. Hey, at least she's in high spirits. I'll say that.
Oh man.
What about you?
I really enjoy to listen your opinion about all the things you think about woman relationship.
It's not really opinions, it's more facts. Say we stay more facts than opinions.
So I'm not even done about what I'm saying. What I'm using actually opinions. I'm using opinions because I want to keep believing what I think about a man can be within to just one woman. About I'm truly wishing some guys like that in the earth exist. So that's
So
why
we're
I'm
telling you an objective fact in general, and you refuse to accept it, and you still want to wish for something that is rare to find and or probably doesn't exist.
So no, I'm accepting what you're saying. That's not the point. I'm just in a little part of myself. You can find this. I don't want to believe 100% of men or what you describe or 100% of women or how you describe them. I feel you have so many people they found them and they're happy together. They don't cheat. So I want to still believe on that. So yeah.
So Disneyland
I mean, I don't think actually
is
it's
real.
funny, but
No, it's funny because what if I told you, yo, you got a 90% chance of this parachute not deploying, but you should jump out this plane anyway. Would you jump out the plane?
With a parachute?
With a 10% chance of it not deploying?
I mean,
Sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Believe hope.
it's not. I have a diploma to drive in parachute. So no, I want to do it.
And you're an accountant, so you understand numbers. So you understand
Pretty well.
probabilities.
Yes, and that's why I left. I quit.
No. Yeah.
I quit.
Okay, so yeah, you quit. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that, things happen on probabilities and, what you're saying, possibility is not the same as probability.
I know. I really know about this. But I feel sometimes
That's the
you
problem
can
you
find the
feel.
exception. Thank you. Yeah.
That's the issues you feel.
And like you said, I'm a woman. A woman's feels.
Yeah, that's what women do is feel.
Yeah.
Hey, man, again, like I said before, this podcast confirms so many differences between men and women. What if I was just a loser and I said, bro, there's a bad bitch out there that's going to accept me, bro. I should be able to get 3 bad bitches, even though I'm not going to self-improve, whatever. I'm just going to, what do y'all think?
You deserve it, bro.
I deserve it?
You should get it, bro.
Chris, what do you think?
You're a king.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean,
we get that bad
once you're
bitch.
not a misogynist, you deserve it.
Yeah, I should get it.
Yeah.
See how dumb I sound? It doesn't it's not the way the world works, bro. But
But
hey,
you're a king, though. Smoking weed all day.
yeah, man,
king.
smoke weed every day.
I have fun. especially reading the comments. I really enjoyed myself. Really enjoyed
Fantastic.
myself.
Thank you for coming.
Honestly, because I feel like this podcast really highlights, like, honestly, it really does highlight the differences, like you said, between men and women. Men move off logic, women move off emotion, and that's just what it is.
You know what the funny part is? Like, girls get mad, like, y'all are misogynistic, whatever, because you're not the first girl to say that.
Yeah.
And we have a tendency of justifying ourselves.
And the thing is, like, yeah, and it's funny because the more you justify yourself, the
The more
dumber you
we
make yourself
contradict
look,
ourselves,
and the more
yes.
you contradict yourself. So it's
Very
like,
true.
girls get mad and be like, y'all are misogynists, whatever. But it's like, bro, all we did was ask y'all questions, and then you guys made yourselves look bad. Like, we didn't.
But you know what's funny? I love when they tell us this like opinion about the show, right? And then let's say a year later, or 5 months later, like, damn, y'all niggas was right. He did cheat on me, and I was like, we told you so. Just saying. But it's just funny to me.
So you're saying a woman should just settle with that all men cheat?
No, we're saying prepare yourself for if it happens. But if the guy's taking care of you, he's worth it. Then why leave?
And if he's a millionaire, he's definitely fucking other bitches. Your
Of
dude
course.
fucking other chicks. Your dude probably fucking other chicks. Definitely fucking other chicks. Like,
And you know, hold on. You know what the best part? You leave that guy that's cheating on you for another guy that's gonna cheat on you too. So like you're leaving the guy that's cheating on you for another cheater. There's no
So
real
they
escape.
never asked you, were you in a relationship?
As a man of God, I prefer not to respond to these questions. Anyhow, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything negative to say. It's interesting hearing all the different.
You could be positive
opinions.
too. If you got positive, you could be good or bad.
nah, you can say you mad as hell, bro. It's
Yeah.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
I just find it interesting just hearing different points of views, and it like, yeah. I don't know.
Shout out to Quebec, right? Is that it?
I mean, I live in Toronto, but I'm
She's from
originally
Quebec.
from Montreal. Yeah.
Yeah, she's from Quebec.
Toronto.
So I had never watched or listened to the show before.
Thank God.
I had heard a couple negative things before coming on here, but I came with an open mind, and I'm proud of y'all. This is a good show. I think y'all doing okay.
Real quick, have you heard these concepts from men before coming on this show? Yes or no?
I'm sorry, what was the question? Have I heard these concepts of negativity about y'all show?
No. Have you heard? Have men been honest and told you what we talked about on the pod before?
To some degree.
Stuff. I mean, like I've seen videos of like hate, I guess.
No.
Like
Have men
conversations.
told you the things that we've told you before on this podcast?
Probably, or I've like figured out for myself.
Somewhat.
Yes.
A million times.
A million times? Okay. What about you?
Yes.
Yes? So why'd y'all act so surprised when we said the things that guys are really thinking?
I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, I don't.
Some of y'all were like, all right. Go ahead. What about you?
And Asante asked.
What about you? It's your go.
Yeah.
No, you.
I did answer. Yeah. I said
No.
in
I mean, as in like your final thoughts.
Oh, okay. I enjoyed the show. It's just nice to hear a different take on certain things. And I would just say, you all told us not to take things personal earlier on. I was not trying to be rude. I was shit and giggling. So,
Yeah, I have low patience for disrespect, so that's what it really comes down to. I know it's
Listen, man.
disrespectful.
Well, that's how you took it.
Listen.
But just tell him I really wasn't as an
I'm
island
gonna say
person.
this. As a Trini, you want to start in fights, So we're just trying to keep it cool and relax. But you did well.
Yeah, no,
So shout out to you.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I was not being disrespectful. That's how he took it. So I was just saying, like, you saw me laughing. I wasn't at all.
It's fine. We get it.
But still,
That's cool.
the joking part about it, you
Yeah.
could cool off of that. All right. But you did good. You came
Yeah,
back
that's
from
fine.
the craziness.
Yeah, because I didn't take it anyway. So
Yeah.
that's why it was cool beans for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, some guys just have less patience for how for female disrespect than others. You know what I mean? Some guys are okay with it; they'll play it off. I no, that's just not how I do things.
Because I guarantee you, if you had a show, we came on your show, we would never do that to you.
Well, if you took it that way, I'll apologize. But that's not how it came. That's not how it was meant.
All right.
Yeah, that's
That-
fine. That's fine. That's why you're still here.
All right.
I find it entertaining, especially when
Oh,
that
no, it was
girl
definitely
left.
Bro.
That killed me. But yeah, pretty cool. It's just cold in here.
I got you.
So cold.
Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Guys, we got a show on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're going to break down my episode on grilling.
Yeah, that thing is doing crazy numbers. Y'all really enjoyed that. So, yeah, all the girls' Instagrams are below, guys.
Guys, do us a favor before you leave. Sub to the channel Rumble, 100K on the way. This was a funny ass show. Listen, everyone that's still here, shout out to y'all for coming. I know some of you hate us. It's fine. But
fucking triggered, bro.
At the end of the day, man, this was a great show.
Start tagging
Hope
on
you get your
this.
exposure, and it was lit, man. Turn up time. It's Monday. Let's get it.
I ran so far.